Hello. Welcome back to Almighty Sports Plus. Or yes, before time. Actually, थोड़ा late ही हो गया to be very honest. Because the way match is going, yes, this is big Asia Cup final. और हमें पता है भाई, me being an Indian fan, lot of you all watching, जो देखने भी वाले will be wondering भाई, why am I doing this? Because at the end of the day, it is a fan channel for all to see, and of course, we love the sport. Asia Cup is huge, in my opinion, and final है श्रीलंका पाकिस्तान का. जो I was thinking, it's going to be a really as an interesting high scoring match jab as in Dhananjay the Silva was batting, but Pakistan has again come back a second time and doing extremely well in this first innings. लेकिन यहाँ पर again शादाब bowling इस ओवर में वापस टचवुड फॉर श्रीलंका से, क्योंकि आई वांट अ गुड मैच. भाई एक चौका हो गया है यहाँ पर बढ़िया, तो हम थोड़ा जल्दी शुरू कर लिए वॉचलोंग एब्सोल्युटली. एंड यस, डेरे ने बोला था हसरंगा मास्टर क्लास कभी. भाई वो ये मुझे नहीं लग रहा था, बिकॉज जो आरसीबी के लिए किया ना बैटिंग में, एप्लीकेशन हैज बीन मिसिंग. बट नॉट जस्ट दैट, आई थॉट ही इज नॉट दैट कंसिस्टेंट. लेकिन अगेन होपफुली आज फॉर द नेक्स्ट कपल ऑफ ओवर्स ही कैन स्टे एंड डू वेल. ऑफ कोर्स प्रीमेच्योर बिल्कुल यार. अगेन एक चीज मैं पूछना चाहूंगा, जो भी देख रहा है, ओरे रन आउट चांस था लेकिन नहीं, नॉट आउट है यार. एवरीवन वाचिंग, डिड यू गेट अ रिमाइंडर? दिस इज वन मोर रीजन व्हाई आई हैव कम लाइव, बिकॉज आई टेस्टेड. आज मुझे रिमाइंडर नहीं आया आधी घंटा पहले वाला, which was expected to come at around 8:30. Okay, चलो अभी आया है some अभी रिमाइंडर है, I think, if I'm not wrong. Okay, let me see what is the reminder. If it's a reminder about me being live, okay, it has come a little bit late. कोई नहीं, I think probably weekend है ना, तो I guess that's why it's come late. लेकिन कोई नहीं. Anyway, people, again, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Third Empire के लिए गया, but लेकिन I'm pretty sure it's not going to be out. Already got scored today. बिल्कुल यार, मतलब यार थोड़ा सा सरप्राइज्ड. आई डोंट नो मैं, मतलब थोड़ा सा सरप्राइज लुकिंग एट द रियल मैड्रिड लाइनअप. ऑफ कोर्स हम बात कर सकते हैं व्हेन कम्स टू ऑलमाइटी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस भाई, एनीथिंग. और यस, विल कम बैक टू द क्रिकेट इन 1 सेकंड, बिकॉज मैं यहाँ पे देख रहा हूँ रियल मैड्रिड बीट मायोर्का 4-1. लेकिन द फैक्ट दैट आई नो हजार्ड ही केम ऑफ राइट 59 मिनट में. वर यू सरप्राइज्ड, डिरेन और एनीवन वाचिंग दैट गेम? अगर इट वाज बेसिकली as in kind of harsh, or was it an injury? I hope that was not an injury for Hazard, right? लेकिन again, people यहाँ पर मैं दिखाने वाला हूँ for people जो late join किए और who may not know till now. Yes, it is श्रीलंका पाकिस्तान ने टॉस जीत लिया और they elected to field as expected. जो चल रहा है in Dubai, absolutely everyone who's won the toss has, I think, opted to field in Dubai this series. लेकिन I have to give it to Pakistani bowlers. और again, Pakistani bowlers, they are getting the ball to swing. और ये कुछ तो है. I think it's about the action. It's about basically, I don't know, the pace. It's a combination भाई, और just the skill. Pakistani bowlers भाई 6th over तक भी they were getting natural swing. और that is something maybe as India, as in I'm hoping that Indian team think tank thinks about it, because there is a problem. We cannot really depend on basically that as in a golden arm all the time, right? Especially T20 में बहुत जरूरी होती है swing, in my opinion. Hazard didn't get the ball enough today. Seriously, okay, fair enough. Yes, definitely happy for Rudiger. Okay, you saw about Todd Burley that he wants to invest in feeder club. बिल्कुल यार, मैंने उसके बारे में डिस्कस भी किया था. I think जब हम FIFA स्ट्रीम कर रहे थे. लेकिन again, is it a possibility right away? Time will tell. Feeder clubs, yeah, to kind of establish that connection बहुत लंबा समय लगता है, in my opinion. It's not just about giving money or giving people on loan, नहीं. Because you need people in return, right? You need people जो they are ready. A good relationship has to be developed. It's not just about the money and of course the business. अरे बिल्कुल अच्छा आइडिया है, लेकिन अगेन टू बी ऑनेस्ट अबाउट इट, ऑन Kahoot, yes, for people out there, भाई इन्होंने मुझे आइडिया दिया about doing a team thing in Kahoot, and of course I would love to implement that. But just about Kahoot in general, na, I am thinking twice. I would rather want a new format altogether, to be very honest about it. And again, अगर मतलब again, the reason is nothing like that. बहुत अच्छा है. मैं तो ये बोल रहा हूँ, the only reason is यार we try and do something different on the channel always. That is the only thing. लेकिन हाँ, much a good idea. यहाँ पर let me sleep over it absolutely, भाई. Ankit, I think South Africa has the best chance to win this year's World Cup, because South Africa is the only team who has the best and a set bowling lineup and a decent batting. Again, मतलब they did well against India, I know. और again हम देखेंगे भाई coming days में, मतलब वापस से हम खेलने वाले साउथ अफ्रीका और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ. लेकिन in my opinion, I don't think so. But again, let me actually share जो हुआ है अभी तक, in the match. Everyone in the chat, 14.1 overs, 106 for 5. सब लोग ये बताइए how much will Sri Lanka score? Let me know in the chat. Exact number 14.1 overs, 106 for one for 5 हुआ है. For one होता तो Sri Lanka would have been happy, but लेकिन नहीं है. Let me know in the chat how much Sri Lanka कितना मारेगी. ठीक है, बढ़िया शॉट वापस से. आई थिंक जस्ट फॉर अ सिंगल दो. एंड ये हुआ है अभी तक, आप भी देख ही रहो. अरे डबल भाग गया यार. नाइस रनिंग. पार्टनरशिप 50 यार. 33 balls 50. मतलब touchwood for Sri Lanka and for neutrals because I want a good match, simply put. Yes, we will be joined by Abel as well around 7 or 9:30 बजे. But anyway, धनंजय डी सिल्वा अगर वो नहीं खेलते ना, अच्छा, आई डोंट नो कितना होता. श्रीलंका वुड हैव बीन ऑल आउट. एंड ऑफ कोर्स राजपक्सा और हसरंगा, जैसे मैंने बोला, बहुत ही बढ़िया पार्टनरशिप रहा है अभी तक. सो अगेन लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट. लेकिन आई हैव टू से व्हाट अ डिलीवरी. नजीम शाह, व्हाट अ डिलीवरी भाई. मतलब दैट वाज आउट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड. आई नो. अरे स्ट्रेट गया. आई थिंक इट्स अ बाउंड्री मैन. वन मोर बाउंड्री हसरंगा मारे भाई, स्ट्रेट डाउन द ग्राउंड टू राउफ bowling. So Rauf has not been bowling well in this over, I must say. लेकिन नजीम शाह, let me tell you one stat. Kushal Mendes, I think after Kushal Mendes' debut for Sri Lanka, he is the second highest ducks जिसने मारे, second highest in ODI, in rather T20 cricket. Second highest. After who? Let me know in the chat. According to in world cricket, कौन है जो आफ्टर कुशल मेंडेस डेब्यू हैज हिट द हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ डक्स, जो डक आउट हुए सबसे ज्यादा? लेट मी नो इन द चैट इफ इन केस यू नो, लेट मी नो. दैट्स समथिंग इंटरेस्टिंग. व्हाट अ शॉट अगेन भाई. फुल टॉस पे ले लिया. इट वाज काइंड ऑफ रिस्की बट बहुत ही अच्छा शॉट. यस, हारिस रऊफ के फिगर्स थोड़े से बिगड़ते हुए यहाँ पे देख रहे हैं हम. काफी अच्छा शुरुआत थी उनकी, लेकिन अगेन दिस ओवर में ही इज नॉट डन वेल. तो लुक्स लाइक पाकिस्तान जो लाई इफ्तिकार अहमद को, विच वाज अ सरप्राइज फॉर मी, they should have continued with Haris Rauf in hindsight. क्या बोलते हो? Do you agree or not? Okay, let me know क्या बोल रहे हैं आप लोग, सब लोग. अंकित भाई, I think Todd Bowley is doing too fast. He should first make a stable first team. हाँ, मतलब knee jerk reactions and all. Absolutely भाई. By the way यार, सब लोग जो देख रहे हैं, let me know कितने likes पे भाई. Likes कर दीजिए please. It certainly helps. हो सके तो share भी कर लीजिए. We certainly will be discussing a lot. By the way, बीच में हम Who Am I भी खेल सकते हैं. क्रिकेट का बहुत दिन हो गए. We can play that as well. आउट हो गया लगता है. आउट कॉट बिहाइंड है क्या? पीपल आउट दिया गया. कॉट बिहाइंड. आई थिंक इज आउट भाई. एज मच एज मैंने बोला कि हारिस राउफ हैज बीन एक्सपेंसिव दिस ओवर, नॉट बॉलिंग वेल. द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट दे हैव लॉस्ट अ विकेट. 15th ओवर में ही दे हैव लॉस्ट अ विकेट and India win World Cup. Okay, let's see. I hope for the best. But again, I don't expect, but I hope absolutely. ZRA 158 for 7 बोल रहे हैं. ओके, 170 बोल रहे हैं ZRA. जस्ट स्पोर्ट्स 158 for 7. देरेन बोले 149 for 8. बेस्ड ऑन दिस विकेट जो गया अभी, आई थिंक इट्स आउट, राइट? तो आई थिंक 149 लुक्स मोर लाइकली इन माय ओपिनियन. नाउ अगेन अभी कितना 116 है for 6. Hasaranga well played यार, well played Hasaranga. 36 of 21 balls. Ball important innings, but he had to just stay for another couple of overs at least. तो इसीलिए मैं बोलूंगा because of this wicket going, I can see them in the 140s. 140 will be a good score from here, to be very honest. 145, चलो 145 round figure जाता हूँ मैं, which is itself a good score. Graham Potter suggested Todd Bowley to sign for Fana, Bahubali and Kukureya. Again, lot of reports floating around therein. मतलब सच में honestly speaking अभी यार I cannot believe in every report there. लेकिन there is a definite reason कि मैं बोलूंगा कि यार इतना coincidence नहीं हो सकता कि भाई जैसे ही वो गए अपने टॉमस टुकल, वैसे ही आ गए ग्राहम पॉटर. और ऑलरेडी भाई उनके जो स्काउटिंग वन ऑफ द एनालिस्ट थे, ही इज कमिंग इन एक्सेट्रा. इट्स प्रीटी टू फास्ट इन माय ओपिनियन. तो यू हैव अ पॉइंट एब्सोल्युटली. रिजवान एवरी बॉल ही अपील्स. लेकिन आउट हो गया यार, ये तो क्या बोलेंगे. ओके, या बिल्कुल वी कैन डू दैट. लेकिन अगेन आई हैव टू टॉक टू देम, सो लेट मी जस्ट थिंक ओवर इट एज वेल. अगेन थैंक्स अ लॉट. Always welcome ideas, always welcome bhai. And of course कोई भी contribution in terms of ideas in implementation भी I'm open to it. So just give me a shout in DMs. Hasranga was playing beautifully man. नहीं यार, आउट नहीं होना चाहिए था. वही है, आप बोलोगे मैं पनौती में लाइव आ गया तो I don't know. लेकिन यार even this over he hit well. So let's get real. And yes, of course I was hoping as well that as in bawal majja in terms of the partnership. लेकिन they've done decently well. Let's see. Is it enough? Remember bhai, it's a big final. In a big final, a chase is never easy. I must say that chase is never easy. Anything over 140, I think the match is on. हाँ, chasing team has won more often than not, obviously दुबई में, लेकिन लास्ट मैच श्रीलंका जीती थी और श्रीलंका के पास है भाई स्पिनर्स. दे हैव स्पिनर्स, रिमेंबर तीक्षणा और खुद हसरंगा भी है, राइट. प्रीमियर लीग मैच डे 8 होगा या कैंसिल होगा अगेन. मैच डे 8, मैच डे 7, राइट. मैच डे 7 ना, मैच डे 7 कैंसिल हो गया था, वापस मैच डे 7 ही बोलेंगे उसको, कोई नहीं. बट आई अगेन लेट्स सी, आई थिंक होपफुली होना चाहिए. मतलब इट बी टू मच फॉर देम टू हैंडल अदरवाइज. कम ऑन, कब कब होंगे मैचेस, आई हैव नो आइडिया. लेट्स सी मैन, अगेन विल वेट फॉर टुमारो. बाय द वे टुमारो, इससे याद है भाई, वी आर लाइव टुमारो इवनिंग, तो रिमेंबर वी आर डूइंग अ मेजर ऑब्वियसली यूसीएल प्रीव्यू फॉर मैच डे 2, और ऑफ कोर्स यूसीएल फैंटेसी की भी बात करेंगे थोड़ा, लेकिन मैच डे 2 का हम करें ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी पे. सो डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. और बाय द वे यहाँ पर कोई भी लाइव कोई देख रहा है जो सब्सक्राइब नहीं है, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost a buck. Please help, certainly helps. And do not unsubscribe later. वो भी मैं बोलूंगा. हाँ, doesn't makes any sense if you unsubscribe later as well. लेकिन हाँ, every team will look to make their bowling lineups and will make some or the other change. But just look at South Africa's bowling. Rabada, Nokia, Panel, Shamsi, Mahara. भाई मतलब शामसी is not too great to be very honest. Just sports, मतलब मुझे नहीं लगता इतने सारे, मतलब having some consistency is fine. Like, and again, when it comes to as in playing against every top country, I don't rate Shamsi as much, to be very honest. Pandel bhi kind of, he's made a comeback in cricket recently, so I'm not seeing him that level, to be very honest. Maharaj conditions mein again, it'll matter because bade grounds honge, so maybe he'll take a lot of wickets. I can agree there. Okay, Pretorius और लुंगी इंगिडी भी है. They backstabbed Tuchel. Well, आई डोंट नो बैक स्टैप यार, लगता है यार वो सेटिंग बनी नहीं. सिंपली पुट, सेटिंग बनी नहीं. दैट्स व्हाट आई वुड सिंपली से. आई वुड नॉट बीट अराउंड द बुश, रियली स्पीकिंग, बट कोई नहीं. ओके भाई, बढ़िया शॉट राजापक्सा का, लेकिन आई थिंक इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग एक ही रन लिया भाई. ये क्या हो गया, गड़बड़ होगी ना. कोई नहीं. नवाज बॉलिंग यहाँ पे. नवाज इज जस्ट कमिंग इन इंटरेस्टिंग. 16th ओवर में आ रहे हैं व्हेन द लेफ्ट हैंडर इज देयर, तो बहुत ही ब्रेव है फ्रॉम. आई थिंक आई हैव टू कमेंट यहाँ पर कैप्टेंसी यार. बाबर आजम की कैप्टेंसी इज नेक्स्ट लेवल. अरे आशिर इन द हाउस यार, कैसे हो, लॉन्ग टाइम नो सी, क्या हाल है. ऑलवेज गुड टू सी यू. अगेन लाइक करना मत भूलना. क्या चेल्सी जाएगी राइस के लिए नेक्स्ट सीजन? अगेन अभी के लिए ओनली स्पेक्युलेटिव ऋषभ. इट्स टू अर्ली टू से. आई वुड लाइक टू सी, मतलब अगेन Tuchel before coming to Chelsea played a certain style, remember, in terms of formation. And I know it's English Premier League ही, लेकिन Potter might change that based on Chelsea's personal. तो मैं देखना चाहूंगा पहले पॉटर क्या करता है. आई नो लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर कमिंग आउट विद ये 11 होगी वो 11 होगी. भाई एवरीवन इज जस्ट मेकिंग अ रैंडम गेस, लेट मी टेल यू वेरी ऑनेस्टली. मच लव टू एवरीवन. लेकिन हाँ, एक फिलॉसफी हम बता सकते हैं, दैट इज व्हाट वी कैन से, जो हमने भी डिस्कस किया है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स वी कैन डिस्कस बेसिकली द काइंड ऑफ फॉर्मेशन, लेकिन पर्सनल I cannot say now. It depends really कैसे यूज करे भाई हर एक जन को, because remember Tuchel use different people differently. Who knows? London matches might be postponed. Again, it may not be postponed. Other option might be that they might swap. कि भाई because it's early on in the season, they might do the return leg अभी, and the return leg भाई they might do basically at Stamford Bridge. वो कर सकते हैं for example, right? Darren? Pakistani cricketers are always passing political point about India over a cricket match. The latest one is Hafiz. To be very honest, Aritra, मैंने सुना नहीं है Hafiz का. And सच में मैं सबसे सच बोलता हूँ भाई, when it comes to political point of view, मैं मतलब वो सब देखता ही नहीं, to be very honest. And myself, I'm very neutral, like I always say, not just about cricket or India Pakistan. It's about generally in life. और मैं for a reason I say it's a fan channel for all to see both the channels, because I genuinely believe दैट एक बायस जो होता है ना जबरदस्ती का, वो अननेसेसरी इन स्पोर्ट्स यार. एंड आई डोंट थिंक इट्स रिलेटेड इवन पॉलिटिक्स. लेकिन अगेन हम जानते हैं पाकिस्तान इंडिया में टेंशन होती है. आई विल नॉट से एवरीवन यार, देयर आर लॉट ऑफ पाकिस्तान क्रिकेटर्स हु हैव डिसेंट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू इन माय ओपिनियन. लेकिन हाँ, आई हैव हर्ड अ कपल ऑफ देम इन द पास्ट. आई एग्री, मतलब आई वुड नॉट रिकमेंड दैट, सिंपली पुट. अगेन डू यू थिंक यासिर शाह शुड प्ले व्हाइट बॉल क्रिकेट? व्हाट इज द नीड? डज पाकिस्तान रियली नीड दैट? आप देखिए, शादाब खान, brilliant bowler, yeah, he can do everything literally. And yes, Iftikhar can bowl, Mohammad Nawaz hai, matlab they have all rounders. White ball cricket mein I don't think I see Yasir Shah being there. Again 50 over cricket mein I would say yes, but not in T20 cricket in my opinion. They are pretty well, yeah. Come on, last T20 World Cup bhi they reached the finals. This time bhi Asia Cup mein they are looking like the favorites to win as of now. By the way, 16.1 overs 121 hai, to 4 overs mein I think they can still get around 150. Yeah, I think they can still get 150. Depends a lot on Rajapaksa. लेकिन देखते हैं. Which form of cricket is your favorite test, ODI और T20? यार मैं थोड़ा सा ओल्ड स्कूल में नहीं बोलूंगा, मिडिल स्कूल बोलूंगा. तो मेरे लिए बेस्ट है ओडीआईज यार. आई हैव टू से ओडीआईज आई लाइक द बेस्ट. हाँ, आई नो दैट इतने सारे क्लोज मैचेस नहीं होते. इंटरनेशनल में ओडीआईज, ऑफ कोर्स इन फ्रेंचाइज क्रिकेट यार आईपीएल, डेफिनेटली आईपीएल में बोलूंगा. सिंपली पुट, बॉली के पास कितना पैसा है, ट्रांसफर बैन ना करवा दे. नहीं यार, वो तो नहीं होगा, बिकॉज वी स्टार्टेड ऑफ फ्रॉम अ क्लीन स्लेट. रिमेंबर, रोमन अब्रामोविच हैज क्लियर्ड ऑल आवर डेट्स, सिंपल एज दैट. और यहाँ पर एक जीरो से शुरू किया था, तो आई डोंट थिंक इतना जल्दी होने वाला है. ऑफ कोर्स अगर ये कंटिन्यू करते हैं फॉर नेक्स्ट 2 3 4 विंडोज, देन डेफिनेटली वी विल बी पुट देयर सीएफसी ब्लूज. लेकिन हाँ, विल बी लुक्ड एट फॉर श्योर अगर ये कंटिन्यू करते हैं फॉर द नेक्स्ट विंडो एज वेल. जो आई डाउट जनवरी में ऐसे भी बड़े प्लेयर्स नहीं आते. भाई आई कैन सी अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल जॉइनिंग. होपफुली दिस नंबर कैन ट्रिपल. और वो कैसा होगा भाई, सब लोग लाइक दबा दीजिए. वी आर रिएक्टिंग ऑन द मैच एज थिंग्स स्टैंड. वी आर रिव्यूइंग व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इन द फर्स्ट इनिंग्स, और we will be predicting what will happen in the second innings. Plus, we can also play Who Am I and discuss football as well when time permits. What a shot, bhai! Rajapaksa taking Naseem Shah has been taken to cleaners for a change. Of course, the find of Pakistan cricket for this particular tournament, of course, I would say, bhai, he has to thank Shaheen Shah Afridi, because उन्हें शायद playing 11 में chance शायद ही मिलता, in my opinion. लेकिन what a slower delivery pick by Rajapaksa, bhai! What a brilliant shot. भाई दिस गाय इज नेक्स्ट लेवल यार. राजापक्सा इज नेक्स्ट लेवल. राजापक्सा ही थे ना, आई थिंक राजापक्सा, करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग. भाई आप का हिसाब से इंडिया का आज तक का सबसे बेस्ट कैप्टन कौन रहा है मेरे लिए? तो एमएसजी माय बेस्ट कैप्टन इन माय ओपिनियन. ओके, लाइक अगेन आई रेस्पेक्ट एमएसजी, आई लव हिम टू द कोर. आई रेस्पेक्ट ऑफ कोर्स द कुछ शाउट आउट दे दे भाई. अजरुद्दीन, he had a very good record. Of course, you had Kapil Dev जिन्होंने शुरू की भाई that craziness about cricket in India, I would say. Of course, अनिल कुंबले मैं शाउट आउट देना चाहता हूँ, बहुत ही अच्छे अंडररेटेड कैप्टन रहे इंडिया के लिए. लेकिन इन माय ओपिनियन मे बी वही है, इट वाज माय पीक व्हेन आई वाज एज अ प्लेयर एज वेल. मैं खुद बहुत क्रिकेट खेलता था भाई एट थर्ड डिवीजन लेवल. तो फॉर मी ड्यूरिंग दैट टाइम इट चेंज द आउटलुक ऑफ इंडियन क्रिकेट ना, विजन. सौरव गांगुली. अरे व्हाट अ शॉट मैन, कारुण रत्ने, what a shot by Naseem Shah. Again, Pakistani bowlers are not that good in the end overs this attack here, because clearly Rauf and Naseem Shah depend a lot on natural swing जो आती है in the first few overs more. अरे फोर्सा बारसा इन द हाउस, शाउट आउट. इनका भी चैनल है, पीपल हु डू नॉट नो. अच्छा लगता है भाई, हमेशा आते हो. लॉन्ग टाइम नो सी यार. फोर्सा बारसा, हाउ आर यू? बिल्कुल, स्प्रेड लव नो हेट. कैन यू प्लीज टेल चेल्सी को ट्रांसफर बैन क्यों लगा था लैम्पार्ड वाले सीजन में? ओके, I think there were a lot of reasons. It was a combination of reasons. Again, if I remember right, हम लोग we have been under that cloud twice in the as a Chelsea Football Club in the last 15 years. पहली बार था again, I think it was Gael Kakuta. That was not on Lampard, लेकिन पहली बार मैं बोल रहा हूँ जब when we were under that cloud, Gael Kakuta was the reason, simply put, and he was a French player who was signed underage. Similar thing had happened with Bertrand Traore second time. ठीक है, तो we were kind of signing players underage a lot, plus the fact that एक FFP भी I don't think we balanced, but main reason था underage from what I believe, जो हमने sign किया है people for our academy or rather for a first team. I think again Gael Kakuta first time जो थे, that happened what maybe 12-13 साल पहले or even more. And of course Lampard के season के just पहले it was because of Bertrand Traore, who I actually like as a player. क्या चेल्सी और मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड होम? अच्छा, रॉफ आया है बॉलिंग के लिए. ओके, वापस से आई थिंक इज द फाइनल ओवर ऑफ रॉफ यार, 18th ओवर. पीपल 137 फॉर 6. क्या बोलते हो भाई, 3 ओवर बाकी है. इट कैन बिकम अ वेरी गुड मैच. और आई नो मुझे काफी सारे डीएम बोले थे भाई आ जाओ मैच खत्म हो जाएगा आपके वॉचलॉग शुरू होने से पहले, लेकिन नहीं. डेफिनेटली यार, दिस इज लुकिंग लाइक अ गुड मैच. आई एम लविंग दिस एंड आई नो नथिंग अगेंस्ट पाकिस्तान. आई वांट द बेस्ट टीम टू विन, एब्सोल्युटली. डेफिनेटली मैं यहाँ टोटली न्यूट्रल हूँ. पीपल गेट मी राइट, बिकॉज मैंने काफी दफा बोला है दोनों ही चैनल्स में दैट आई डोंट लाइक वन साइडेड मैचेस, आई डोंट लाइक वन साइडेड टूर्नामेंट, सिंपल एज दैट. ओके, क्या चेल्सी और मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड हमें बेन चिलवेल राशफोर्ड देगी नेक्स्ट सीजन? बेन चिलवेल समझा नहीं मैं यार. ओ आउट है लगता. नहीं, अरे नहीं यार, डिड ही प्ले अ शॉट? एक सेकंड, मैं आ रहा हूँ इस कमेंट में. बट करुण रत्ने आई थिंक पैर में लगी है, लेग बाय दिया है भाई एम्पायर ने. but I thought in the last moment he took off the bat and मुझे लगा he didn't play a shot, तो डेड बॉल होना चाहिए टेक्निकली, नहीं? लेट मी नो इन द चैट. रैशफोर्ड देगी नेक्स्ट सीजन, रेगुलर भैया इंजर्ड है और ओके ओके. Atletico Madrid. Okay, so Just Sports is an Atletico Madrid fan. So basically, he's asking if we'll give Ben Chilwell. Why would we give Ben Chilwell, bro? देखिए, with all due respect, last season हमें वही गलती हमने किया था, right? We didn't have a backup left back who kind of was reliable week in week out. हमें चाहिए वो. और plus, who knows, Kukurea might end up playing left centre back in Potter's system. खेलते थे भाई अंडर इन ब्राइटन. आउट होगा लगता है. बच गया यार, रन आउट था. अगर लगता तो डेफिनेटली रन आउट था यार. कारुण रत्ने बहुत रिस्की रन था, लेकिन 17.3 वाज 142 फॉर 6. पीपल 15 बॉल बाकी है, 15 गेंद में कितना मारेंगे भाई श्रीलंका? बोल दो चैट में. आई स्टिल थिंक मेरे प्रेडिक्शन तो भाई गए आउट ऑफ द विंडो. एंड दिस पार्टनरशिप अगेन, द लास्ट 3 पार्टनरशिप्स हैव बीन ब्रिलियंट फॉर श्रीलंका, आई मस्ट से. हाँ, नॉट लास्ट 3, बीच में शाना का आउट हो गया था, आई नो दैट वाज अ गुड बॉल और अ बैड शॉट, ईदर वे यू कैन से. बट हाँ, अभी लग रहा है दे कैन इजीली गेट, आई थिंक समवेयर अराउंड व्हाट 165 एटलीस्ट. 165 बना सकते हैं यार 15 बॉल में. कम से कम आप बोलोगे 23 रन तो मार सकते हैं, नहीं? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? आई मीन दैट वाज केएल राहुल थिंकिंग व्हेन ही सेड तो क्या मैं बेंच में बैठ जाऊं व्हेन द रिपोर्टर. या आई सॉ दैट. थोड़ा सा, अरे राजापक्सा स्ट्रेट अप यार. यार मैं पनौती नहीं पनौती होती नहीं है. अरे कैच ड्रॉप. अगेन सॉरी पाकिस्तान यार, मुझे तो हाई स्कोरिंग मैच चाहिए, मुझे अच्छा मैच चाहिए, दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट. लेकिन अगेन बिग अप टू राजापक्सा भाई, वही है, लक फेवर्स द ब्रेव. Rajapaksa going for a big shot closer to his 50, 34 ball 49, cash dropped. I'm not wrong, if I'm not wrong, Shadab Khan tha yaar, jo generally is not too bad a fielder. Let me know in the chat. Why Chelsea haven't posted a single interview or training footage with Potter in respect of the Queen, Darren. वही है simply put, और pretty sure वो record हो गया होगा, लेकिन वही है respect for the Queen. They don't want to kind of as in वही है celebrate a new manager etc. Plus I'm hoping like थोड़ा सा, I know it doesn't matter to them, लेकिन थोड़ा सा टूकल के बारे में सोचा भाई. Just a man of his caliber has just lost his job. Anyway, ODI is the most boring. Okay, fair enough. It's a choice, personal choice. Angit, do you now expect to see Kukurea starting every single match? Considering Potter's ex-player, no, I don't. I hope so. He doesn't do that either. शुरुआत में yes, लेकिन eventually no यार. I think it's got to be meritocracy. And if I'm not wrong, Potter again, he's someone who is flexible. और वो देखना चाहूंगा. Yes, हमने same चीज बोला था about Tuchel when he came. लेकिन I'm hoping that वो flexibility आए यार. Yeah, again, personal choice. That's gaming, big up. By the way, talking about gaming, bhai, we came back with FIFA 22 aaj, so people don't miss out on FIFA 22 content as well. So हम continue करने वाले हैं till the end of this year. Hi Ankit bro, sorry for not being here regularly. No problem. Travel to Spain, nice. And we'll watch my first game of Barca in Camp Nou to support my club against Elche next week. Wow. As in, definitely that's going to be a lifetime experience. And talking about wow, my Rajapaksa has got a 50. So I have to say, this innings from Rajapaksa, is it the best innings in the tournament yet? Yes, in taking context into consideration. Where would you give Rajapaksa? I would definitely give him a thumbs up अभी के लिए. लेकिन absolutely Rajapaksa के लिए मैं बोलूंगा भाई, this is arguably the innings of the tournament. Or was it Rizwan against India? Let me know. कौन सा innings था for you the tournament's best innings up till now? That is the Asia Cup I'm talking about. Obviously, a list came for UEFA FFP. Chelsea was one of the clubs, and no Barca in the list. बिल्कुल मैं हमने काफी react भी किया था. I remember being on a live stream on that, and CFC Blue शायद आप ही लाए थे वो न्यूज. क्या Chelsea मैंने शेयर कर लिया ये. Rashford can be a good one. Again, उड़ती खबर आई है just sport that Rashford, Todd Boehly and co are interested. But again, मैं अभी यार कोई भी player links ना, I will not believe it because I have to at least see what Potter is doing here with the personnel existing. Fair only, how can journalists make up news? I have no idea, absolutely. Ali Gaming in the house, big up. कैसे हो भाई? आप आरसीबी फैन हो, आपको क्या लगता है आरसीबी आईपीएल क्यों नहीं जीत पा रही थी? मतलब अगेन देयर आर 2-3 रीजंस यार. एक तो हम चेंजेस काफी करते हैं. एक होता है ना मैच बाय मैच सडन से 3-4 चेंजेस कर लिए बहुत ज्यादा. वी डोंट फॉलो दैट धोनी वाला पॉलिसी व्हिच प्रोबब्ली वी शुड हैव ओवर द इयर्स. ठीक है. और एक होता है वी गो फॉर द बिग नेम ओवरसीज बहुत ज्यादा ओवर द इयर्स. वी रादर शुड हैव लुक्ड एट इंडियन प्लेयर्स एंड वो एक कोर हमने फॉर्म नहीं की थी ओवर इंडियन विद इंडियन प्लेयर्स लॉट. दैट हैज बीन अ मेन प्रॉब्लम. एंड ऑफ कोर्स एक ऑलराउंडर स्पॉट, वी आर डिपेंडेंट टू मच ऑन दैट टॉप ऑर्डर, वो हमेशा से रही है. बॉलिंग में वी काइंड ऑफ लैक दैट फिफ्थ ऑप्शन ऑलवेज. फर्स्ट इंट्रोड्यूस एग्रेसिव क्रिकेट टू इंडिया, या बिल्कुल बिल्कुल आई एग्री 100%. आई एम तो यही वही है, थोड़ा सा ओल्ड स्कूल बोलोगे जो भी बोलोगे, आई जेन्युइनली बिलीव दैट him along with Kumble and Kapil Dev probably deserve just about that respect, that probably at par with Dhoni. I'm ज्यादा कम नहीं बोलूंगा, लेकिन I think the three of them kind of were super aggressive during that time in cricket for India. I hope you can decide soon. We can again let me see यार, let me see. I have to, उसमें ना problem यही है, we need a lot of availability. अब मैं just to again I know the reason why I'm sharing this because आपने एक idea दिया है. देखिए यहाँ पर doing who am I for Almighty Blue Jersey, I know how difficult it is to get even two panel together. People say that get this person, be it any panel, आज के दिन में भी any day, it is not as easy. And मैं किसी को blame नहीं करूंगा. इट इज अ मैटर ऑफ फैक्ट. मुझे भी कोई बुलाता है तो आई कैन नॉट से यस टू एवरीवन ऑल द टाइम, बिकॉज यार मुझे खुद को काम होता है, मुझे खुद को कंटेंट क्रिएट करना होता है. दैट इज द ओनली थिंग. वहां पर रिलायंस ऑन अदर्स इज अ बिट हाई इन माय ओपिनियन. वही है, इफ हमारी जनता जो है, हमारी जो ऑडियंस है, दे आर ओपन टू अ लार्जर set of content creators with initial also being invited, then it'll be great in my opinion. That is something that I would request, अगर सब लोग consider करें. But again big up भाई, सब लोग like कर दीजिए. 18.4 overs 149 for 6 हुआ है. राजपक्सा 51 of 38 balls and करुण रत्ने 13 of 13 balls, बहुत ही अच्छा सपोर्ट दिया. और पाकिस्तान के लिए आपको क्या लगता है, which is that one bowler who was not really looked up to the potential आज? मतलब हसनैन could have done a little bit better in my opinion, who's bowling right now. हाँ, ये ओवर काफी अच्छा रहा है बाय द वे. गुड कमबैक. टॉकिंग अबाउट राउफ एंड बेसिकली नसीम शाह जो हैव गॉट हिट इन द मोस्ट रीसेंट ओवर, लेकिन हसनैन व्हाट अ कमबैक यार. 5 बॉल में खाली 2 ही रन दिए. आई वाज फियरलेस, नो स्कैर्ड बिकॉज़ आई न्यू दिस टीम कांट. या बिल्कुल वही है, मतलब आई लाइक दैट सीजन, आई रियली लाइक दैट सीजन. बैक है ना ये जाबिर इन द हाउस. जाबिर कैसा लगता है भाई मैच का, क्या सिचुएशन है? लेट मी नो इन द चैट कितना मारेगी श्रीलंका एंड व्हाट आर यू ओके विद चेजिंग. अरे व्हाट अ शॉट राजपक्सा ने मारा है अगेन. भाई मैं तो न्यूट्रल हूं, मुझे हाई स्कोरिंग चाहिए, आउट होने वाला है. अरे कैच ड्रॉप मैन, 2 people collided. आई होप इंजरी नहीं हुई हो. Oh man, this can be bad. I don't know whether it's 4 or 6. I think they didn't call. It went really high. भाई आसमान को छूकर नीचे आया भाई, लिटरली बहुत ही हाई गया. हसनैन अनलकी, वेरी गुड ओवर, लेकिन लास्ट बॉल में 2 people have collided. बहुत ही टर्निंग पॉइंट हो सकता है फॉर पाकिस्तान in batting as well as the coming series. I hope they are not injured because हम जानते हैं collisions can be really bad at times. I don't know for whatever reason. इतना ऊंचा गया बॉल, why didn't they call? Why did they call? Oh my god, that was bad man. Shadab has got badly. I know Shadab has got badly. दूसरा कौन है भाई? कोई बता दीजिए चैट में. Back in 2000, La Masia achieved a new record of becoming the first academy to have produced all 3 Ballon d'Or finalists in the same year. Wow, nice one, Jabir. सिटी को भी छक्का यार. भाई श्रीलंका 155, एक ओवर बाकी है, कितना मारेगी श्रीलंका? लेट्स सी. सिटी को भी तो लगा था भैया व्हेन दे वर अबाउट टू बैन फ्रॉम यूसीएल बट दे वन द केस समहाउ. या अगेन सॉरी सिटी फैंस, मैं तो बोलते आया हूं, मैं यहाँ पर बैकफुट नहीं लूंगा. आई ऑलवेज फेल्ट that was a little bit doubtful. मतलब कैसे वो how did you basically escape that city? लेकिन again भाई, again Chelsea भी you can say kind of escaped one extra window, लेकिन initially we got the ban for sure for at least 6 months. But anyway, it's their decision. मैं तो अपना views ही दे सकता हूँ. Who do you think will adapt in Potter's tactics the fastest? Okay, the guy who will adapt the fastest is someone who is basically known for high press, known for basically positive play in terms of forward movement. So I think again आप बोलोगे maybe people watching regularly know that I'm a Kovacic fan, but for me Kovacic has to be one of them. Kovacic has to be one of the first names in the team sheet because हमें चाहिए quick passing, हमें चाहिए someone who kind of as in carries forward the ball, हमें चाहिए someone who is basically a forward thinker, and that for me is Kovacic for me definitely. Or in defense, मतलब I genuinely believe that Koulibaly has not been given एक होता ना, as much as I love Tuchel has not given the license to have that long pass going forward. So I'm hoping Koulibaly probably suits better there. Today Smith played a classic inning. Okay, Taha Khan, big up, कैसे हो? By the way, बहुत बुरी इंजरी लग रही है यार. Touch wood. I hope for Pakistan's sake and for world cricket's sake, I hope it's not serious as what it seems to me at this point in time. But let's see if this is moving. That's Shadab Khan. Then let's pray that he comes back. And of course, we want a good final year at the end of the day. Okay, he's talking. I think I can see him talking. So, bhai, that's actually positive. Shadab Khan is positively talking. Wanted Regulon over Chelsea. Yeah, Chilwell. Yeah, bilkul, bilkul. I remember that. 15 balls, 30 runs, total 150 plus. Yeah. New Zealand will win the World Cup. Interesting, lucky rate. बहुत interesting choice है. Catch missed, बिल्कुल. The best captain India ever had was Ganguly. He transformed. Yeah, I agree. Just some of our opinion. As much as we respect everyone and love all the Indian captains as well, I would say most of the. अरे भाई, you know what? This is the second time शादाब का. एंड मैं पहले बार मिस कर दिया भाई. पहले भी गेंद उनके स्टार्ट पे लगी है भाई, सर पे लगी है भाई. पोर शादाब मैन, रियली बैड. आई थिंक ही वाज बैकिंग अप ऑन अ थ्रो एंड वहां पर भी एक बॉल लगा है ऑन द हेड. इट इज रियली रियली डेंजरस, ट्रस्ट मी. एंड अभी अगेन द साइड ऑफ द हेड, आई थिंक इज अदर साइड. आई थिंक इज अदर साइड, लेकिन कोई नहीं. द साइड ऑफ द हेड इज बैंग्ड इनटू द अदर प्लेयर. एंड हु इज दैट अदर प्लेयर भाई, कोई बता दो. Name a better fielder than Kamran Akmal. Oh my god, come on. Rizwan against India, the best. भाई मैं कमेंट्स में काफी पीछे हूँ. अगेन मैं थोड़ा सा स्किप करूंगा यहाँ पे भाई. अगेन यार लाइक्स बहुत कम हुए, ये क्या हो रहा है? लाइक कर दीजिए भाई. लाइक बटन है, यू हैव टू जस्ट प्रेस, एब्सोल्युटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. सब्सक्राइब बटन बॉटम राइट कॉर्नर, प्लीज प्लीज कर दीजिए, मींस अ लॉट. एंड जस्ट नॉट फॉर मी, फॉर एवरी कंटेंट क्रिएटर, इफ यू लाइक द कंटेंट जनरली, राइट. आप कभी गाली नहीं देते क्या? देता हो यार. लकी रेट, आप हमेशा देखो मेरे चैनल्स, आप देखो 24/7 देखो, वेन एवर आई एम लाइव. आई मीन मैं देता हूँ, लेकिन अगेन आई डोंट गो फॉर, अगेन नो डिसरेस्पेक्ट टू एनीवन. आई लव एवरीवन बिफोर यू गाइस assume and clip it, because the reality is that I believe in, यार, you don't give it for the sake of it. अब मैं देता हूँ जनरली, मैं यूजुअली भी जस्ट मी, मतलब आई एम हाउ आई एम. मैं यूजुअल लाइफ में भी ऐसा नहीं हूँ कि यार मैं गाली देता हूँ हमेशा. सो दैट्स नॉट आई एम. एंड अगेन आई एम नॉट क्रिटिसाइजिंग एनीवन और सेइंग द लाइफस्टाइल, लेकिन दिस इज हाउ आई एम. लेकिन मैं दिया हूँ, मैं काफी बार दिया हूँ, और लाइव में भी दिया हूँ काफी बार. यू हैव टू जस्ट बी देयर एट दैट मोमेंट. अगर देख ली तो भाई, इट इज वही कलेक्टर्स आइटम बोलते हैं ना, वो था. आप और क्या बोलोगे? फिर से कैश ड्रॉप. चलो मैं और भी काफी ओके. यहाँ पर अगेन भाई लाइक्स बहुत कम हो रहे हैं. प्लीज प्लीज लाइक द स्ट्रीम. मॉड्स प्लीज हेल्प मी आउट यहाँ पर. अरे ओम द्विवेदी, नाइस यार. ओम कैसे हो? ऑलवेज गुड टू सी यू सपोर्ट अस यार. यहाँ पर बॉलिंग वापस शुरू होगी, दैट्स पॉजिटिव. द मैच हैज रीस्टार्टेड. नसीम बॉलिंग द फाइनल ओवर पीपल. तो क्या लगता है भाई, 156 तो कितना मारेगी? 5 बॉल बाकी है. आई स्टिल फील दे कैन गेट अप टू 165. Rajapaksa on strike, that's a good part. My favorite La Liga team is Atletico Madrid, EPL, Chelsea, and somewhat Man United. Okay, fair enough. One player will do best under Potter is Silva. Silva तो भाई हर एक के अंडर अच्छा करता है. Simple as that. I'm just hoping यार that Kante is fit यार during Potter's era. For me, Pakistan can win the World Cup. Yes, I won't disagree यहाँ पर, especially the fact that last World Cup में they were losing finalists, तो वो होता है ना, मतलब जीतना इस बार करके. Rajapaksa is giving vibes of both Sangakkara and Jayasuriya. हाँ, he has that shot. बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग अरित्रा बोल रहे हो. जो जयसूर्या ऑफ स्टंप से निकाल के लेग साइड में मारते थे ना, वो आई थिंक जयसूर्या बहुत ही करते थे. एंड ही हैड दैट लो बैकलिफ्ट फॉर दैट शॉट इन पर्टिकुलर. अरे राजपक्सा ने पुल किया है, बट आई थिंक बच गया यार, जस्ट बच गया. चलो, नाइस फील्डिंग. आई थिंक इन माय ओपिनियन इट वाज अ गुड ब्लॉक. और 2 रन भाग गए राजपक्सा. पार्टनरशिप 42 ऑफ 27 बॉल्स, 19.2 overs, 158 for 6. Wow, this is a good score. Bhai, who are the favorites? It's getting to that now. If Sir Jadeja was not fit, then why was he allowed to play the Asia Cup and risk his World Cup selection? अच्छा नहीं, actually ना, Messi for life. Big up आपको. और again like कर देना, बात भूलना मत to subscribe to both our channels, because we are live almost daily on both the channels. So यार कल UCL करने वाले हैं, लेकिन ना Messi for life. देखिए, Jadeja cannot just come walk into the World Cup side, by default. As much as he's a legend, मैं तो बोलता हूँ already he is. लेकिन come on, थोड़ा मेरिटोक्रेसी होता है, थोड़ा फॉर्म होता है, मोमेंटम होता है. T20 is all about momentum. तो even he needed some form, he needed some fitness, match fitness जो बोलते हैं. And that is one of the reasons जो आप बोलोगे. Yes, at that point in time, maybe आप बोलोगे यार you had Australia, South Africa वाले matches, but if I'm not wrong, हम World Cup की squad announce करने वाले हैं midway through or before that. Correct me if I'm wrong. तो जडेजा को एक्चुअली प्रूव करना सेलेक्टर्स को, दैट वुड हैव बीन क्रूशियल. एंड अगेन दे वुड हैव आस्क्ड हिम एंड ही वुड हैव सेड यस, as far as I'm thinking. Okay, the good part is Shadab Khan is walking on the sidelines, so that is really good to see. Never want to see any sportsman being injured. I'm supporting Sri Lanka today. Lucky Reds. Okay, Sri Lanka is Asia Cup में Real Madrid है. Well, again, दे हैव कमबैक्स, बट वो चेज कर रही थी लकीरें, रिमेंबर मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स। अब वहां पर पाकिस्तान हैव एन अपर हैंड, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम यू कैन से because it is a final, you can never know who's going to win, right? So its pressure is on. Grimaldo is linked. अरे यार अभी ट्रांसफर स्टोरीज अभी आई विल नॉट इवन रीड मच टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट देन, आप भी मत करिए। चेल्सी का आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड, लेकिन भाई बाकी क्लब्स के इट्स टू अर्ली मैन, कम ऑन, अभी 4 दिन पहले तो खत्म हुआ है भाई विंडो। अरे व्हाट अ शॉट मैन, व्हाट अ शॉट, राजापक्सा रिस्की था भाई, व्हाट अ शॉट भाई, स्कूप खेला, दिल स्कूप, राजापक्सा द लेफ्ट हैंडर। नसीम शाह अच्छा बॉल था इन माय ओपिनियन, और बहुत अच्छा बॉल को ओवर द स्टंप्स कर दिया भाई विद द दिल स्कूप लेफ्ट हैंड राजपक्सा ने। व्हाट अ ब्रिलियंट शॉट यार, ब्रिलियंट शॉट, मतलब टिपिकल टी20 शॉट, और राजपक्सा प्लेइंग दीस काइंड ऑफ शॉट्स, वाओ। चौका ही हुआ लेकिन छक्का नहीं हुआ। इट्स 4 runs, not a 6, that's the only saddest part for Sri Lankan fans. Do you agree that Graham Smith is the best test captain there has ever been? No, I don't agree यार, ever been I don't think so, मतलब again ever been test captain, okay भाई मुझे देखो, मतलब I have seen a very little bit towards the end, absolute end of Alan Border. I've seen basically Mark Taylor, Steve Waugh. अरे what a shot man, what a shot, over deep cover मार दिया, last ball छक्का और 170, it is for real people भाई। You have to give Rajapaksa in particular, I have to give this man, this is wow. Did anyone guess 170? No one, man. It's the best case scenario for Sri Lanka. आप श्रीलंका कितना परसेंटेज दोगे आप श्रीलंका को? Man, this is next level, absolute next level. I don't know, man. मतलब Naseem Shah, brilliant bowler, great find for Pakistan. भाई last ball on the length, bowling middle and off, not done यार, not done. Come on, थोड़ा मिस हो गया length, पर होता है। अंकित भाई, where do you live? Where do you live? Okay, where do you live? Where do you live, bro? Where do you live? भाई मैं इंडिया में रहता हूँ अभी, बैंगलोर में रहता हूँ, लेकिन अगेन I do travel at times, so it depends. Again, my cities have been Bangalore, Pune, and Toronto for people who may want to know. Barca versus Bayern prediction, Messi for life. We'll come back to it tomorrow. अभी early prediction मैं कर सकता तो भाई it will be as close as anything. लेकिन मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि we are coming live tomorrow for the UCL match day 2 preview and prediction. तो please join करिएगा कल शाम को Almighty Blues FC, और hit that bell notification icon on both the channels. I've been watching football because of my cousins since 2013. My cousins used to play FIFA and I used to watch their game along them. The first team I watched was Chelsea was Arsenal. I am 16 currently. Okay, nice to know the sports. बहुत अच्छा लगता है always to hear you out. And yes, बिल्कुल छक्का बढ़िया, रिकी पॉन्टिंग मैन। अगेन मैं तो स्टीव वॉक पर जाऊंगा सच में बोलूं तो, लेकिन अगेन इंडिया में ही कुड हैव कैप्टन लिटिल बिट बेटर आई मस्ट से, लेकिन आई एम टुवर्ड्स स्टीव वॉक जो मैंने देखा है एक्चुअली। पता नहीं यार, मतलब सच में बोलूं बहुत ही लेफ्ट फील्ड चॉइस होगा, द लेट शेन वॉन। शेन वॉन हैज नॉट गॉट इनफ, मतलब प्रेज इन टर्म्स ऑफ द कैप्टनसी जो उन्होंने राजस्थान रॉयल्स के साथ किया था फर्स्ट। हाँ, टेस्ट का हम बात करें तो डेफिनेटली मैं बोलूंगा स्टीव वॉ। क्या बोला था 170 होगा? अरे आपने बोला था क्या, मैंने मिस कर दिया होगा, चले थैंक्स यार। बहुत ही बढ़िया, जेडारे को भी थम्स अप यार, बिल्कुल लुकाकू वाला नहीं, प्रॉपर थम्स अप। 69% चांस दे रहे भाई श्रीलंका, 69% चांस, आई डोंट नो। राजपक्सा टेक अ बाव मैन, टेक अ बाव, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। और यहाँ पर मैं करने वाला हूँ फॉर कम बैक 110% फॉर श्रीलंका, लास्ट 7 ओवर्स, पुअर कैप्टनसी पे बाबर आफ्टर सच। भाई इफ्तिकार को बॉलिंग देना, आई एम अगेन सेइंग, उस समय इफ्तिकार लग रहा था जब विकेट लिया ना इफ्तिकार, इट इज अ गुड कैप्टनसी, लेकिन इन हाइंडसाइट आई वुड से दैट भाई आई डोंट नो भाई, मोहम्मद नवाज को खाली 1 ओवर देना, इफ्तिकार को 3 ओवर देना, थोड़ा सा एजी है, एटलीस्ट दूसरा ओवर देना चाहिए था मोहम्मद नवाज को। व्हाट डू यू ऑल थिंक अबाउट दैट मूव इन योर ओपिनियन? और should he have bowled a third over taking early wicket? Should he have bowled a third over for one of the fast bowlers early on, beat either Naseem or Rauf? Let me know on that. Jack Carl is best all-rounder of all time. Yeah, it is definitely right up there. Absolutely right up there. But in all formats, you can debate that he's probably the best in my opinion. For me, the best captain for India in ODIs and Tests was the legend Mohammad Azharuddin. Mohammad Azharuddin बहुत अच्छे थे. Only problem is away test matches में I don't think I like his captaincy as much. सच में बोलता हूँ, थोड़ा नेगेटिव थे. और वही है, मतलब I know आप लोग मुझे शायद डिस्लाइक करोगे स्टेटमेंट के लिए जो बोलने वाला हूँ. The only reason मैंने पिक किया था गांगुली ओवर धोनी, just let me tell you, आई फेल्ट दैट जो टेस्ट मैचेस में एट होम थे, Ganguly always went for that win versus Dhoni, who was okay with a draw at times. There were a lot of times. Ganguly, whereas other than was another level. Ankit Bhaiya, for test, who would you pick? Prime Smith or Prime Virat? Okay. For test matches, I think I'll go with Smith here. I'll be honest. As much as I love Virat, I'm a Virat fan as well. लेकिन हाँ, Smith definitely for test matches overall I'll go. लेकिन overall cricketer आज के लिए भाई मैं तो विराट कोहली 100%. Virat Kohli gets it in. हाँ, Babar Azam can get there. You never know. Again, they don't play some matches. You can say that. Rajapaksa IPL price gonna increase a lot after this tournament. Not that it already was expected to be. यार बहुत अच्छा point है. नो इफ्तिकार को 3 ओवर्स नहीं डालने चाहिए थे. It should have been 22 4 overs distributed with spinners today to Nawaz. हाँ, and plus the bowling change. मैं तो बोलता हूँ फास्ट बॉलर को एक और ओवर देना चाहिए था. मतलब उस समय इवन इन द 6th ओवर रिमेंबर दे वर गेटिंग स्विंग. तो जबरदस्ती जो इफ्तिकार को लाए ना, आई थॉट दैट वाज अ मिस्टेक. बट एनीवे, लेट अस सी द स्कोर कार्ड यार, क्या बना है. एंड यस पीपल वाचिंग, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक्स फॉर जॉइनिंग ऑन. हम काफी चीज हम बात कर रहे हैं, बट प्लीज लाइक दिस स्ट्रीम. भूलिएगा मत टू हिट दैट लाइक बटन और डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू सब्सक्राइब. एब्सोल्युटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट. यस, वी आर मोनेटाइज्ड. तो आपको लगता है वी डिजर्व अ सुपर चैट, गो फॉर इट. we will go back to the channel in terms of upgradation, right? दोनों ही channels. लेकिन हाँ, membership is open on Almighty Blues FC. लेकिन you have to give big thumbs up, double thumbs up to श्रीलंका, क्योंकि वो जो स्टार्ट हुआ था ना, अगेन मैंने बात किया था मेंबर्स ऑफ ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी की बात हो रही ना, हम बात कर रहे थे चैट में. एंड 58 for 5, 58 for 5 से लेकर 116 for 6. What a partnership. First of all, I have to say 58 for 5 में भी धनंजय डी सिल्वा जो उनका जो था ना कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन, आई हैव टू से एक पॉजिटिविटी रखा था श्रीलंका के लिए. राजापक्सा एंड हसरंगा का बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट पार्टनरशिप. लेकिन आई थिंक द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट टुवर्ड्स एंड वाज दैट वही है, एक होता ना वेरी प्रॉमिसिंग टोटल वर्सेस द विनिंग टोटल, दैट कारुनारत्ने ने किया है along with Rajapaksa. But Rajapaksa has to get all the credit that he deserves इस मैच के लिए. एंड will you say again, is it the innings of the tournament? Let me know. मैंने पूछा था, काफी लोग ने बोला रिजवान वर्सेस इंडिया. आई फील बाय फाइनल है एंड द स्टेट दैट दे वर इन 50 for 5 बाय राजपक्सा ने खेला है. इन माय ओपिनियन दिस इज द इनिंग्स ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट. दैट्स माय ओपिनियन जस्ट. लेकिन अगेन हारिस रऊफ बहुत अच्छा बॉलिंग किया उन्होंने. यस, थर्ड ओवर में ही गॉट अ लिटिल बिट हिट, लेकिन अगेन आई थिंक ही टुक अ विकेट, सो इंपॉर्टेंट विकेट दैट ऑफ आई थिंक हसरंगा. शादाब खान अगेन फील्डिंग में इंजरी हुए थे, लेकिन आई थिंक होपफुली ही इज फाइन टू बैट इफ रिक्वायर्ड. लेकिन नसीम शाह एंड मोहम्मद हसनैन, भाई मैं वही बोलूंगा, मतलब नॉट देयर डे. नसीम शाह, व्हाट अ ब्रिलियंट डिलीवरी, प्रॉब्ली द बॉल ऑफ द मैच जो पहला लिया इन टर्म्स ऑफ द विकेट. बाय द वे, मैंने एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था पहले, पता नहीं किसी ने आंसर किया कि नहीं, मे बी आई मिस्ड इट. कुशल मेंडिस ने डक लिया है, राइट? तो आफ्टर कुशल मेंडिस डेब्यू, हु इज दैट ओनली बैट्समैन इन वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट जिन्होंने ज्यादा डक्स मारे हैं इन T20 क्रिकेट? लेट मी नो. और ये मैं आंसर देने वाला हूं बिफोर आई फॉरगेट. आई डोंट नो आप लोग ने किया है भाई. इट इज बेसिकली, it is an Englishman, let me tell you. An Englishman who has got the number of highest ducks after Kushal Mendes debut. Ankit Bhaiya says, suppose Chelsea comes second in Premier League, which would be the another team that you want to win Premier League? Bhai, is it possible not to have any team? Come on, how can I want? It's a league where I support the club that I support the most. How can I want any other club to win? यार, I want का नहीं बोलूंगा यार, definitely. It's out of syllabus question, यार. Big up to you. I think they are most underrated RCB player of all time. Wow, what a question. Most underrated. Okay, underrated RCB player of all time. Very interesting question, yaar. Okay, you know what I feel? यार probably I don't know, either Daniel Vettori or Anil Kumble. Very important contributions भाई उनका. मैं बोलूंगा डैनियल वेटोरी और अनिल कुंबले. आई नो चहल आकर बवाल मचा लिए इन टर्म्स ऑफ स्पिन रिकॉर्ड्स फॉर आरसीबी. लेकिन आई थिंक डैनियल वेटोरी, अनिल कुंबले हैड ब्रिलियंट कैप्टेंसी प्लस स्पिन वाला मामला जो था, प्लस दे कुड चिप इन थोड़ा बहुत, स्पेशली वेटोरी द बैट. लेकिन आई थिंक अंडररेटेड इन टर्म्स ऑफ बैटिंग. ओके, एक पता नहीं यार क्या बोलूंगा मैं. प्रोबेबली इट वाज सो ऑब्वियस, लेकिन मैं बोलूंगा केएल राहुल का आरसीबी का करियर इज नॉट सेलिब्रेटेड इनफ. He was awesome in that 2016 वाला season, and हमें रखना चाहिए था. तो he's not rated enough for RCB tenure of KL Rahul. Wouldn't you prefer KL Rahul over Pant? नहीं, I wouldn't prefer यार. I wouldn't prefer. Matlab, not that KL Rahul is in brilliant form either against big teams. There are chances that I may go to rate say, oh wow, wow, nice one, yeah. Road safety series. Okay, it's unique and different. No Indian concrete done till now. I hope you try to implement. Again, मैं तो तैयार हूँ, लेकिन again I have to speak to other content creators as well because of the fact that by it's not easy to get so many people available. That's the only thing. That's a major concern actually. I know that as a matter of fact. और ये मुझे realize हुआ है when I've been doing Who Am I because the series has gone very long. People say, but there is a reason to it. But again, I love the idea. Bhaiya, big up to Aditya as well. Ben Stokes. Ben Stokes, yeah, why not? नहीं लेकिन इट इज द ओपनर ऑफ इंग्लिश ओपनर नहीं एक्चुअली ओपन करते हैं क्या इंग्लैंड इंग्लैंड के लिए प्रॉब्ली करते हैं जॉनी बेयरस्टो यार जॉनी बेयरस्टो इज आंसर जॉनी बेयरस्टो हैज द हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ डक्स in recent times after Kushal Mendes made his debut. Kushal Mendes is second in world cricket in terms of T20s. Alistair Cook versus Steve Smith. Choose one for test. भाई मैं तो स्टीव स्मिथ जाऊंगा यार मैं तो स्टीव स्मिथ जाऊंगा आई डोंट नो आई रियली फील टॉक अबाउट अंडररेटेड आई फील हिज टेस्ट career is not given enough credit as much as I know sandpaper gate है लेकिन again apart from that by Steve Smith is a brilliant batsman in my opinion KL Rahul नहीं यार नहीं देखा यार मैंने देखना है I heard it's वही है either people have really liked it or really hated it just like Lal Singh Chadda which is your favorite stand up comedian okay भाई अभी तो फॉर मी इट हैज टू बी कपिल शर्मा यार मतलब आई दैट इज द वन आई वॉच लेकिन भाई कपिल शर्मा में दूसरा बंदा आता ना क्या नाम है उनका भाई हु कम्स हैज डबल रोल अरे क्या नाम है यार उनका सुनील ग्रोवर है क्या सुनील ग्रोवर हाँ ही इज अनदर लेवल यार सुनील ग्रोवर द नेक्स्ट लेवल आई यूज्ड टू लाइक राजू श्रीवास्तव भी बट अगेन लेट्स सी व्हाट यू ऑल थिंक पार्थिव पटेल नहीं यार मतलब बहुत ही मतलब टिपिकल सा खेलते थे यार मतलब मैंने इन फ्लैश देखा है उनको काफी बार खेलते हुए जब मैं पुणे में था स्पेशली लाइक यूज्ड टू दैट सीजन यूज्ड टू रियली प्ले ऑलमोस्ट एवरी गेम लेकिन नहीं पार्थिव पटेल नॉट रियली स्टिल कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई वी आर बोर्ड स्मोकिंग नॉट रिटेनिंग चहल यार अगेन राहुल चहल लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चन मार्क्स अगेन वो लोग चाहते थे ज्यादा वैल्यू खुद के लिए मे बी दैट इज वन ऑफ द रीजंस राइट ओके बाय द वे चेस शुरू हो रहा है पीपल लेट मी नो यहाँ पर एज एवरीवन नोज वी ऑलवेज प्रेडिक्ट हम प्रेडिक्ट करने वाले हैं पहले 6 ओवर्स में व्हाट विल बी पाकिस्तान स्कोर दे आर चेजिंग 171 एंड हु विल बी द हाईएस्ट स्कोरर इन पाकिस्तान बोल दीजिए हुज टू क्वेश्चंस पाकिस्तान फर्स्ट 6 ओवर्स में कितना मारेगी पहले exact score I need and I need the highest scorer for Pakistan or you can also mention the the highest wicket taker for Sri Lanka अगर आप चाहते हो और अदर आप यू आर एक्सपेक्टिंग श्रीलंका टू विन विल बाय एंड प्ले हाई बैकलाइन अगेन विल कम बैक टू इट टुमारो दिव्यांशु बिग अप दिव्यांशु ने अपनी फोटो चेंज कर दी है इंटरेस्टिंग चलो नाइस अगेन हम कल करने वाले दिव्यांशु यूसीएल प्रीव्यू प्रॉपर तो प्लीज जॉइन अस ऑन ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी कल शाम को होने वाला ऑलमाइटी ब्लूज एफसी ऑफ कोर्स बिल्कुल लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब टू ऑलमाइटी स्पोर्ट्स प्लस देन थैंक यू ओके Sunil Grover, yeah, bilkul. 30 for 1, highest scorer, surprises, but Shadab. Wow! 6 over 53 for 2, highest run, Rizwan. Okay, interesting. RCB batting like prime Barca. मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ यार 6 overs में कंसिडरिंग कि यार स्विंग मिली थी पाकिस्तान को कैन श्रीलंका गेट दैट स्विंग अगेन उनकी डिपेंडेंसी रही नहीं है ऑन स्विंग एज मच एज पाकिस्तान तो मैं यहाँ पे जाऊंगा पाकिस्तान आर गोइंग टू हिट चेजिंग 171 ना तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ 50 तो होगा यार 50 तो डेफिनेटली होगा तो चलो 50 ही चाहते हैं मैं राउंड फिगर जाता हूँ आज ठीक है 50 for 1 जा रहा हूँ 66 ओवर्स में लेट्स सी 50 for 1 आई नो 30 for 1 53 for 2 50 for 1 which will kind of keep it in Pakistan's favor I know लेकिन मुझे लगता है spinners will make the difference for Sri Lanka and we'll come to that later prime Barca RCB bowling is 2021 United अगेन टॉप ऑर्डर खाली बोलूंगा दे इन मिडिल ऑर्डर इज नॉट बीन टू गुड ओवर द ईयर सच में बोलता तो ग्राहम स्वॉन ऑन नेथन लाइन एनी डे ऑफ द वीक नेथन लाइन ग्राहम स्वॉन मे बी वाइट बॉल क्रिकेट में ही कुड हैव बीन यूज्ड मोर कंपैरेटिवली इन माय ओपिनियन लेकिन अगेन ग्राहम स्वॉन की बैटिंग वाज अंडररेटेड माय ओपिनियन टॉक अबाउट अंडररेटेड नो बॉल भाई पहला ही बॉल नो बॉल क्या कर दिया भाई माधुशंका ने दिस इज नॉट एक्सपेक्टेड यार कम ऑन भाई ऑलमोस्ट 5 रन बोनस मिलने वाले पाकिस्तान को पहला ही बॉल नो बॉल, व्हाट वाज दैट? और फ्री हिट मिल रहा है भाई, रिजवान ऑन स्ट्राइक, क्या होने वाला है इस बॉल में बोलिए सब लोग। लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब, हार्दिक इन द हाउस, ऑलवेज गुड टू सी हार्दिक। बैटिंग couldn't win them, या लेकिन हमें जीतना चाहिए था इवन दैट फाइनल, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, इट्स जस्ट दैट वी पैनिक, यू आप जानते हो, वी चोक इन बिग फाइनल्स एज वेल, होता है लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स, इट हैपेंस यार, इट हैपेंस, लेट्स पुट इट दैट वे। लेकिन पीपल भाई, फ्री हिट, लेट मी नो क्या होने वाला है इस बॉल में, रिजवान ऑन स्ट्राइक, अरे आई थिंक वाइड देगा क्या एम्पायर, अरे नाइस बॉलिंग यार, नहीं वाइड है, इट्स अ नो बॉल अगेन, इट्स अ नो बॉल, इट्स अबव द हेड आई गेस, तो नो बॉल दिया भाई वापस से, अरे भाई ये वापस से फ्री हिट है। बोलिए क्या होने वाला फ्री हिट का भाई, व्हाट इज श्रीलंका इज डूइंग अ जहीर खान ऑफ 2003 वर्ल्ड कप, व्हाट आर दे डूइंग, 170 मार के, दे आर लाइक, एंड अगेन नो कोइंसिडेंस, इट्स अ लेफ्ट आर्म पेसर, माधुशंका क्या कर रहे हो भाई आप, व्हाट इज दिस, पहले ही बॉल में दो नो बॉल्स एंड देन ऑब्वियसली एक फ्री हिट अभी भी मिल रहा है, मतलब डिसेंट, आई नो वो ट्राई कर रहे हैं बहुत ओवर एग्रेसिव होना, बट आई डोंट थिंक इट्स नेसेसरी बॉस। ऋषभ पंत इज द बेस्ट विकेट कीपर बैट्समैन इन इंडियन टेस्ट क्रिकेट हिस्ट्री, हाँ टेस्ट क्रिकेट हिस्ट्री, विकेट कीपर बैट्समैन, आई डोंट नो यार, मतलब वुड यू स्टिल पुट हिम अबव एम एस धोनी ऑलरेडी, हरित्र नहीं यार, कम ऑन, वाइड बॉल यार, वापस से फ्री हिट, फ्री हिट के प्रेडिक्शंस अभी भी आ सकते हैं एवरीवन इन द चैट भाई, श्रीलंका, कम ऑन मैन, माधुशंकर क्या हो रहा है भाई आपको, जहीर खान नीड्स टू मेक अ कॉल to Sri Lanka's coaching staff and tell that this is something that I had done in 2003. Come on, you got to tell him right now. Stop the game. एक सब्स्टिट्यूट लाओ जबरदस्ती और बोलिए उसको, मैसेज डालिए कुछ, लेकिन आई एम प्रीटी श्योर देयर आर इनफ पीपल, शानका विल बी टेलिंग हिम एज वेल। अगेन टेस्ट क्रिकेट की बात करूँ, आई नो, आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट आरित्रा, in terms of impactful innings as a wicketkeeper batsman, probably the best ever जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया में मारा था ऋषभ पंत ने, लेकिन इवन इंग्लैंड के साथ, कम ऑन यार, हिस्ट्री में आई वुड नॉट से यार, एम एस धोनी फॉर मी अभी के लिए, यस ओवरसीज थोड़ा इश्यू था, वापस से वाइड, वाइड फॉर भाई, एग्जैक्टली जहीर खान, व्हाट इज श्रीलंका डूइंग, यस सुसाइड, व्हाट इज श्रीलंका डूइंग, व्हाट इज श्रीलंका डूइंग, प्लीज समवन टेल मी।
You serious?
मतलब व्हाट, मतलब बॉल कंट्रोल नहीं कर पा रहा तो भाई तू, यू गो क्रॉस सीम डाल यार, मत डाल, डोंट पुट इट, ट्राई टू पिच इट ऑन द सीम, पुट क्रॉस सीम, बोथ स्लोअर, आई नो इट्स अ फ्री हिट, बट वॉट एवर यार, इन दैट कॉन्टेक्स्ट, ऑलरेडी इन्होंने कितने 8 रन दे दिए क्या, 8 रन इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, व्हाट रबिश इज दिस मैन, आई हैव टू से सॉरी मैन, मतलब जो भी हार्डवर्क था राजापक्सा का पहले ओवर में, पूरा मोमेंटम चलेगा यार पाकिस्तान के पास, 0 बॉल्स 8 रन, वापिस से वाइड, अगेन आई हैव टू शेयर समथिंग, वेरी वेरी बैड मेमोरी मेरा खुद का, आई हैव हैड अ वेरी प्रॉब्लली वन ऑफ माय वर्स्ट मोमेंट्स as just a person यार, generally as someone who is a youngster, मेरे लिए when I was young I bowled एक over in I had bowled an over, मैं सच में बोल रहा हूँ, yes I used to play third division cricket, और मैंने बोल किया था भाई, I remember there were about 12 to 13 wides मैंने बोल किया था, including a boundary four, similarly इससे, लेकिन वही है लर्निंग, उससे क्या आती है, आई बोल्ड एट अ वेरी लोअर लेवल भाई, you know that you have to bowl cross seam, you know that you have to bowl slower, as much as ये first over है aggression दिखाना, yes, लेकिन first get some balls on the bloody wickets यार, come on man, what is this man, come on, पहले ही ओवर में खत्म कर दिया भाई, आई नो खत्म नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन you know what I mean, ओके फाइनली यार, क्लियर फ्लैट बॉल थी, क्रॉस सीम डाला उन्होंने और सिंगल लिया भाई, एक बॉल 10 रन हो गया, तो भाई पाकिस्तान का जो टारगेट था ना 171 से 161 हो गया, सिंपल एज 162 बोलूंगा मैं तो, सिंपल एज दैट यार, मतलब इट इज अ रियल लॉस एनीवे। 2001 Eden Garden Lakshman Dravid partnership, would you consider best innings from Indian batsmen in a winning cause? Yeah, even Lakshman and Dravid in Australia यार, जो उन्होंने किया था दोनों ही साथ में वापस से, I think they are among the best, absolute best in fact, मतलब वही है 2001 Eden Gardens, probably because of the follow on situation and everything, I would say yes 100%. आरसीबी ऑलवेज लेट डाउन, या बिल्कुल, इरफान और जहीर भाई 100% जहीर, नो टू वेज अबाउट इट। सचिन तेंदुलकर, सुनील गावस्कर, द बेस्ट बैट्समैन ऑफ इंडिया प्रोवाइडेड द सनी सर यूज्ड टू प्ले अगेंस्ट फास्ट बॉलर ऑफ वेस्ट इंडीज, दैट टू विदाउट हेलमेट, एंड द पिचेस ऑफ दोस डेज ऑफ ब्रूटल, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बहुत ही अच्छा पॉइंट है। क्या कर रहे हैं धोनी, टेस्ट क्रिकेट डजंट गो हैंड इन हैंड, आई विल एक्सेप्ट दिस स्टेटमेंट, फेयर इनफ, फेयर इनफ। जो भी बोलो भाई, विजय शंकर थर्ड गोट, फुल टॉस डालो। वही है, मतलब देयर वर सो मेनी ऑप्शंस मैन, मतलब अगेन अभी यार ही इज बोल्ड टू डिलीवरीज, होता है भाई, टेंशन और नर्वसनेस होती है, मतलब आई कैन रिलेट टू इट, बट अगेन एट दैट लेवल यू डोंट एक्सपेक्ट इट, लेट्स बी ऑनेस्ट अबाउट इट। अरे ऑलमोस्ट वाइड, ऑलमोस्ट, लेकिन नहीं, दो स्विंग हो रही है, बॉल अच्छे से स्विंग हो रही है, तो आई वुड गिव हिम दैट, तो थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, लेकिन अगेन व्हाई इज ही ट्राइंग टू स्विंग, मतलब वो ये बहुत ही पॉजिटिव है बंदा, माधव शंकर, इतना ही बोलेंगे, या शाना का बोल रहे होंगे, आई डोंट नो। इज इट फाइन टू टॉक अबाउट फुटबॉल इन द स्ट्रीम? बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल फाइन है, कोई नहीं, वी कैन टॉक अबाउट इट। Who will make comeback this season? Hazard or Grealish or Sancho or Dembele? भाई Sancho looks like he's really having a good season comparatively. तो मुझे लगता है Sancho, लेकिन in terms of difference from last season मैं बोल रहा हूँ, only because of that. Dembele without a shadow of a doubt यार, Dembele भाई he is next level in terms of form. हाँ, लेकिन मैं कंपेयर टू लास्ट सीजन फॉर्म में बोल रहा हूँ, Sancho का इम्प्रूवमेंट दिख रहा है इस सीजन में। वाइड जी वाइड, बिल्कुल, आई वांट, ओके जी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, ही बोला वही है, ओवर एम्बिशियस, या इट कैन कम फ्रॉम द मैनेजमेंट यार, बिकॉज स्विंग आएगी भाई पहले 3-4 ओवर में, सो दे वांट टू गेट द बेस्ट आउट ऑफ इट, तो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाई, बट या ही स्टिल नॉट बॉलिंग क्रॉस सीम, आई हैव टू गिव टू द बॉलर यार, बिल्कुल। Okay, Ankit bhaiya, what was the reaction when Ricky Ponting scored 148 World Cup final against India? Like, नथिंग यार, मैं होप रखा था, मुझे याद है, इट वाज लाइक यस्टरडे यार, समथिंग यू नेवर फॉरगेट, इट वाज लाइक यस्टरडे, डेफिनेटली आई थिंक द मोस्ट डिसअपॉइंटमेंट फॉर मी वाज द फैक्ट दैट वो ये जहीर खान का ओवर जो था, फर्स्ट ओवर, एंड ऑफ कोर्स वी हैड आई थिंक सचिन तेंदुलकर गेटिंग कॉट मिग्रा के बॉलिंग में, बहुत ही डिसअपॉइंटिंग था, और बीच में बारिश आई थी, आई रिमेंबर, और लग रहा था भाई मे बी, जस्ट मे बी, इफ इट गोस टू सेकंड डे सहवाग कैन डू सम मैडनेस, लेकिन नहीं हुआ, it was a bit too much. Ricky Ponting, one of the best innings in the World Cup final, simply put. Okay, as per reports, fans wearing India jerseys were not allowed to enter Dubai International to watch the final. Really? Is it? Why would they do that? मतलब it is a neutral venue anyway. I don't think so. वो होना चाहिए यार, मतलब हो सकता है, I don't know. Maybe it might have been a ticketing thing that, a certain section, a certain number of Sri Lankan fans or Pakistan fans minimum होने चाहिए और maximum होने चाहिए, ऐसे कुछ होगा शायद. Again, I'm very very surprised by this. अगर हुआ तो सच अच्छा नहीं हुआ यार. श्रीलंका going to win. आदेश बोल रहे हैं, okay, isn't Portugal wasting its golden generation under Santos? देखते हैं, time will tell. Again, हम World Cup talks करने वाले शुरू by the end of this month. लेकिन मुझे लगता है that certainly, Portugal have a squad to fight for it, especially Liao. The form is showing. ओ रिस्की सिंगल था पाकिस्तान का इन माय ओपिनियन, लेकिन मिसफील्ड हो गया भाई, फाइनली फर्स्ट ओवर इज डन, कम ऑन, फर्स्ट ओवर इज फाइनली डन, नो डिसरेस्पेक्ट टू मिस्टर माधुशंका, बट भाई
आपने घबराना नहीं है।
ओके, दिस इज फॉर बेसिकली श्रीलंका, डोंट वरी, पहला ही ओवर था, डेफिनेटली गुड कमबैक, सिंपली मैं बोलूं तो 12 रन पहले ओवर में इज नॉट बैड, कंसीडरिंग वाइड इज नॉट ग्रेट, लेकिन 12 रन इज नॉट बैड, नहीं। Is the Sri Lankan coach giving instructions using whiteboard from outside? I don't know. वो कुछ तो gesture कर रहा था. I don't know what is going on. Indian Army tweeted about this. Okay. CFC Blues, very very sad to hear that. अगर वो सच है तो, अगर वो लोग ट्वीट किए तो we'll take it as a information. फाइनल के नैरेटिव है कि इंडिया को बैटिंग लेनी थी, बट सौरव गांगुली ने बॉलिंग ले ली टॉस जीतकर, ये ट्रू है क्या? मतलब यार अगेन आई रिमेंबर दैट क्रिटिसिज्म कमिंग इन, प्रॉब्लम इज यार वेदर कंडीशंस को लेकर, बिकॉज इट वाज एक्सपेक्टेड टू रेन अ लिटिल बिट, ओके, विच थोड़ा सा हुआ भी था, इट वाज मेकिंग सेंस टू नो द टारगेट, डकआउट लुइस वाज द थिंग, रिमेंबर, तो दैट वाज वन ऑफ द रीजंस व्हाई आई थिंक ही चोज बॉलिंग, प्लस आई नो चेज डिफिकल्ट होता था फाइनल में इंडिया के लिए ऑलवेज, लेकिन आई थिंक मोर ऑन द कंडीशंस, एंड ऑफ कोर्स द फैक्ट दैट हमारी बैटिंग had been so good, रिमेंबर हम 7 बैट्समैन के साथ खेल रहे थे, दिनेश मोंगिया वाज नंबर 7, तो दैट वाज वन ऑफ द रीजंस जो हमने बैटिंग पर रिलाई किया था ज्यादा. How would you rate Justin Langer? Justin Langer is one of the best openers in modern day test cricket, yeah, simple as that. With whom would you compare him? Justin Langer was a very positive, again, Michael Slater, Justin Langer, next level, yeah, in terms of opening combination of Australia at one point. Justin Langer and acha, प्लेइंग करियर प्राइम, आज के दिन में अगर मैं सोचूं तो आई डोंट नो मैन, मतलब लेफ्ट हैंडर जो ऐसे पॉजिटिव स्ट्रोक्स खेले हु प्लेज दैट इन टेस्ट क्रिकेट, मतलब बहुत ही कम है इन माय ओपिनियन। मुझे तो याद भी नहीं आ रहा, मतलब इज अ वेरी डिफरेंट प्लेयर यार, मतलब टेक्निकली बहुत ही अच्छे थे बट एट द सेम टाइम वेरी वेरी पॉजिटिव शॉट्स, आई मस्ट से। आई डोंट नो यार, टेस्ट क्रिकेट में कौन है आज के दिन में, आप लोग बोलिए, मतलब यू सजेस्ट बेटर, आई एम नॉट गेटिंग एनी नेम इन माय माइंड राइट नाउ। डिड अ गुड कमबैक कंसीडरिंग, या बिल्कुल बहुत ही अच्छा कमबैक था। एंड यस पीपल, अगेन आप लोग ने बोला था, मैंने बोला 50 रन हो जाएंगे, अब देखते हैं किसका क्लोज होता है। एंड हु डू यू थिंक विल टेक द मोस्ट विकेट्स इन श्रीलंका, ये भी बोलिए। डू यू थिंक आज बाबर 50? वेल अगेन फॉर मी द हाईएस्ट स्कोरर इन पाकिस्तान, हाँ मैंने ये नहीं बोला था राइट। तो आई थिंक हाँ, बाबर हैज नॉट बीन दैट बाबर ऑफ ए कंसिस्टेंट बाबर इन रिसेंट टाइम्स कंपेयर टू बेसिकली रिजवान। Again, it's a final leading from the front. You can say that, but I doubt it. यार, मुझे लगता है बाबर आजम will not get it even the final. Again, हो तो अच्छा है भाई for Pakistan fans. मुझे लगता है रिजवान will probably get it again. दिनेश मंगिया wasn't a bad cricketer overall. सच में बोलता हूँ तो दिनेश मंगिया प्रॉब्लम क्या था ना, why people I know lollipop bowler you can say, and of course number 7 batsman at best, not a great fielder, little slow on the ball. लेकिन I have to say भाई he was a thinking cricketer, I must say. और उस conditions में on the South African big ground there he did well in my opinion. Overall, yes, for that role he was decent at best, not great. Why he did not continue? One reason being that एक तो हम we didn't need a number 7 batsman, ठीक है, he was more of a batsman than an all-rounder in my opinion. Second thing, अरे risky run और almost out होने वाला था, तीक्षणा बॉलिंग सेकंड ओवर और ऑलमोस्ट भाई बहुत अच्छा ओवर गया भाई, 2 ओवर 16 फॉर नो लॉस, बहुत अच्छा ओवर तीक्षणा का, नाइस रनिंग बाय पाकिस्तान यू कैन से। देखिए आई थिंक इट वाज आईसीएल में फंस गए थे दिनेश पोंगिया, तो काफी क्रिकेटर्स थे ना, आई थिंक अब्दुल रजाक भी इफ आई रिमेंबर राइट आईसीएल में गए थे, काफी क्रिकेटर्स काइंड ऑफ एंडेड द करियर एब्रप्टली फॉर टाइमिंग बिकॉज ऑफ गोइंग टू आईसीएल। Yes, it came before IPL for people out there who may not relate to it. भाई ICL आई थी पहले, कपिल देव खुद आई थिंक रिलेटेड थे, इट वाज आई थिंक जी नेटवर्क ने शुरू किया था, और आईपीएल का आइडियोलॉजी पहले आया था लेकिन आईसीएल पहले लॉन्च हुआ था, तो आई हैव टू गिव क्रेडिट टू आईसीएल आल्सो टू सम एक्सटेंट। लेकिन दिनेश पोंगिया लॉस्ट हिज इंडियन कैप बिकॉज ऑफ दैट लेटर ऑन। With one cricketer and one footballer, who will it be? Okay, in terms of मैं प्योर लाइफ का नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं प्योरली as a cricketer I was closest to whom, in terms of the player I was ना, मतलब और मैं अभी भी खेल सकता हूँ लेकिन अगेन when I'm talking when I was like जब मैं लेदर बॉल क्रिकेट खेलता था भाई, when I was in college days and when I used to play for my club, right, तो मैं यहाँ पर I was more of a bowling all rounder always, so I used to open the bowling and basically bat at number 5 6 7, लेकिन I was not a hard hitter, तो I was someone like कैसे मैं बोलूं, इफ आई हैव टू रियली से नो, आई वाज मे बी अ रवि अश्विन इन बैटिंग, आई वाज रवि अश्विन इन बैटिंग, लेकिन बॉलिंग में आई वाज समवन लाइक आगरकर, आई यूज्ड टू गेट अ नेचुरल स्विंग, हाँ लेकिन मेरा नेचुरल इन स्विंग होती थी ज्यादा ऑलवेज, सो आई डोंट नो, जाओगर श्रीनाथ बॉलिंग में मे बी, एंड बैटिंग में अश्विन, कॉम्बिनेशन में बोलूं तो आई थिंक अगरकर ही बोलूंगा यार, नहीं अगरकर, लेकिन बैटिंग में डिसअपॉइंटेड यार ओवरऑल, आई डोंट नो, मतलब अब्दुल रज़ाक की बात कर रही थी, मे बी अब्दुल रज़ाक, आई एम जस्ट सेइंग फुटबॉलर, अरे बढ़िया शॉट यार, रिजवान स्ट्रेट डाउन द ग्राउंड ऑफ साइड में, एंड यहाँ पर माधुशंका गिविंग अनदर बाउंड्री दिस टाइम विद द बैट, 20 फॉर नो लॉस हो गया, बढ़िया स्टार्ट है पाकिस्तान का, आई मस्ट से 2.2 ओवर्स में, बट अगेन विकेट्स आर की, रिमेंबर श्रीलंका लॉस्ट इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग 3 विकेट्स इन द पावर प्ले, सो दैट वाज अ वेरी वेरी क्रूशियल थिंग फॉर पाकिस्तान बॉलिंग, लेकिन हाँ अगर पाकिस्तान अच्छा स्टार्ट लेती है then you can say that it's going to be a equally as in close match. I would not say 60% है श्रीलंका। देखिए फुटबॉलर पता नहीं यार, I was more like second striker, that was my role, तो second striker who's the best second striker you can think of यार, you can relate to that person maybe Ido Good Johnson मैं बोलता हूँ how do you rate Gautam Gambhir, because nowadays people are very are way too respectful to him because he's very blunt. Gautam Gambhir is very very good यार, मतलब both as someone who loves India, मतलब again he loves his country to the core, I know that for a fact, and yes वो थोड़ा brash लगते हैं in terms of what he speaks, but he speaks his mind. So I love such pundits anyway. And the third thing is a cricketer, one of the most underrated cricketers. मैंने काफी बार बोला है. Yes, overseas में I didn't see him doing that well, always due to his एक ना edgy on the offside. लेकिन I think overall, I think one of the most underrated cricketers, deserved more. Most wickets Hasaran का बोल रहे हैं Ali Gaming. Okay. Again, I'll just skip a couple comments, people. Let me just come. Master Gamer JK in the house. Hello. भाई सब लोग like कर दीजिए. Likes अभी भी देख रहा हूँ. Likes have not been enough for whatever reason. Okay, so let me actually share it on the stream as well. Okay. और yes, अगर सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया तो प्लीज सब्सक्राइब as well. Okay. Interesting final. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me see where is Abel. यार Abel was supposed to join me. लेट मी सी. एबल ने मैसेज किया है कि नहीं किया है. नहीं किया यार. एबल आ जाएंगे, थोड़ी देर में आ जाएंगे. कोई नहीं, हम लोग तो आप लोग के साथ है तो ऑलवेज गुड. अंकित, whenever Chelsea have a bad patch, I pray next match gets delayed, but when they don't play, I kind नहीं यार, मेरा उल्टा है. मतलब मैं चाहता हूँ जल्दी से मैच हो. वी हैव टू प्रूव थिंग्स राइट. I'm like that. I don't know. Again, I will not believe any rumors right now. Let me be very honest. Having seen what 46 transfer windows. मैं रियल में बोल रहा हूँ, फैक्ट बोल रहा हूँ. Having seen 46 transfer windows, मैं बता सकता हूँ यार. when it comes to journalism who report for transfers in particular, उनका मेन forte is that. तो when transfer window नहीं होती, they will still run stories. तो don't believe them. I would say don't believe them. आधे से ज्यादा. या बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. आदेश बोल रहे सहवाग, गावस्कर, द्राविड, सचिन, अजरुद्दीन, धोनी, कपिल देव, अनिल कुंबले, श्रीनाथ, अश्विन, बुमराह में बेस्ट टेस्ट 11. वाओ, इंटरेस्टिंग वन देयर. कोस्टा न्यूकासल नहीं हो. आई थिंक you never know यार. like again it's a speculation अभी के लिए. Which team will you support in FIFA World Cup and why can't England win any major trophies in football? Okay, Zadare, again I would have wished कि इंडिया होती. इंडिया नहीं है obviously, तो I am going with Netherlands because it is the team which I relate to most. The reason being, मेरे all time favorite footballer उनका जर्सी हमेशा रहता है. This is Robin का. This is an actual jersey of the 2010 World Cup. Yes, Waka Waka सब लोग को पता है. That was the World Cup and it was the alternate jersey of Netherlands. जो Netherlands का flag दिख रहा है आपको यहाँ पे साइड पे. It is basically blue, red and white, right? अरे आउट. ओ बस हो गया यार. नहीं, आउट नहीं है. कम ऑन. मिड विकेट में ऑलमोस्ट होने वाला था आउट, लेकिन आई थिंक जस्ट अवे फ्रॉम द फील्डर. हाँ, मैं कनाडा में रहा हूँ फॉर अ गुड फ्यू इयर्स, तो मे बी एक रहेगा कि यार अच्छा करेगा कनाडा तो अच्छा लगेगा. बट दैट्स इट. इंग्लैंड, देखिए यार, इंग्लैंड में पब्लिसिटी बहुत होती है, लॉट ऑफ गुड नेम्स है, बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे इट्स अबाउट, एक होता है ना विनिंग एलिमेंट. हैव आप देखो, इवन इंग्लिश टीम्स, एज मच एज मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड ऑफ सर एलेक्स फर्गसन, वन ऑफ द ग्रेटेस्ट टीम्स इन हिस्ट्री, यू कैन आर्ग्यू दैट, ठीक है. लेकिन हाउ मेनी चैंपियंस लीग उन्होंने जीता था? आई थिंक दे प्रॉब्ली अंडर अचीव्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ चैंपियंस लीग, दैट टीम आई एम सेइंग, ठीक है. तो एट सम पॉइंट इन टाइम इंग्लैंड के बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स आए हैं. चेल्सी का देख लो यार, 2 ही चैंपियंस लीग जीते हैं. विश्रा वन मोर आउट हो गया. अरे भाई, मधुसूदन हैज टेकन अ विकेट यार. एंड बाबर गॉन. फिर से बाबर आउट बाय 5 of 5. बाबर इज आउट. नॉट अ ग्रेट टूर्नामेंट फॉर बाबर, आई मस्ट से. एबीडी यार, hands down. Hands down ABD. नहीं, वसीम अकरम इज क्लोज एक्चुअली. वसीम अकरम इज आल्सो क्लोज, आई मस्ट से. बहुत बहुत क्लोज है वसीम अकरम. Oh my god. Of course not playing against India, but you know what I mean, right? Oh my god, what a catch यार. Nice jump. लेकिन अगेन आप एक्सपेक्ट करोगे थोड़ा अनलकी लेग साइड, लेकिन वही है, शॉर्ट फाइन लेग है, तो वैसा क्यों खेला भाई आपने शॉट? कैन वी प्ले क्रिकेट हो एम आई? चलो साथ साथ में खेल लेंगे यार, कोई नहीं. मैं एक्चुअली ओपन करके रखा हूँ, लेकिन अगेन मैच अच्छा भी चल रहा है, इसलिए मैंने शुरू नहीं किया. अगेन पीपल, शुड वी प्ले क्रिकेट हो एम आई अभी? लेट मी नो हु एम आई हो जाए करके आप मैसेज करिए. क्रिकेट का हु एम आई इफ यू वांट, लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट्स सब लोग. योर फर्स्ट गोलकीपर फॉर चेल्सी दिस सीजन? अगेन आई वुड नॉट पुट अ नंबर 1 अभी तक जर्सी. अभी के लिए केपा डिजर्व्स इट एंड मेरिटोक्रेसी दूंगा मैं. यस, इट इज नॉट बेसिकली व्हाट गोलकीपर पोजीशन शुड बी, रियली क्लियर होना चाहिए, बट दैट इज द थिंग ना. दोनों ही मतलब डू नॉट कन्विंस मी, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. केपा इज बेटर ऑन फॉर्म, सिंपली पुट, वही मैं बोलूंगा और कुछ नहीं. अगेन मैं देख रहा हूं यहाँ पे भाई 3. 2 overs 22 for 1. बहुत ही क्लोज हो रहा है. मैंने 50 for 1 बोला था. देखते हैं कितना मारती है 6 ओवर्स में पाकिस्तान. ओके, इंजी और वसीम. यार अगेन वसीम अकरम इज वन ऑफ माय फेवरेट क्रिकेटर्स जनरली एज अ क्रिकेटर, एज अ न्यूट्रल मैं बोल रहा हूँ फुल टाइम ही. लेकिन हाँ, इंजमाम ऑल्सो मतलब वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट में थोड़ा अंडररेटेड है इन माय ओपिनियन. लेकिन आई थिंक आई हैव टू लीड इंजी यार. वसीम इज वन इन द जनरेशन. अरे आउट हो गया वापस से. अरे प्लेड ऑन. फकर जमान गेट्स आउट फॉर अ डक मैन. प्लेड ऑन भाई साहब. मधुशन गेट्स अ सेकंड विकेट ऑफ द थर्ड बॉल. वाओ. अगेन मैं दोनों बॉल्स में ये नहीं बोलूंगा. पाकिस्तान ने जो विकेट लिया था पावर प्ले में, दैट वाज बिकॉज ऑफ देयर बॉलिंग. आई डोंट थिंक इट वाज एक्सीलेंट बॉलिंग. यस, नॉट बैड बॉलिंग एट ऑल. डेफिनेटली यू हैव टू गिव क्रेडिट टू मधुशन एंड श्रीलंकन थिंक टैंक. लेकिन द फैक्ट इज एक शॉर्ट फाइन लेग में कैच हुआ, एक प्लेड ऑन हुआ है. ऐसा नहीं हुआ कि मेजर स्विंग और समथिंग हुआ और बॉल रुक के आ रही है, स्लोअर बॉल था, ऐसा कुछ नहीं था. ठीक है, तो यू हैव टू क्वेश्चन या पाकिस्तान. अगेन लास्ट मैच में आपको याद है जो हुआ था, श्रीलंका बीट पाकिस्तान. ठीक है, दैट वाज अ लर्निंग आई थॉट फॉर पाकिस्तान क्रिकेटर नॉट टू थ्रो अवे द विकेट्स. लेकिन लग रहा है दिस वाज एन अननेसेसरी शॉट. पहला बॉल था यार. इट्स अ डिसेंट स्टार्ट फॉर पाकिस्तान. अगेन हो सकता है T20 क्रिकेट, बट अगेन आई वुड से दैट ही शुड नॉट हैव प्लेड अवे फ्रॉम हिज बॉडी. Seems like Virat's bad luck is transferred to Babar Sola after that tweet. नहीं यार, let's not hope that. मतलब as just a cricket fan मैं तो बोलता हूँ यार, I want the best of the best people to always perform. हाँ, I don't want them to dominate. वो भी मैं बोलूंगा साथ साथ में. आपको स्विंग बॉल कौन सा अच्छा लगता है? एंडरसन स्विंग बॉलर. ओके, अगेन मैं खुद स्विंग बॉलर था. लेट मी टेल यू, आई होप आई कैन स्टिल स्विंग द बॉल गिवन अ रेड बॉल. लेकिन यार देखिए, नेचुरल स्विंग ना, मतलब अभी के लिए आप यू कैन से भुवी एंडरसन, दीपक चहर, इवन काफी. इनफैक्ट आई हैव टू से एंडरसन, टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, ही इज अ गोट. ओ माय गॉड. व्हाट अ स्टार्ट मैन फॉर श्रीलंका. इतने सारे वाइड्स पहले ओवर में, और ये अभी देखिए क्या चेंज ऑफ फॉर्च्यून. बट ऑल ओवर में बोलूं, स्विंग बॉलर कपिल देव ऑब्वियस चॉइस. और मैंने यार लकी नॉट टू सी द लास्ट टूर्नामेंट ऑफ कपिल देव, द वर्ल्ड कप 92, in terms of last big tournament in ODIs. देखिए, फॉर मी इट इज डेफिनेटली, अगेन कंट्रोवर्शियल होगा, आप लोग बोलोगे. आई थिंक पाकिस्तान, यू हैव टू से यार, मतलब द स्विंग बॉलिंग जो मोहम्मद आसिफ करते थे, वाओ. वाओ, जो लेट स्विंग आती है ना बॉल, मतलब जो हेवी बॉल, ही बॉल्स विद द हेवी बॉल एंड लेट स्विंग. मोहम्मद आसिफ, फॉर पीपल, यस ही वाज इन्वॉल्वड इन मैच फिक्सिंग. आई हैव टू से इसलिए कंट्रोवर्शियल है. लेकिन व्हाट अ बॉलर यार, व्हाट अ बॉलर मोहम्मद आसिफ. यस, मोहम्मद आमिर आप बोलोगे, लेकिन नहीं, मोहम्मद आसिफ मैन, व्हाट लेट स्विंग हेवी बॉल से बॉल करते थे. आई लव दैट. आई पर्सनली वाज नॉट, आई एम नॉट सेइंग इन क्वालिटी, लेकिन उस इल्क का बॉलर. मे बी दैट्स व्हाई मैं भी वो सोच रहा हूँ. ओके, इंटरेस्टिंग दैट. Nice. Again, Netherlands, man. I hope really. I've been following Netherlands for a very long time. I really hope they do well. Again, hope कर रहा हूँ, expect नहीं कर रहा हूँ. आएंगे उस पर. Towards the end of the month, we'll do more. शोएब अख्तर, सोल. नहीं, not really. लेकिन I hear you. Both the players through. बिल्कुल. चलो. Swing, who else but Wakar Yunus, man. Wakar Yunus in prime. Wow, brilliant. Bhai, reverse swing, man. Wakar Yunus. 100% Wakar Yunus. Reverse swing. Proper new ball swing bowler for me, Mohammad Asif. That's what मैं बोलूंगा. And yeah, ironically दोनों ही पाकिस्तान के, I know that. लेकिन यार पाकिस्तान एंड फास्ट बॉलिंग मैन, नेक्स्ट लेवल. मतलब है. और सीम मूवमेंट, आप लोग ये भी बोलिए, आप लोग का कौन है सीम मूवमेंट, द बेस्ट सीम मूवमेंट जिनको मिलता था ना, वेरी वेरी अंडररेटेड ऑलराउंडर इन क्रिकेट, Sean Pollock. Wow. What seam movement man used to get. Brilliant seam movement. Jawgal Srinath. What seam movement. Brilliant seam movement. वो चीज मिसिंग है आज के दिन में इंडियन क्रिकेट में. सीम मूवमेंट नहीं मिलता है बहुत लोगों को. ओके, पाकिस्तान विल विन यार इन माय ओपिनियन, बट लेट्स सी. मुदित इन द हाउस. मुदित, बिग अप भाई, कैसे हो? भाई मुदित, आज वी डिड अ फीफा स्ट्रीम बाय द वे, जस्ट सेइंग. थोड़ा हगा, लेकिन अगेन कमिंग बैक आफ्टर फीफा लॉन्ग टाइम, तो थोड़ा सा वो था. This season of IPL, there's no easy fixture, man. So scary and annoying. Every season वही लगता है मुझे तो. वो मैं खेला, चलो वो मैं भी खेलते साथ साथ में. देखते हैं. अगेन आई हैव नो आइडिया पीपल. मैं यहाँ पे ट्राई कर रहा हूँ. आप लोग मुझे हेल्प करोगे तो खेलेंगे, ठीक है? आई हैव नो आइडिया. क्रिकेट का हुए मैं इजी नहीं है. जनरली पैनल रहता तब हम खेलते. थोड़ा ज़्यादा मुझे मिले हेल्प। मोहम्मद आसिफ वाज अ मैजिशियन, बिल्कुल यार, नेक्स्ट लेवल मैन। आई एनवी द पाकिस्तान फैन बेस यार, जो काइंड ऑफ बॉलर्स दे हैव गॉट ना, साउथ अफ्रीकन एंड पाकिस्तान फैन बेस मैन, मतलब व्हाट बॉलर्स मैन, एलन डोनाल्ड, फैनी डिविलियर्स, आई रियली, मतलब बहुत ही अजीब सा एक्शन था उनका, लेकिन बहुत अच्छा लगता था मुझे फैनी डिविलियर्स का बॉलिंग भी, टू बी ऑनेस्ट। एंड ऑफ कोर्स लॉट ऑफ Makai Antony, Joel Shina, talk about him. Very similar action to Joel Shina in my opinion. Similar seam movement मिलता था एंटीनी को भी। आई थिंक सो, आई रिमेंबर। अगेन सोहेल तनवीर, बहुत अच्छे बॉलर, लेफ्ट आर्म ऑफ द रॉन्ग फुट जो बॉल करते थे। एंड्रू फ्लिंटॉफ इन हिज प्राइम ब्रिलियंट यार, लेकिन अगेन ही कुड हैव डन मोर, अंडर अचीव्ड इन माय ओपिनियन। डेल स्टेन और ली, 100% ब्रेटली यार। हाँ, मे बी you would say that being a swing bowler lover, how could I go for Bretley over Dale Steyn? But Bretley, man, the action he had. I know Dale Steyn also had a lovely action. Lekin Bretley was probably before, or Bretley, man, that he was one of the first to bowl that fast, consistently swing or longevity in all forms of cricket. मैं बोलूंगा at that point in time. तो इसलिए मैं Bretley जा रहा हूँ। टेस्ट में बोलो तो Dale Steyn। चलो, कर रहा हूँ भाई, कर रहा हूँ। हम लोग साथ साथ वॉच अलोंग है मेनली, सुबह में तो साथ साथ में कर ही रहे यार, कर रहे हैं भाई, थोड़ा सा सब्र रखिए। पर यार प्लीज प्लीज लाइक कर दीजिए स्ट्रीम डेफिनेटली। और 4 पॉइंट ओवर्स 27 for 2 है। इट्स अ बिग फाइनल पीपल, साथ साथ में हम ये भी कर सकते हैं। तो ये है, पता नहीं आप लोगों को दिख रहा है कि नहीं भाई, दिस इज अ क्रिकेटर। अब विच क्रिकेटर इज दिस? आई हैव नो आइडिया, आई हैव नो आइडिया। देखते हैं, आई विल वेट फॉर अ फ्यू गेसेस। मैं अपने मन में भी गेसेस कर रहा हूँ। मीनवाइल वी रिएक्ट टू द मैच एज ऑलवेज। क्या लग रहा है, कौन कौन लग रहा है ये? शॉन टेट वाज अंडररेटेड बॉलर। शॉन टेट वाज थोड़ा एराटिक भी यार, इन माय ओपिनियन। 2015 वर्ल्ड कप में आई थिंक ही वाज देयर, बहुत अच्छे थे। ऑफ कोर्स आई लाइक आज के जो है ना जो आरसीबी आ रहे थे लॉट ऑफ टाइम, लेकिन एक बार ही खेला है, दो ही सीजन खेला है। आई थिंक स्टार के समन दैट आई रियली लाइक। ओके, रिंकू सिंह बोल रहे हैं, हरित्रा, अमित मिश्रा बोल रहे हैं, आशिर, राहुल तेवतिया बोल रहे हैं, इंद्रानील, जड्डू बोल रहे हैं, मास्टर गेमर जेके। आई वुड लाइक टू हैव योर व्यू। कौन सा वाला था भाई आपका? लेते हैं, बट अगेन यार पीपल, यू कैन ऑलवेज प्रायोरिटाइज योर कमेंट्स आल्सो, इफ बाय चांस मैं मिस कर देता हूँ। अगेन आई ट्राई टू टेक एज मच एज पॉसिबल। अच्छा, ये teams like Ghana, Senegal have played World Cup. What is the major factor do you think is restricting our country with 1.3 billion people from playing World Cup, one of the biggest world competitions after Olympics? मैं वही, आपने आंसर कर दिया है, मैंने काफी दफा इस टॉपिक में बात भी किया है। देखिए यार, क्रिकेट, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल क्रिकेट, यस T20 क्रिकेट इज अ शॉर्टर फॉर्मेट बट स्टिल रिक्वायर्स 4 hours. Secondly, you need that playground, you need conditions, you need a pitch. ठीक है, you need, there is some expertise that not everywhere you can find. So it's not as होता है ना, pitch you cannot just transfer from one country to another. They don't want to play on matting wickets. I think matting wickets शुरू, मैं काफी मतलब 90% क्रिकेट मेरा मैटिंग विकेट में खेला हूँ यार, there's nothing wrong. They should have mats. एंड तभी बढ़ेगा, बिकॉज यू शुड नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द पिच। बट हाँ, गेम डिफरेंट है भाई। बाउंड्री हो गया यार रिजवान का, बढ़िया बाउंड्री। स्टेन ली, चलो, ये तो ले लिया था। जड्डू भाई, सब लोग जड्डू बोल रहे। अरे शाहिद अफरीदी यार, मतलब talk about people who underachieved as a batsman and underrated as a bowler. I would say that. Yes, Pakistan cricket में definitely he is one of the biggest things in Pakistan white ball cricket history. लेकिन in terms of world cricket, I don't think he's celebrated as much. जाबिर, मुझे लगता है यस, शाहिद अफरीदी का थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर, आई नो गौतम गंभीर के साथ भी 36 का आंकड़ा है, वहां पर कम है। जाबिर, आप मे बी आप भावनाओं को समझो। एज मच एज आई रेस्पेक्ट द क्रिकेटर, आई लव दैट क्रिकेटर शाहिद अफरीदी, लेकिन इन टर्म्स ऑफ हिज कमेंट्स समटाइम्स यार थोड़ा सा एजी हो जाते हैं, वो मैं डेफिनेटली बोलूंगा, which is kind of unnecessary at times. But as a cricketer, man, I would say the bowler by unplayable in white ball cricket at times. मुझे याद है शाहिद अफरीदी का सहारा कप हुआ करता था। सहारा कप में जडेजा ने बोला था, भाई क्या कर रहा है भाई, इतना फास्ट बॉलिंग कर रहा है, तू थ्रो कर रहा है क्या? आई रिमेंबर दैट पॉइंट, लाइक जो वेरिएशन थी ना शाहिद अफरीदी की। आई नो अनिल कुंबले वाज द ओनली वन हु यूज्ड टू bowl though so fast as a spinner in the late 90s and 2000s, and then came Shahid Afridi. Definitely bhai, he's next level. As a batter, I always was scared when he used to bat against India, I must say. आउट था, रिव्यू नहीं लिया, आउट था। नहीं यार, मैंने मिस कर दिया क्या? कोई नहीं, चलो। जड्डू, सब लोग बोल रहे जडेजा ही है, तो जडेजा कर देते हैं भाई। जडेजा नहीं है। जडेजा नहीं है। लेट्स सी कौन है। अरे बढ़िया शॉट, बढ़िया शॉट है आई थिंक इफ्तिकार का। एंड बढ़िया फील्डिंग भी यार, मधुशन, मधुशन के बॉलिंग फिगर देखो भाई, 2 for 4 था, अभी 2 for 6 हो गए 1.2 ओवर्स में। वाओ। एनीवे, भाई जडेजा तो नहीं है, ये बता सकता हूं कि इट इज नीदर, मींस इट इज नॉट एन इंडियन। फर्स्ट ये खुलासा है, इट इज नॉट एन इंडियन। कैन यू बिलीव इट? लेकिन नॉट एन ऑलराउंडर, तो इधर अ बैट्समैन और अ बॉलर। अच्छा, लेफ्ट आर्म बैटिंग करते हैं और स्लो लेफ्ट आर्म ऑफ स्पिनर, नहीं लेफ्ट आर्म बैटिंग नहीं करते, एंड मींस इज अ राइट हैंड बैट्समैन, मतलब ही कैन प्ले एज अ बॉलर और अ बैटर इन द टीम, लेकिन विकेट कीपर भी हो सकते हैं, बट नॉट लेफ्ट हैंड, मींस राइट हैंड बैट्समैन है और राइट आर्म भी बॉलिंग करते हैं, अगर करते हैं तो 33 ईयर्स से ऊपर है इनका एज। तो इज इट अ रिटायर्ड क्रिकेटर और व्हाट, पता नहीं। शादाब, शादाब के जा सकते हैं, आई वाज सिंग शादाब। बाबर, रोहित, राशिद फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड, इंग्लैंड का, हाँ यार एक्चुअली रेडिश है शेड, व्हाई नॉट राशिद, हाँ राशिद फ्रॉम इंग्लैंड यार। आदिल रशीद गए, ओके चलो, इतना पता लग गया कि द पर्सन इज नॉट अ बॉलर, तो द पर्सन इधर प्लेज प्राइमरली एज अ बैट्समैन या विकेट कीपर, याद रखिए, द पर्सन इधर अ बैट्समैन और विकेट कीपर, नॉट फ्रॉम इंडिया और इंग्लैंड, डेफिनेटली बैट्स राइट हैंडेड, डेफिनेटली लेफ्ट, ये क्या एल मतलब, क्या एल मतलब लूजर? लेफ्ट आर्म, सॉरी यार, लेकिन लेफ्ट आर्म बॉलर है। एल क्यों है खाली, एल मतलब क्या है, लेफ्ट आर्म खाली बॉल, मतलब आई थिंक इज डेफिनेटली अ प्रॉपर बैट्समैन जो हार्डली बॉल करते हैं इन माय ओपिनियन, लेकिन 34 से ज्यादा है, मतलब रिटायर्ड क्रिकेटर, पता नहीं यार। अब पाकिस्तानी के लिए आएगा नेक्स्ट, भाई राइट हैंड बैट्समैन, लेफ्ट आर्म बॉलर, कौन होगा यार? नहीं लेफ्ट आर्म बॉलर तो नहीं है ना, या बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। अगेन मैं वेट कर रहा हूँ फॉर अ कपल मोर। इंग्लैंड के तो नहीं है यार, बेस्टो तो नहीं हो सकते जडारे, हफीज बोल रहे हैं। एल क्या है यार, व्हाट इज दैट एल, मैं क्लू ही नहीं समझ रहा इसमें। एल सच है, मतलब एल इज रेड मींस द पर्सन, मतलब बॉलिंग हैंड लेफ्ट हैंड है, इतना इतना पता है मुझे, बॉलिंग हैंड लेफ्ट हैंड नहीं है हफीज का ना, तो काइंड ऑफ स्ट्रेंज, बैटिंग राइट हैंड और इज अ प्योर बैट्समैन, ऑलराउंडर नहीं है। हफीज होता तो ऑलराउंडर होते ना, हफीज नहीं है, डेफिनेटली हफीज नहीं है, मलिक भी नहीं है। देखिए ही इज नॉट एन ऑलराउंडर, रिमेंबर, नॉट एन ऑलराउंडर। भाई 6 ओवर्स हो गए भाई, 37 for 2, पावर प्ले डन, पीपल हु हैड सेड 37 for 2, मुझे मेरे ख्याल से शायद ही किसी ने बोला था, हु वाज द क्लोजेस्ट, लेट मी नो इन चैट, उनको बिग अप मिलेगा भाई, 37 for 2 6 ओवर्स में। तो भाई एज थिंग स्टैंड, हाउ मच परसेंटेज आर यू गिविंग टू श्रीलंका, कितना परसेंटेज दे रहे हो टू श्रीलंका, बट ये प्लेयर कौन है? चलो एक बार करके रखते हैं, आई एम प्रीटी श्योर इट्स नॉट हफीज, रिंग करके देखते हैं। है पाकिस्तानी, लेकिन है पाकिस्तानी, ओके इंटरेस्टिंग, पाकिस्तानी क्रिकेटर है। अ, जैसे मैंने बोला ऑलराउंडर तो नहीं थे, तो डेफिनेटली लुक्स लाइक अ बैट्समैन और अ कीपर, बैट्समैन या कीपर हो सकते हैं, मोस्टली बैट्समैन ही होंगे जो राइट हैंड बैटिंग करते हैं, और 34 मीन 35 और 40 के बीच है उनका एज, 35 और 40 जो राइट हैंड बैटिंग करते हैं, अगेन माइट बी नेक्स्ट क्रिकेटर भी यार, हु नोज। रिजवान, रिजवान की एज कितनी है? 35 है क्या? नहीं यार, कम ऑन, मोहम्मद रिजवान का एज कितना है? 30 है, रिमेंबर 34 से ऊपर है एज, 41 से कम है। अजहर अली बोल रहे हैं, अजहर अली का, अगेन देख रहा हूँ, या व्हाई नॉट, अजहर अली माइट बी अ गेस, लेट मी गो फॉर अजहर अली पीपल, अजहर अली इज अ गुड वन, या आई थिंक सरफराज, सरफराज हाँ विकेट कीपर, अगेन आप ऑलराउंडर नहीं मारोगे, आई थिंक सरफराज इज अ गुड वन, लेकिन चेहरे में अजहर अली दिख रहे हैं ना, दैट्स द पॉइंट ज्यादा, तो अजहर अली है। अरे करेक्ट है भाई, करेक्ट है, वाओ ऑसम मैन, ऑसम ऑसम। सबसे पहले भाई, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, इमाम उलक नहीं थे। सबसे पहले आदेश आपका दिख रहा है, और यहाँ पे बढ़िया शॉट, चौका। 41 हो गया भाई पीपल। इट इज गेटिंग क्लोजर नाउ द मैच। लेकिन
You
आदेश,
got it, dude.
डेफिनेटली दैट वाज वेल डन इन माय ओपिनियन। अजहर अली वाज द पर्सन। कैसे गेस किया यार आपने अजहर अली? तमीम, शहजाद, सरफू नहीं, सरफू लग रहे थे मुझे बाय द क्लूज, लेकिन बाय द फेस अजहर अली लग रहा था, इसलिए मैंने अजहर अली किया है। ओके, एबल हैज कम हियर। एबल, better late than never. So Abel is here. So let's add Abel. Hey bro, what's up? How are you?
Hello.
Great match going on, huh?
Crazy. Never expected this to have this kind of a twist. But Pakistan, after a good start in power play, though they lost 2 wickets, a decent start for Pakistan. I think they will take it.
Yeah, it's a decent start. But again, what do you reckon, यार? मतलब जो wides किया ना, मतलब was that
Yeah.
something that was something over the board? ना मतलब होता ना, Pakistan probably would have had not about 30 for 2. Imagine it would have been a huge difference, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they were like 10 runs short from first ball, right? So what they had to chase was what, 171 minus 10, 161, technically speaking. But unfortunate for them. But then he came back pretty well as well. He just gave one run after that. And he was pretty strong in coming back into the team. So I mean, I'm expecting this to be this kind of start. But you know what? They need a wicket now. They need to get Rizwan out. If they don't get Rizwan out, Pakistan will most likely take this game away because what Pakistan's biggest strength is their finishers. They've got Shadab Khan, they've got the likes of Asif Ali. So if they come back into
Naseem,
flow,
Naseem as well, bro. No.
absolutely nothing. I mean, if you look, they everybody in the bat in their team can bat. So that's a surprising thing for a Pakistan team. Before they could
Mhm.
handle with the bat, but now everybody in the team can actually strike a ball. If there is 20 needed of 12 balls, I mean, if it's number 8 and 9 batting, they still can take the game over the line.
No,
And
I
that's a good thing.
understand, and wickets are key. मतलब wickets are absolutely key. I don't think it's about run rate here. लेकिन वो ये ना final है, तो in the final, the fact is a final, and things can
Yeah,
get वो ये last match if you saw, Pakistan did succumb to the pressure. I know it was not a very consequential match.
yeah,
It was a dress
yeah,
rehearsal really, but I think they did
yeah.
succumb to some extent. So मतलब would you say that मतलब the fact that Babar has not got them that start this series, I don't know whether it's a
Mm.
good omen, man.
I
Simply
mean,
put.
to be very honest, Babar is going through something which our man went through, right? Virat Kohli went through something very similar. He's finding different ways to get out. But yeah, I would say for Pakistan team, from what I analyzed, bigger than Babar is Rizwan for them. If you look at the last 9 innings, Rizwan has top scored in 6 of them. So you know the impact what he has. And 3 innings which he did not top score, they went on to lose the 3 games. So that's a
Yeah.
massive impact about Rizwan, the player in that particular team. Except the India game, of course. India game also he went on to score, but then they went on to lose eventually. But you look at the kind of impact what he brings in that team, right? Like bigger than Babar, it is
Oh,
Rizwan, I
but
guess.
yeah, nice shot, man. Nice shot. Again, Rizwan is, you're right. Rizwan is probably looking that like that person, yeah, who is probably going to be batting through. But again, Rizwan has had as in little bit careful he's been as of now.
Mm,
But looks like, considering, they didn't get much in the power play. I
yeah.
think that's why he has to go now. Abhi, what they need 128 runs in 78 balls.
I mean,
So,
if you have analyzed Rizwan also, Ankit Bhaiya, there's a thing about
mhm,
Rizwan. He's a leg side dominated player. They should rather ball to him on offside, make him pull. You remember the last match he got out? I think he got out with
yeah.
that ball. I'm not getting his name. What is the bowler who got 2 wickets today? Uh, what's the bowler's name? Again, I'm not because the Sri Lankan
Uh,
players, man,
This
stuff to
is
get their names.
basically Madhushan, no? Madhushan.
Madhusha. So
What full name? I'll tell you. One
with
second.
Rizwan, the thing is that
Pramod.
he's extremely leg side dominated player, and all his
Mhm.
if you look at his boundaries, 55% of his boundaries come from square leg to fine leg. So you can imagine how leg side dominated he is, and his offside play is pretty weak compared to that. And I think Sri Lanka should target that. Sri Lankan pacers, especially Chamika Karunaratne, Shanaka, if he comes into ball, they should all ball in that channel where they try to make him play over extra cover, try to make him play over too long off. That's going to be a little bit of a issue for Rizwan because Rizwan takes all the balls from the offside to the leg side. So there are chances that he might top edge one. At the same time, if he plays on the offside, he's going to be put under control as well. So I
Yeah.
hope they try to do that against
But
Rizwan.
in terms of hitting, like again, people in the chat, even you tell there, आप लोग को क्या लग रहा है? The fact is, देखिए, you have of course Madhushan taking 2 wickets, and to be very honest about it, it came as a surprise because it was
Yeah.
more like one was a bad shot, obviously, and one was okay, fine, it happens inside edge. Lekin Hasaranga, now for you, if you were the Sri Lankan captain, would you actually take that risk of actually, just bowling Tikshana Hasaranga in tandem right now?
Well, I will, because this is now or never, right? For a team like Sri Lanka, now they should try at
Hmm.
least one spell. Maybe Tikshana comes in ball 1 over, Asranga 2 overs. Then let's see where the game goes from there on. You never know. If one of them can build pressure, a wicket might fall to another person. If Asranga gives an over of 3 runs, and maybe Tikshana might get the benefit of it, where he might come in and pick up a wicket. So it's going very important for Sri Lanka over there to use their ballers pretty tactically well. I don't like the moves they use for Karunaratne. Maybe he might go on to pick up a wicket, but they might rather face Karunaratne now rather than facing Hasaranga, because Hasaranga's record against Pakistan is excellent. He's picked up 10. He has an average bowling average less than 10 against Pakistan, and he is their
Wow.
key man. And today you saw with the bat as well how excellent he was.
Yeah. Today he had his day, absolutely. But for you, I asked as the chat, yeah, आपके लिए क्या, which is the best innings of the tournament? Like, would you rate Rajapaksa right up there, best innings of the tournament?
If they go on to win, absolutely, this has to be the innings of the tournament.
Yeah,
But as they say, I also like the innings which Rizwan played against India.
India,
It was pretty impactful
special one. Yeah,
considering the circumstances. But this has to be the right up there, because look at the circumstance in which Rajapaksa walked into middle. They lost Shanaka there. The team was in trouble. This could have well been a 140, 130 kind of a finish for Sri Lanka. But to take the team score to 170, that was crazy.
right. By the way,
Impressive.
yeah. By the way, we are reacting to the match. It's 8 overs, 53 for two. 118 needed of 72, but looks like yeah, the partnership ban rahi hai. Yes, it's just under 10 required. So again, people in the chat, now we are getting to the halfway, as in line. So let me know कौन जीतेगा. Right now, Rajapaksa, but okay. वही है मतलब it depends on what happens with the Rajapaksa innings, where it goes. तो भाई, I don't know, Abel, have you seen our cricket Who Am I's?
No, 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 no.
Okay, so we along with certain watch alongs, we also play Who Am I? So basically, this is a cricketer. Okay, so we do
Okay.
Almighty Blues FC mein, we do always for football, right?
I
This
know
is a
that. I
proper
know that.
series. For
Yeah.
cricket also in watch alongs, we do a lot of cricket Who Am I's as well. So यहाँ पर we have to guess who this cricketer is. Simply put, we'll at every guess we'll get some clues. ठीक है? तो
Okay.
by just
Okay.
the look of it,
Do I get a clue first up?
नहीं मतलब again it's also for the chat. Everyone in the chat,
Is
let
he
me.
is he Sri Lankan though?
I don't know. To be honest, even I don't know the answer. I'm playing with you.
Okay. मेरे को लग के तो it just looks
चैट में
like
बोलिएगा ये कौन है स्क्रीन पर, कौन सा क्रिकेटर लग रहा है ये.
ये
बाय द
कुशाल मेरे
टिक्शन
को
हैज
लग रहा है,
कम
पता नहीं क्यों.
रिप्लेसिंग हसरंगा. इंटरेस्टिंग. लेट मी नो इन द चैट भाई. अगेन ये द पोज जो दे रहा है ना,
हाँ मेरे को लग रहा है कुशाल मेंडिस है, लग के पता नहीं दूर से
श्रीलंकन लग रहा है क्या? यू नो
श्रीलंका
व्हाट,
लग
आई फील इज द गाय हु जस्ट रिटायर्ड यार. ऑस्ट्रेलियन
was retired.
एरन फिंच.
Aaron Finch. Interesting. पता नहीं.
अगेन
हाँ,
Dhiren, I know that you had said about color. भाई कलर से मत जाओ. वो थोड़ा गूगली होता है बहुत बार. तो that's what I would say. Again, हर एक
Aaron
जड्डू
Finch
नहीं हो
is
सकता भाई.
interesting. Jaddu. Oh, that's interesting.
We played one that was Jaddu. Everyone said, but it wasn't. Okay, come on, man. Nice boundary here by Rizwan. By Tikshana just outside the off stump, and Rizwan nice placement, I would say. जड्डू तो नहीं लग रहा मुझे. जड्डू तो नहीं लग रहा. बट हाँ, पोज जड्डू जैसे है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट. रोहित.
This is like a Rohit. It's tough. I think it's tough actually, to be very honest. Looking at his
अगेन
hair.
फर्स्ट में
uh,
ऐसी ऐसी जाते हैं. चलो रोहित, इस बार रोहित करते हैं. लेट्स गेस रोहित. वी विल गेट सम क्लूज राइट आफ्टर द फर्स्ट वन.
yeah.
रोहित शर्मा. ठीक है. लुक्स लाइक इट्स नॉट रोहित शर्मा. अरे इतने, ओ भाई
Oh
साहब,
wow!
मैन. ओह माय गॉड.
Wow!
आशिर, व्हाट.
That's a
कैसे भाई, कैसे? प्लीज लेट अस नो.
I mean, I
पोज.
think it's a very tukka kind of a thing, but then it worked well.
नहीं, लेकिन वो पोज है ना, मतलब वही द पर्सन माइट हैव सीन दिस फोटोग्राफ ना, तो समटाइम्स आल्सो इट
I mean, this
डिपेंड्स
is a
ऑन
very
दैट.
old
प्लस
picture of Rohit. It's
फेस
not a
कट.
recent picture also. I mean, he must be
Exactly,
a Rohit Sharma fan
that's
for
what I'm
sure.
saying. Someone who has hair can't be Fitch. यार वही है, मुझे लग रहा था गूगली है, समटाइम्स इट लुक्स हेयर है लेकिन होता नहीं है। लेकिन भाई मजा आया दिस वन।
That
आई
was
वाज द
fun.
फर्स्ट वन टू गेस। अच्छा आप थे क्या फर्स्ट? अगेन मैं तो मेरे चार्ट के हिसाब से जा रहा हूँ। अगेन अगर आप हो तो आपके लिए बिग अप यार, अली गेमिंग। बट
Very
अगेन
good.
यार मेरा अगेन यूट्यूब में आप पता नहीं कैसा है ऑर्डर, मेरे को ऐसा है अशीर जस्ट अ सेकंड बिफोर अली गेमिंग, लेकिन दोनों साथ में ही किया ऑलमोस्ट। बिग अप यार आप दोनों को, एब्सोल्युटली बिल्कुल यार, बढ़िया था। लेकिन रन आउट चांस मिस्ड, श्रीलंका रन आउट चांस मिस्ड।
I mean, that's a massive one. Massive one. I think could have gone either way.
62 for 2 at
I
8.5
mean, the number
this।
of catches dropped today, I'm pretty surprised. As some of the best
हम्म,
fielders have dropped catches today.
ओके, मतलब दे माइट एज वेल प्ले आउट तीक्ष्णा। डू यू थिंक तीक्ष्णा मतलब वन वन बॉलर तो दे जस्ट प्ले आउट, आई फील दोनों
I
के
think
लिए तो
they'll
नहीं
try
जा
to play
सकते
out
ना।
Tikshana, as you mentioned, and they'll try to attack Hasaranga because Rizwan is a good player of leg spin, right? Rizwan is a decent player of leg spin, and he'll fancy his chances against someone like a Hasaranga over Tikshana because with Tikshana, now thing is the pace of the ball. It does not allow you to stay, come down the track and hit. It makes you
हम्म,
like play from the back foot, and you might have to sweep him, which is also kind of risky, especially considering the situation. So with Hasaranga, you still have a lot of time. He's a little more slower in the air, and you can come down the track and hit him. But with Hasaranga, there's another thing. When you try to come down the track, if you miss, he hits the stump. Hasaranga is one of the most accurate leg spinners in the world when it comes to hitting the stumps more often. You saw in the
हम्म।
last game when Babar Azam got out. It was one of the similar dismissals.
या अच्छा भाई, आशीष और भाई जो भी है जुड़िए चैट में भाई, सब लोग भूलना मत टू लाइक दिस स्ट्रीम, प्लीज प्लीज लाइक दिस स्ट्रीम। ज्यादा लोग आएंगे तो और मजा आएगा। वही ज्यादा लोग आते तो साथ साथ में खेलेंगे भी, और हम खेलेंगे यार। अगेन दिस नॉट अ माई स्ट्रीम, दिस डेफिनेटली अ लाइव रिएक्शन स्ट्रीम एशिया फॉर पीपल वंडरिंग। लेकिन साथ साथ में भाई हम खेलते हैं वॉच अलॉन्ग्स में,
Very
तो साथ साथ
interesting.
में मस्ती, स्पेशली
Very
मिडिल
good.
ओवर्स में तो चलता
Yeah,
है।
10 runs and over from here on. So it's not going to be
10
easy, but
runs, yeah, as in again it is doable considering the number of wickets, लेकिन वही है, if they get, they
if
will
they get
not
one
able to
wicket here,
accelerate।
the
हाँ,
Hasaranga spell, if they get one wicket here, game is opened. That's not going to be
but
easy for Pakistan.
मतलब what percentage are you giving Sri Lanka right now?
At this point, it's 50-50. It's 50-50. It's
50-50.
game is equally poised because Rizwan is out there in the middle. If they get Rizwan, it becomes 70-30
Hmm. And
for Sri Lanka.
I'm hoping Shadab is fit, by the way, मतलब you saw the clash,
Yeah,
bad
I saw, I
clash he
saw, I
had,
saw.
yeah.
That was
And
very
not just
bad.
that, I think the ball hit his head while fielding as well.
I mean, it's not been a
So
good day for him at all in the field, to be very honest. He's one of the best fielders
yeah,
in Pakistan, but yeah, it's never been a
exactly.
good 60-40
60
Sri Lanka. I'd agree to you, but Rizwan is there in
outside
the
the
middle.
off stump नहीं यार, रिव्यू मत जाना, they are appealing, लेकिन I don't think it was out नहीं यार,
Yeah,
man, they
I
are getting
still
carried away।
you saw they not take a review where they should have taken review, so that's what's making prompting them to take it.
Probably,
That they
yeah. I think someone in the chat did tell me. I missed that, moment. What was it? Was it an LBW?
So
Even the first
Iftikhar
one?
was batting and Madhushanka was bowling. There was a under edge,
Acha.
and some people kind of heard it, but they thought it could be from the crowd
Caught
noise. And
behind.
after that, yeah, caught behind, literal caught
Oh my
behind.
god. Maybe I'm not hearing the volume, so I missed it. Yeah. But anyway, this one for me, it definitely looks like outside the off. Yeah.
Impact
Come
is
on,
outside
it's
the off
not.
stump, right?
Huh?
Impact is outside the off stump.
Yeah, man. It's not even Empire's call, in my opinion. It's crazy. Like you said, the fact कि वो लोग नहीं गए ना पहला वाला रिव्यू में, इसलिए वापस कर रहे भाई।
Kafi. And also
मतलब मैं
another thing is
हम्म।
Pakistan team is not so happy with the fact that Chris Silverwood has been showing these signs, tactical signs like B4, C9, like what they used to do with England.
मतलब where are you on that? मतलब मुझे क्या याद आ रहा है ना, आई डोंट नो इफ यू कैन रिलेट, एनीवन इन द चैट कैन रिलेट भाई, हैंसी क्रोनी एंड बॉब बुलमर। तो हैंसी क्रोनी
Yeah,
है had a moment where he
earpiece.
had a earpiece।
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah,
Okay,
I
I was
remember
actually
that.
watching
I
that game
remember
live।
reading it. I never watched it. Yeah, I was very
देखिए
young.
मतलब in my opinion, yes, it's not cricket, it's not football, लेकिन if it happens, like lot of things happen basically in cricket after watching other sports,
Yeah.
I don't see it's a problem because let's be
I don't
honest,
know. I don't see any problem. I don't understand what is all this thing about. I think cricket
yeah,
should
like
advance this way. This is the way in football you have a manager who's done the touchline. It's easy for the manager to convey it. But when it comes to
hmm,
cricket, the manager is sitting on the second floor, or the coach is sitting on the second floor. How does he convey it? And I also see with the number of data analysts getting involved, the coach is getting more and more involved in the game. Before, coach had a limited role until the game, and during the game he did not have a lot of roles. But right now, you have
right।
a coach getting more and more involved, especially in T20 cricket. That's
T20 में
very
तो
good.
बहुत ज्यादा है, मतलब आईपीएल में हम देखते हैं यार। और वही है, पीपल इन द चैट, आप लोग भी बोलिए आपका राय क्या है। यहाँ पर हम क्या डिस्कस कर रहे हैं कि बेसिकली जो कोच है श्रीलंका के, ही इज बेसिकली पुटिंग signs on board, and of course there was
Yeah,
people in the chat who also
yeah.
reminding me of that. मैंने देखा, लेकिन दैट इज समथिंग जो पाकिस्तान को अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है. अब यहाँ पर मेरा डिबेट ये है कि देखिए, इट इज नॉट अ सीक्रेट दैट अ लॉट
Right.
ऑफ टाइम्स, एंड आई मीन अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स, टाइम इज वेस्टेड ऑन द फील्ड. कि भाई जबरदस्ती एक ग्लव्स के साथ एक भेजना
Gloves के साथ,
सब्स्टिट्यूट
हाँ,
फील्डर, वो आके क्या
हाँ,
करता है, सेम चीज करता है वो. तो
हाँ,
व्हाई नॉट
same
डू इट
चीज़, हाँ.
डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द
Absolutely. I
डगआउट.
mean, it is very good for cricket. It makes cricket more data advanced. Secondly, I also feel, let's be honest, like Chris Silverwood has been coming from that English school where in England used to do this, and in England he had a lot of flack. I remember they went to South Africa for this T20 series, and he displayed the same kind of images, and they faced a lot of flack. Owen Morgan, they had this data analyst from Cambridge, if I'm not wrong. He had this
Okay.
crazy data analyst which they used for KKR as well. So that was a school, right? They wanted to take cricket to another level, and when it comes to data and all those kind of stuff. I think it's an inside edge, is it? The
Yeah,
ABW?
this
Very
is
bad.
probably
Okay.
the worst ever review that I've ever seen in recent times. Not that India have been great, I know, in reviews, generally speaking.
This has been bad.
लेकिन
This is just pressure. This is just pressure to get Rizwan out, and because they cannot take the review the last time.
या मतलब अगेन बिकॉज ऑफ दिस विकेट ना, मैं तो अभी भी बोलता हूँ पाकिस्तान, जस्ट आई गिव अबाउट 51% टू पाकिस्तान. 51%.
Yes.
आई फील दैट मतलब दे कैन चेंज गियर्स नाउ इन मे बी द 11th or 12th ओवर, मतलब
The momentum
विद.
is slightly shifted.
देखते हैं मतलब विदाउट अ कैप, विदाउट अ हेलमेट भाई. हाँ, इफ्तिकार. Again, I won't support this modern cricket में, but it is what it is. Very hot, obviously,
Bad out.
where we can understand. But people, भाई, let me know. आप लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं? People in the chat, let me know what percentage are you giving to you know to Pakistan. Let's put it that way. मैं 51% दे रहा हूँ. Empire भी मजाक उड़ा रहा है about that review, I guess.
I
दिव्यांशु
mean,
बोल रहे
yeah,
हैं.
it was clearly not out. I not hear the noise because I'm on mute, but then I bet it was not out. If we could find out with our naked eye, it was not out.
हाँ हाँ, मतलब it was basically outside the off stump यार. Impact
Even after
100%.
taking a bad deflection, it was outside the option. So imagine.
45% बोल रहे अली गेमिंग. चलो,
Hmm.
आई थिंक थोड़ा सा, आई नो दैट
It
अली
all
गेमिंग आर
depends
सपोर्टिंग
where
पाकिस्तान.
Pakistan will be at the end of 13 overs. If Pakistan reaches 100 in 13 overs, I would say 60% Pakistan, or else Sri Lanka will be there like 55, 50. So that should be Pakistan's target to take their team score to next 3 overs, hit for 30. This is Dhoni.
हाँ,
This is
धोनी.
Dhoni.
ओ, द ओल्ड धोनी, यू मीन द वन विद लॉन्ग
Yeah,
हेयर.
yeah.
हाँ, रोहित शर्मा का भी पुराना चेहरा था, बट यार कलर ऑफ द स्किन से आई डोंट नो वेदर इट्स गूगली अगेन. आई
This
डोंट नो
is
मैन, मैं थोड़ा कंफ्यूज्ड हूँ. यू नो व्हाट, फॉर मी, रिमेंबर रायन साइड बॉटम?
oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Wait.
धोनी या
Wait.
सचिन.
Now we have to look at the hair. Now we have to look at the people who had long hair. But does
सी
he have a
देखिए,
long hair as I mentioned? Is it a googly as you mentioned? Sachin भी
धोनी,
बोल रहे लोग.
यूसुफ पठान, नो वे मैन, कम ऑन. मजाक उड़ा रहे हो यूसुफ पठान का भाई साहब. सचिन सचिन कैसे लग रहे हैं यार आप लोगों को?
Yeah,
नहीं यार,
interesting.
सचिन.
Actually, no. Wait. They have a point. Just look from your left slightly. He looks like that World Cup Sachin image.
या बट द हेयर इज प्रीटी क्लियर ना. और यू नो व्हाट, एक और गूगली हो सकता है पीपल, दैट दैट ब्लैक थिंग मे नॉट बी हेयर, इट माइट जस्ट बी अ बैकग्राउंड.
Yeah. Because it doesn't look like from side Sachin भी लग रहा है.
या साइड बॉटम इज प्लेइंग, एंड एक्चुअली फॉर मी लुकिंग लाइक साइड बॉटम एज वेल. सचिन एक बार, चलो सचिन
Ishan,
देखते.
not bad.
नहीं है, चलो सचिन तो नहीं है भाई. इतना पता है कि 49 से कम है, मतलब आई थिंक इज प्रॉब्ली अ करंट क्रिकेटर, चल आई एम गेसिंग. लेकिन nothing is true. So basically, clues, just to explain to you, Abel, nothing
Okay.
is true which is on screen. That means it is not an Indian, not a player who plays primarily as a batsman, not right-handed batsman,
Not a left-hand
not a
bowler.
leg spinner.
No, not
अच्छा,
a
L leg
left-hand.
spinner था. Okay, I got it now.
Okay.
Uh, Sachin, you would call him mainly a leg spinner only, right? He was actually
Yeah.
everything.
So,
लेकिन वही, तो वही
not
सचिन तो
naked.
नहीं है.
So that opens avenue. Uh, my
So
God.
should we go side bottom? देखिए, side bottom bats
Yeah,
left
what
hander.
about Mohammad Amir?
मोहम्मद आमिर भी हो सकते हैं. यस
What about
मोहम्मद
left?
आमिर भी हो सकते हैं. आई थिंक मोहम्मद आमिर करे. आई विल वेट फॉर अ कपल ऑफ गेसेस इन द चैट. इट कैन बी साइड बॉटम मोहम्मद आमिर, बट अगेन दैट ब्लैक थिंग माइट नॉट बी एक्चुअली हेयर, हु नोज. बाय द वे मैच का अभी 10 over 68 हुए हैं. पाकिस्तान need 103 60 balls, 10.3 required. I still feel Pakistan
Remember the
51%
old
bowling.
Muhammad Ahmed 2009, 10?
बॉलिंग का लेकिन वही है कलर, मतलब नो डिसरिस्पेक्ट, लेकिन वही है कलर मुझे नहीं लग रहा. इमाद वसीम, इमरान खान.
Yeah. I
नहीं,
mean, वो
इमरान
left
खान तो
hand
49 से ज्यादा एज यार उनकी. 49 से कम है ना. आमिर भी हो. चलो
शाहिद
मोहम्मद
अफरीदी
आमिर
क्या?
करते हैं. लेट्स ट्राई. आमिर का डबल ए क्या?
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
मोहम्मद
मोहम्मद आमिर,
आमिर
yeah, first one.
नहीं है यार. चलो वी न्यू इज लेफ्ट हैंड बैट्समैन फॉर श्योर. नॉट अ पाकिस्तानी, नॉट एन इंडियन, नॉट अ बॉलर, नॉट अ बैट्समैन. सो प्रिटी श्योर इट्स एन ऑलराउंडर और अ विकेट कीपर. It's either an all-rounder wicket keeper who
Now this
does
is very
not
weird.
actually bowl left arm fast or leg spin.
I don't know why. Maybe side
31.
bottom is also is a left arm bowler, so that is also gone.
हाँ,
Nathan Bracken was
नहीं
another
नहीं,
one.
that's not gone. That's not gone. I would consider side bottom as a left arm medium fast at best. Left arm medium.
So he's
नहीं
a bowler. He's a bowler, right? So bowler is definitely not there.
नहीं नहीं, it's not a bowler also. Yeah, it cannot be side bottom. It cannot be side bottom.
He's a left hand
It's either
bat. It's a left
wicket
hand.
keeper या तो all rounder.
This is
इमरान
weird.
नजीर इज अ नाइस गेस बाय द वे. इमरान नजीर हो सकते हैं. एक सेकंड. नहीं, लेफ्ट हैंड बैट है यार. इमरान नसीर नहीं है.
पाकिस्तानी से तो नहीं है ना? पाकिस्तान से तो नहीं है.
हाँ, पाकिस्तानी भी नहीं है. एग्जैक्टली, इट्स नॉट अ पाकिस्तानी. हियर मी एवरीवन भाई, मैं जब क्लूज एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ प्लीज सुनिए मेरे मुझे. नॉट अ पाकिस्तानी, नॉट एन इंडियन. डेफिनेटली ईदर अ विकेट कीपर और एन ऑलराउंडर. प्राइमरी रोल उनका लेफ्ट हैंड बैटिंग करते हैं. ठीक है. और लेग स्पिनर नहीं है, लेफ्ट आर्म फास्ट बॉलर नहीं है. 31 और 48 के बीच में उनका एज है. कौन है भाई? आप बोलिए. Definitely you can help me out here. It's teamwork यहाँ पर. We are not doing any contest. Mark Boucher बोले दिव्यांशु. नहीं, it cannot be. It's a left hand bat दिव्यांशु. याद रखिए, it's a left hand batter. Batting left hand करते हैं. Yeah, he's not a pure batsman. He's an all rounder. Again, I'll focus on the चेहरा. चेहरा में देखा जाए तो क्रिकेटर. Don't tell me there are women cricketers as well included. I don't know about that. I hope so not. Grandhome. No, he's a right hand batter. So he cannot be Grandhome. Grandhome is right hand, ना? Grandhome is a right hand batter. यहाँ पर एबल अटक गए लगता है. कोई नहीं, एबल विल कम बैक. ग्रैंडहोम तो नहीं हो सकते भाई. बट हाँ, कोई और कंट्री का करते हैं गेस. कोई और कंट्री का करते हैं. अगेन ऑलराउंडर कैटेगरी में मुझे लग रहा है, मेरी गट फीलिंग बोल रही है ऑलराउंडर कैटेगरी में है. आई थिंक मार्क बाउचर नहीं हो सकते. वही लेफ्ट हैंड बैटर है ना. आई डोंट नो इफ यू गाइस रिमेंबर ऋषिकेश कानितकर लग रहे हैं मुझे, लेकिन इंडियन है नहीं. पक्की बात है वो तो. अगेन फॉर द सेक ऑफ गेसिंग मैं गेस कर सकता हूँ. एनीवन, कोई और गेसेस है आपके पास? कोई और गेसेस नहीं है. कम ऑन. नॉट इन इंडियन, नॉट इन पाकिस्तानी. इट्स ईदर एन ऑलराउंडर or a wicket keeper. Bats left-handed, does not bowl leg spin, does not bowl left arm fast, and between 31 and 48 years of age. Sangakkara. हाँ, correct. It has got to be Sangakkara. लग रहा है अब. Yes, Sangakkara. Again, I remember with the cap always, इसलिए maybe, but Sangakkara is a brilliant guess. Brilliant guess यार. Brilliant guess. Brilliant, Adesh bhai. Adesh, you are rocking, man. I must say, you are absolutely rocking. And while the match is also,
Oh, snap. This is getting interesting.
but Adesh, well done यार भाई. सेकंड आपने करेक्ट बोला है, बहुत ही अच्छा. संगाकारा भी हो सकता है बिल्कुल. अली गेमिंग वही था. और यहाँ पे आई थिंक एबल का इंटरनेट कट गया है, लेकिन कोई नहीं. ही विल बी कमिंग इन अ कपल ऑफ मिनट्स. लेट मी सी. बट यार बढ़िया है संगाकारा. और क्रिकेट का हुआ इसलिए डिफिकल्ट है बिकॉज रिटायर्ड प्लेयर्स भी होते हैं. दैट इज व्हाई इट्स डिफिकल्ट इन माय ओपिनियन. लेकिन यहाँ पे क्विक सिंगल नहीं, 2 लेते हुए पाकिस्तान यार. नाइस रनिंग बाय रिजवान. चलो, कारुण रत्ने बॉलिंग. हो गया उनका सेकंड ओवर. और 11 ओवर 74 फॉर 297 रिक्वायर्ड ऑफ 54. कितना परसेंटेज दे रहे हो पाकिस्तान को अभी? आई स्टिल फील बिकॉज ऑफ 2 विकेट्स ही गिरे हैं भाई. आई स्टिल फील पाकिस्तान आर फेवरेट्स, बट जस्ट अबाउट 55% दूंगा मैं. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. वेल डन यार. एब्सोल्युटली वेल डन. तो आदेश, तो मीनवाइल भाई पाकिस्तान को कितना परसेंटेज दोगे? पीपल इन द चैट. अगेन पाकिस्तान के पास है खुशदिल शाह, मोहम्मद नवाज, शादाब खान, आसिफ अली जो बैट कर सकते हैं, तो दे स्टिल हैव अ लॉट ऑफ 45 पार्क स्टिल मैन, व्हाई यार? मतलब रन रेट आई नो इज डिफिकल्ट, लेकिन T20 है, यस आई नो इट्स अ फाइनल, 9 ओवर में 99, 11 या 11 रन चाहिए पर ओवर, डुएबल है विद 8 विकेट्स इन हैंड। हाँ, इस ओवर से दे हैव टू हिट बिकॉज हसरंगा हैज कम, दैट इज द क्रूशियल पार्ट फॉर श्रीलंका। इफ ही टेक्स अ विकेट देन हो जाएगा 45 फॉर पाकिस्तान। अभी एज थिंग्स स्टैंड आई वुड गिव 55 फॉर पाकिस्तान। अली गेमिंग, again do not forget to like, share, subscribe people, certainly helps. Okay, let me see. By the way, again, reminder, yaar. Kal raat, that is Monday evening, we are having UCL Match Day 2 preview. Hopefully with a very, as an exciting guest as well. और टेम्प्ट होगा भाई इफ्तिकार, इफ्तिकार वेंट फॉर द शॉट, छक्का यार, छक्का भाई, बढ़िया शॉट, बहुत ही रिस्की शॉट था आई मस्ट से, बिकॉज ही डिडंट गेट टू एग्जैक्टली द पिच ऑफ द बॉल, बट बहुत ही रिस्की शॉट। ओके, लेट मी मैसेज एबल। पाकिस्तान इज अहेड एट दिस पॉइंट इन टाइम, बिल्कुल यार, मैं तो बोलो पाकिस्तान 55% दिया था, और आफ्टर द 6 यू माइट जस्ट से पाकिस्तान 60% चांस है, यू नेवर नो, मतलब दे आर गेटिंग देयर एब्सोल्युटली। मतलब आई हैव टू से भाई, लुकिंग एट जो टेम्परामेंट रहा है ना पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट का, मतलब इन रीसेंट पास इन व्हाइट बॉल क्रिकेट, I must say they are absolutely right up there with among the very very best यार। मतलब I am envious as an Indian fan। एक और बढ़िया शॉट डाउन द ग्राउंड यार, इफ्तिकार हसरंगा को ले रहे हैं, दे आर बेसिकली टारगेटिंग हसरंगा। हसरंगा, I've said it a lot of times as an RCB fan, he doesn't convince me as much as a lot of people get convinced, for the same reason he has a lot more loose deliveries than what basically a Chahal has, in my opinion। Again, आप disagree कर सकते हो, but that is just something that Hasaranga has to learn। ऐसा नहीं है कि plants the batsman as much as Chahal does, so hopefully for श्रीलंका सेक हसरंगा एक बॉल कर ले भाई, अच्छा इस ओवर में थोड़ा मैच और इंटरेस्टिंग हो जाएगा। प्लीज टेक विकेट ऑफ रिजवान, क्रिश बोल रहे हैं आई डोंट वांट हिम टू ब्रेक कोहलीज रिकॉर्ड ऑफ मोस्ट रन्स इन एशिया कप। कम ऑन, एज एन records are meant to be broken, Krish, but I hear you absolutely। मैं तो अच्छा चाहता हूँ जस्ट गेम, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल भाई। रिजवान, मतलब अगेन अर्ली कॉल मैन ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट, व्हाट डू यू थिंक, हु इज द प्लेयर ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट फॉर यू? आई नो इट्स अर्ली कॉल, हम आएंगे उस पर टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ दिस इनिंग्स, लेकिन ऑलरेडी मैं तो बोलता हूँ रिजवान इज राइट अप देयर। और नजीम, नजीम आई थिंक इन बिटवीन एक मैच मिस किया उन्होंने। Would you say Naseem, or would you say Rizwan, or would you say Rajapaksa player of the tournament? Let me know in the chat who is your player of the tournament. Shanaka also had a couple of very good important matches as well. लेकिन हसरंगा, why not हसरंगा as well भाई? Oh, bad luck, बैड लक ही कट था, आई डोंट नो, बढ़िया। हाँ, 2 रन हुए, 2 रन हुए बस, कम ऑन, कोई नहीं, कट, आई थिंक कट द बॉल और अदर इट वाज एज, लेट्स सी द रिप्ले। लेकिन इफ्तिकार इस ओवर में भाई जाग गए इफ्तिकार। अर्ली कॉल रिजू ब्रो, यार आई वुड से रिजवान ही लग रहे हैं मुझे यार, मैच ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट लग रहे हैं रिजवान। प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच राजापक्सा होंगे अगर श्रीलंका जीतती है, नहीं तो अगेन भाई यू नेवर नो, इट माइट जस्ट बी रिजवान अगेन, हु नोज। लेकिन प्रेशर है भाई, चेजिंग इन द फाइनल इज नेवर इजी, एब्सोल्युटली नेवर इजी। ओ, बॉल इज कीपिंग लो, द बॉल इज कीपिंग लो पीपल। भाई इज इट अ चेंज जो हुआ है पिच में? द बॉल केप्ट रियली लो इस बॉल, इस गेंद में, लेकिन होता है कभी कभी हसरंगा का, आई नो ही बॉल्स इट प्रिटी फ्लैट एट टाइम्स, लेकिन बहुत ही लो रखा है यार, बॉल बॉल बाउंस नहीं हुई इनफ, आई डोंट नो। I am excited to see Tim David in the Australian World Cup squad. Can he replicate the performances of franchise cricket international as well? Again, honestly, मैं सच में बोलूं तो I personally don't like the fact that they are moving to other countries, just like even in Owen Morgan in the past. लेकिन वही है, would Owen Morgan have the number of runs or the number of, as an obviously World Cup victory, if he was not made an English cricketer from an Irish cricketer? Nahi. Maybe something can happen to Tim David. In my opinion, time will tell. Time will tell. लेकिन again T20 format में wow, he is good on his day, absolutely. Meenu Sanjay, thanks yaar for the comment. People, it's getting closer than ever, man. मतलब again this over has been पाकिस्तान के फेवर में भाई, लेकिन फिर भी 87 for 2 in 88 for 2 in 12 overs. They need what, 83 runs in 8 overs. They needed 11 an over. अभी they need just under 10 and a half an over. What do you think? अच्छा, लैपटॉप क्रैश था, एबल का लैपटॉप क्रैश हो गया, बैटरी चार्ज नहीं किया होगा, कोई नहीं, आ रहे भाई 5 मिनट में। अरे आ गए एबल आ गए, Abel, I read your message now.
Yeah,
How are
I
you?
mean, I think it was some weird. It just froze. The screen froze for me for a
Oh,
second.
that way. Yeah, yeah. It happens. It happens a lot of times. You must have opened a lot of windows, I guess.
I don't know. There was no window open also. Weirdly, I was zooming in on that picture
Okay.
and it crashed.
No,
Who was it?
people care. एक सेकंड पीपल केयर अबाउट मोस्ट रन्स इन एशिया कप वी आर आउट ऑफ टूर्नामेंट अभिषेक बहुत ही अच्छा बढ़िया पॉइंट है आई लव दिस कमेंट आई नो दैट बाय द वे आई नो दैट सो क्रिश सेज बाय द वे बिग अप टू क्रिश एज वेल क्रिश सेज प्लीज टेक विकेट ऑफ रिजवान आई डोंट वांट हिम टू ब्रेक कोहलीज रिकॉर्ड ऑफ मोस्ट रन्स दिस एशिया कप ठीक है बट अगेन इज इट डज नॉट मैटर टू बी ऑनेस्ट दैट्स व्हाट अभिषेक इज सेइंग आई
Yeah.
लव
To be
एज इन
honest, highest wicket taker और highest run scorer हमारे पास ही है अभी. So it doesn't
और
matter at
ये
all.
क्या मैटर क्या करता है यार भाई हमने हगा है एशिया कप में Simple as that. We have done terrible. It's
To be
probably
honest.
मतलब in recent times I cannot say enough. Like मैं तो बोल रहा था at one point that it's obvious India Pakistan. I have to
Hmm.
say that. लेकिन Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
you have to give the credit. Afghanistan also were unlucky in my opinion. नहीं?
Yeah, true, true. I mean, Afghanistan was unlucky, but for us, I thought that game against Sri Lanka should have been close. Remember, on the same live, we were talking about how we were 7 run short, and exactly that's what
Mhm.
happened. We were 7 run short, and our bowling was awful. I mean, whatever said, we really pulled the game to the end, but our power play bowling and the first 10 overs were awful. We lost the game there. There was no body language. It just felt like we were club cricketers there, and we don't deserve. When you lose to Sri Lanka and Pakistan, you don't deserve to be in the final. I know people were like, "Oh, we won against Afghanistan. I wish Afghanistan had defeated Pakistan. If Afghanistan would have defeated Pakistan, would have been playing final today against Sri Lanka." But we never deserved to be in the final. To be very honest.
Yeah, by the way, I just noticed something, and this is talk about disappointment. I am disappointed as a content creator, यार. मतलब come on, bro. Everyone here. भाई से आज का सेकंड स्ट्रीम है लास्ट 24 घंटों में थर्ड स्ट्रीम है
Wow.
बट वी हैव गॉट 100 वोट्स इन एंड 40 लाइक्स दिस नॉट फेयर सब लोग लाइक बटन दबा दीजिए जो भी आता है भाई लाइक दबाते दीजिए दैट इज व्हाट यूट्यूब एल्गोरिथम इज सो प्लीज लेट्स डू दैट इट्स अ टीम एफर्ट रिमेंबर इट्स
By the way, who
बेसिकली आवर
was that
चैनल
cricketer? Guess the cricketer. Who was that?
Sangakkara bro and Adesh I think got it right brilliant guess
Wow. The old one with the hair?
Sangakkara I'll show I think I have that window open let me just show it you'll figure it out
Crazy. I
it's
mean,
it's a proper
why
pic
did
of
we think
Sangakkara
about
without
it?
the cap which we have not seen enough I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy. Wow. Make sense. Makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. Give us another who am I question. Yeah, it's getting really interesting part of the match यार अभी नहीं
Yeah.
let's
See,
we'll give अच्छा
I was
एक
pretty
और देंगे
confident if
मतलब
they
बोले
end
से
up at 113 overs, that'd be a good one. I think right now it's slightly. This is a wonderful over by Tikshana. Excellent over so far. What an over. This was the over
but
for Sri Lanka.
यार I think Iftikhar took the game away in my opinion. Iftikhar जो मारा ना हसरंगा को पिछले ओवर में I think he took the
But
game away.
that's been a thing with Hasaranga. If you remember, even for RCB, his overball is googly quite a lot, which is making him so predictable.
Exactly.
His
Yeah,
overballing is googlies, which makes like
बिल्कुल यार.
batsmen are lining up for his googly, and it's easy to take him over square leg or to hit him straight. Otherwise, it would have been nice. I mean, he's not
Hmm.
Chahal. I can definitely he's not Chahal. Chahal is much more, deceiving in the air. He's got more guile. But yeah,
मतलब I tend to compare. I know I shouldn't be, but it's what it is. But Madhushan coming back, people. The man with the golden arm is innings के लिए.
you
Madhushan
know
coming back. Let's
what's
see. बहुत
funny?
important.
Anushan got a game replacing Asit Fernando last game just because it was a dead rubber. He went on to
Right.
pick up a couple of wickets there, and everybody got impressed. And
See, that
Asit
is
got a
what you
couple.
say na sometimes. Exactly. So right now it is what 92 for 2. Pakistan chasing 171 of course. And how many do Pakistan need now? 80,
They
right?
need, 80,
79.
correct? 80 in 41
79
balls.
of 41 balls.
79 or 49 balls, pretty much.
Okay. And
Mm,
this is like
interesting.
it has to be Pakistan's game, yeah. Come on.
At
Nahin?
this point, yes. But if this is a
Right.
good over, if this over just goes below 10, 70 of 6 overs is still tough. It's
I
still tough.
still think wicket is crucial here. I still think the wicket is crucial.
Wicket is crucial, but let me tell you, Rizwan has got the ability to really maneuver, but he does not really have that finishing kick like an Asif Ali or a Shadab Khan. So one will have to get going from here on because they've got 8 wickets in hand at this point. So
हाँ,
one will have to.
they will. I think they're probably waiting for वो ये हसरंगा लास्ट ओवर में आप देखो तो they hit him. They're probably waiting
Mhm.
for ये this over because this guy's got wickets today, ना. Maybe that's why I'm guessing.
But I think there's going to be a lot of
Uh,
twist. I'm calling
चलो
it.
यार Krish has a comment. Let's address this. Let me address this. I don't think I'm wrong. If I wish for a player to claim top scorer award, which is possible, but I can't think wish anything for Team India team. Okay, fair enough. मतलब वही है मतलब Team India तो कुछ achieve नहीं कर सकती तो at least that मतलब I hear your point of view absolutely. लेकिन
Do
वही
we
है
have an award
mindset.
for that?
Oh, out हो गया यार. Oh my god. Wicket gone, man. This match is interesting. I
Then
know Ali
slow.
Gaming up there is Sri Lanka को now.
Wow.
Is it
Okay, I got it.
shifted?
But massive,
Iftikhar,
massive wicket. Very big wicket. Massive wicket
Iftikhar
here. I mean,
was hitting. Remember, he's out.
I mean, see, this is a man with a golden arm,
Madhushan,
ultimately,
man.
as we were all talking about. What a baller. I mean, he's got something
Madhushan
about
के
him.
लिए Madhushan, I know Pakistan fans is not great moment for you. लेकिन Madhushan, man, he deserves it. Yes, तीनों ही wicket. I would not say a great balls as such. लेकिन the
Yeah.
fact is he's taken 3 wickets
But
in such an important match,
yeah,
especially not being a starter in the tournament.
true. I mean, so Sri Lanka's tactical ploy definitely worked. They believed in him, they brought him in, and ultimately, how can you blame, Unless he has a very bad over from here on. Even if he has a very bad over, it's fine. He picked up 3 crucial wickets.
अच्छा बाय द वे यार मुझे मैं न्यूट्रल हूँ यहाँ पे ठीक है तो आई डोंट थिंक इट फेवर मी और नॉट सो इधर वेज आई एम ओके यार आई जस्ट नीडेड अ गुड मैच गेट इन अभिषेक बोल रहे हैं अभिषेक इज क्लियरली सपोर्टिंग श्रीलंका 60-40 श्रीलंका
I think a lot of Indians are supporting Sri Lanka, to be very honest. But yeah.
हाँ मतलब one thing is also the fact that I let's be honest the fact is we lost to Pakistan in back to back major tournaments ना एक थोड़ा सा
Yeah.
खटकता है यार much as respect to
But if
Pakistan
Pakistan doesn't win this, it's a major blow for them. You know why? Now, I understand Sri Lanka are the host nation, but it's been played in UAE. Pakistan have been playing in these grounds for the last 10 years or so. They lost in World Cup semi-final, which was quite disappointing for them in the same ground. We've been talking about India, right? Pakistan would be more disappointed than India because India lost in group stage back to back, and you knew how big a factor was toss. Today, the toss worked in their favor. Everything worked in their favor. So if they don't go on to win this tournament, it's going to be major because I don't think Pakistan really has a chance in Australia. In Australia, if you look historically, I'll tell you, last 2 decades, Pakistan have never done well there. I think the last Test match they won was in 1994. Wherever they've gone for a T20 series, they've got walloped by Australians and T20 World Cup as well. These batters, I have to talk about Iftikhar, I have to talk about the likes of Nawaz, they're all struggling in short pitch bowling. And I think if we have Bumrah back, we're going to give Pakistan a real tough time in Australia.
Many again, lot of ifs and buts, but I hear you absolutely. Yaar. Matlab, Pakistan should be winning this match. Matlab, the fact that they are chasing, I know it's a big final, but they should be
Yeah.
winning. Let's see. बिल्कुल who am I कर रहे भाई. People who are interested in who am I can start guessing.
Why do I think this is Suresh Raina? See,
I
you
think
have to look at the way in
Surya
which he
Kumar
has
Sky
turned.
नहीं लग रहा Sky Surya Kumar.
No, look at the way in which he has turned his face. He'll be a left-hander.
Okay.
No, wait.
Interesting.
Has he turned his face to any angle? I'm not able to find it. Maybe Sky. I'm not going to zoom in a lot. I don't want my computer to crash again.
युवराज अभिषेक बोल रहे युवराज है कृष बोल रहे कोहली और रैना
I think it's a left-hander.
मिस्टर आईपीएल मास्टर गेमर जेके By
Raina
Mr.
or
IPL, you
Yuvraj?
mean what? Raina?
Raina, huh? Looks like a lefty to me. I don't know why.
Ashwin. अच्छा नहीं ये तो क्वेश्चन था मैं अच्छा बाय द वे यू वांट टू एड्रेस दिस क्वेश्चन क्विकली who should be the third spinner for India? Should there
I
be a
mean,
third
I don't
spinner
think
in the
India will
11?
go with 3 spinners.
Exactly.
Let's be very honest. India will go with 2 spinners for the World Cup because they made the mistake even in UAE by going with 3 spinners. So I think alongside Chahal, it could be Ashwin most likely because Chahal is there. They won't go with another leg spinner. Rather, they'll go with a off spinner like Ashwin. And bigger grounds like Australia, I think Ashwin will come in handy. And also, Ashwin has got a decent ability with the bat. At times, you can use there as well.
Correct.
Ooh.
Definitely. By the moment Sachin came, I'm like, definitely this is Sachin, man. I didn't even wait for panel or other people to say. Definitely.
Interesting.
I don't know how I did not figure it. By Sachin, it has got to be Sachin.
You know why? Because he was turned towards left side, and most of the left-handers turned towards that side. And funny part is Sachin is a lefty.
But the thing is, they are very clever, na? They can easily, as in give the mirror image. Who knows?
But
That's the
Sachin
game.
has always turned towards left-hand side a lot of times because he's predominantly a left-hand writer and stuff. So that's the reason I feel.
Yeah,
A good one, a very good one.
JP Domini नहीं Sachin was wow brilliant guess यार first guess में मिल गया बिल्कुल सचिन ही थे यार सचिन ही थे absolutely
Last
बिल्कुल
time also we
accuracy
guessed Sachin.
ओके पीपल बाय मीनवाइल यहाँ पर ओवर अप हो गया, तो लेट्स नाउ फोकस भाई, लास्ट 6 ओवर्स है, वेरी वेरी
74
वेरी
runs,
वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट हो गया भाई। हाँ
74
हमने
runs.
74 in 6 overs, man, this is getting very edgy, लेकिन still
I
Pakistan
have a
favorites
feeling
able.
if Pakistan loses match, Rizwan's innings is going to backfire big time. It's a T20 standards के लिए I know understands the chase, but then 47 or
फाइनल
45
के
is
लिए
criminal. काफी
आई
है
डोंट नो
मतलब.
मैन, मतलब
हाँ
लाइक फॉर मी,
मतलब.
मतलब आर्ग्यूबली, मतलब आई नो वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट राजापक्सा ना, मेरे लिए इवन धनंजय de Silva was a awesome innings because
Yeah,
that kept the positivity going for Sri Lanka, which is Sri
true,
Lankan
true.
mentality over the years.
I loved it because firstly, Dhananjay De Silva is coming instead of Charit Asalanka, who has been one of the mainstays in the T20 team for the last 1 year. So for him to come and bat number 3 and take on like the likes of Naseem Shah, Hasnain, and Hroff, it was brilliant. I mean, he just kept the momentum going. It was never like Pakistan ran away with the game in the power play. He just kept it, and he played some beautiful shots there. But here it's going to be very interesting. If Rizwan gets out now and Pakistan loses, I'd say this innings is as bad as it can get.
What a
Let me tell
shot!
you one.
Oh, what fielding, man! World
Behind
class
that.
stop, man. What a stop. Is it a stop? I don't know. I think might be his left hand is touching the boundary. I think he saved 2 runs there. Pretty sure there he saved it. But again, I think they'll see the replay. Oh man. Let's see, man. Ali Gaving, you never know. Well, you still have 7 wickets in hand, so have faith. Is what I would say for Pakistan fans. But Abhishek is definitely supporting Sri Lanka. Rizwan got up the ante. Yeah, अभी दोनों को खेलना पड़ेगा. अभी दोनों को मारना पड़ेगा. No two ways about it. लेकिन कर सकते हैं. Full toss, man. Bad ball following up. De Silva, we just took De Silva's name, bro. De Silva is there.
I mean, yeah, but
Bowling.
I don't think it's a good move to bring him now. It's very bad.
Exactly. Why? As
Why
in,
why now? It was
who,
just dumb
let me show
decision,
the
I would say.
scorecard.
I would be very, very candid in saying it's a very dumb decision. I understand it's a left-hander to bat, but to bring him right now, come on, he's not your main spinner at all. If this over goes for 20 runs, that's game done for you. To be
Man,
very honest.
Hasaranga has 1 over. Or is it because Karunaratne is not supposed to be bowling 4 overs or what?
No, I think they brought him just for Nawaz. I know it's a very tactical
Oh,
call by them,
okay, the off spinner. Okay.
the off spinner for Nawaz, but I don't think it's a very good move at this point in the game. Maybe you never know. He might just pick up a wicket and prove us all wrong. To be
Yeah,
honest,
the first shot suggested otherwise, but again, this ball dot ball हुआ है. By 3 ball 4 run दिए, तो I don't think it's a bad over as
wicket
of
मिल
now.
सकता है. Team ball 4 run is not bad. It's decent, but I don't want if he goes for 15 and above from here on. It's a very bad over because they had the game in the control. This should be well a 10-run over at max.
Man, you know whom he's reminding me of? He's reminding me of a Dilshan, man.
It kind of
Dilshan
reminds me
used
of
to bowl this
Kedar Jadhav for
fastest.
some reason. I don't know why.
Jayant Yadav and Dilshan. हाँ वही है, मतलब those fastest off
Kedar
spinners.
Jadhav. I don't know why.
Was Kedar Jadhav? Okay.
वो नीचे आके मारते हैं ना.
अरे हेलो यार, कैसे हो पीयूष, कैसे हो, मतलब शाउट आउट टू प्रेडेटर एक्सएचटीबी यार. For anyone out there who by chance do not know the channel, man, you're missing out on a lot of content, especially if you're a Ronaldo fan and a Manchester United fan as well. Hasranga 1 over is very important. Bilkul. Again, it might go either ways. Remember,
I
Hasranga
don't
bowls those
think they
balls.
might go to Hasaranga. Maybe they might not. You know why?
Really?
Because
Out.
Hasaranga,
Oh,
that was very close to be honest.
was it a cotton ball chance? What a brilliant over, man.
Good
Just
over.
4 runs. Shanaka OP, man, in the house. Everyone. Tilakratne Dilshan,
I
Bilkul.
mean, one thing, he has not bowled like an off spinner. He has just darted the ball in. He reminded me of the bowler from Hong Kong. What's his name? Hasan, who bowls the
Oh,
Yorkers and
right.
is brilliant.
Man, but Sri Lanka are definite favorites now. Lekin, again, doable hai. Ali
I mean,
Gaming got out.
doable है, but does Sri Lanka have, no, does Pakistan have that firepower? Like what you have with West Indies, you have in the
I think
IPL.
they should send Shadab next. What do you think? What do you reckon? Agar fit hai to.
Shadab, I'll say Asif Ali, no doubt, no
Asif
two ways
Ali.
about it.
He's done
Asif
enough,
Ali.
yeah.
This
In terms
game
of hitting, Asif
will
Ali
not be
probably did.
decided by Asif Ali in the last 2 overs. If they have to win the match, it's going to be Asif Ali. I know Shadab played a very good innings against Afghanistan, but Shadab still takes maybe 5 to 7 balls initially. They can't afford that. Asif Ali will get going from ball one. If he plays a cameo of 15 runs, that's good enough. They need a momentum shift. And brilliant from Shanaka. I mean, brilliant captaincy. But so far, I mean, one thing I liked about De Silva is that he bowled those 2 bad balls. After he tried to come back to strength of bowling in the block hole, it was not easy for them to hit. And it really helped.
Karunaratne bowling, by the way, here, that's the
This is a
16th
big over,
over.
actually. It's a
Achha,
massive
meanwhile,
over.
this question, bro, would you like to take it, Abel?
What happened to Kusal Pereira? What he was an explosive opener. I mean, the thing with Kusal Pereira is that firstly, one thing what I've seen in Sri Lankan team is you saw a lot of players getting fined for discipline. Kusal Pereira was one of them. And Kusal
Mhm.
Pereira also his form really came down badly. I know he had a lot of reputation as an explosive batter, but his form was definitely not there. And they gave chance to someone like Patum Nisanga who did very good. And also Kusal Mendes have been excellent so far for them. I know he did not have the last two good games, but if you look at the scenario of the tournament, Kusal Mendes' 3 innings is what helped them to be in the final right now. So Kusal Mendes was brilliant. But I'd still like to see Gunatilaka being removed and Chandimal being coming into the team for Sri Lanka in the World Cup. Because Gunatilaka has not done any justice for his position. His average is 17 in T20 cricket,
No,
and
no,
that's not.
they shouldn't change this combination, bro. In my opinion,
I mean,
Kushal Pereira
Gunatilaka
is
has
the
not done
only.
anything good, to be honest. I mean, he's just a burden for them.
Okay, they big shot people, big shot out. Man, Sri Lanka is going to win the Asia Cup at as things stand 60% लग रहा है मुझे
Is it who's
65% दे रहा
out?
हूँ मैं
Nawaz is
श्रीलंका को
out.
अभी. This is Nawaz is out, but probably it's a blessing in disguise, no?
Blessing in
Asif Ali
disguise,
can
but then
win.
I would still. I mean, it just looks like Sri Lanka now. It's 75% Sri
Mhm.
Lanka right there.
अरे
To be very
गौरव को
honest,
बिग अप यार गौरव ही इज एबल नोज द स्टफ इनसाइड आउट जो आप सुन रहे हो अगर आप सुन रहे हो इतने देर से सो एबल को बिग अप एब्सोल्युटली एंड यस ऑफ कोर्स नो वी हैव मेट एबल ऑन मल्टीपल स्ट्रीम्स ऑफ कोर्स ही इज अ मैन सिटी फैन एज वेल फुटबॉल भी फॉलो करते हैं वी विल प्रोबब्ली इन द फ्यूचर हैव हिम डिस्कस दैट लेकिन
yeah.
क्रिकेट फॉर श्योर इनसाइड आउट कुशदील शाह कैन फिनिश फॉर पाकिस्तान मीनू बोल रहे हैं देखते हैं श्रीलंका
Khushal
मैच
Shah
लूज
can, but you know one thing, I'll take the question up because Khushal Shah has done it once against Hong Kong. He's not definitely established
या
himself in international cricket yet. And look at the situation, Asia Cup final. There are almost 30,000 people in Dubai watching him.
नहीं आई वुड
Situation,
रादर गो विद टू बी ऑनेस्ट मैं तो आसिफ अली और शादाब खान आर बेटर बेट्स राइट नाउ इन माय पर्सनल ओपिनियन
yeah. See where the momentum changed, right? I would say that innings of Rajapaksha right now looks like the one of the best T20 innings of all time if they go on to win Asia Cup. Because look at the situation, and as they always say, in big finals, runs on the board is like gold dust. And 170 looked like a huge total for Pakistan at this very point. They lost two in the power play that really derailed their momentum. But for Rizwan, this is a criminal knock. If he doesn't win the team match for them, for me in T20 cricket, you can't play such a knock. I'll just strike it just above 100. I know you're steering the ship. You have something in your mind. But if he doesn't win this match, this is as bad as a knock it can get. Because I know or for stats, it might look like a wonderful 50. He might go on to be the top scorer of the tournament. But batting in a strike rate of 100 when you're chasing 170 odd and scoring 50 odd runs in 50 balls, that's very bad. Very bad. He should win it for them from here on. If he doesn't, that's going to be a criminal knock for them.
Yep. By the way, yaar, again, yeah, I know that in between the overs or other, अभी out हुआ है, तो I'm just announcing it. Do not forget to like the stream. और I know that a lot of people might have missed. कल एक Who Am I हुआ था. I not announced it, well in advance. But if you have missed it, do watch it. It was one of the best, or rather, safely put, it was probably the best Who Am I in terms of competition and quality. So please जाकर देखिए वो Who Am I episode on Almighty Blues FC. आज रात को अगर आपने miss कर दिया, you will have some fun. That's for football, absolutely. Even after signing players like Haaland, City not able to find well, Adesh. Again, I can safely speak because again I've seen a transition of so many clubs. ना देखिए, I agree that definitely वो एक question mark है. मैं खुद I will not lie here saying that मैंने troll नहीं किया, मैंने किया है. लेकिन at some point ना, they are building their history. Probably they are say in the initial part of building their history. We as Chelsea fans were doing that in maybe 90s. Okay,
Yeah.
they are probably doing it right now. PSG probably started doing in early 2000s, 10s. That's
I
what I would
remember,
say.
let me tell you, Ankit, when I started supporting City, right, it was in 2009, if I remember. And at that time, I remember I used to go to school and I was only City fan there. And I used to be surrounded by United, Chelsea fans. And they'd be like, what is this team all about? I remember for me, I'm very blessed to see the growth of City. I know a lot of people
Hmm.
have missed their favorite club's growth. For me, I'll say I'm blessed to see the team growing from 2012, 14, then 16, 17. I mean, the Pep came. So I'm glad. I know there's no UCL still for City, but I know it'll happen over time.
Yeah. You've reached the final, bro. It's coming. I'm telling you. I hope it's not as an opposition fan. Like, it's coming soon. PSG
Yeah,
and
I think it's
Man City
coming,
both.
but at times you need to have that X factor, just to cross the line because there have been a lot of occasions where City have fallen short, and
Acha,
that
by the
really
way,
plays
sorry,
into their
sorry to cut you, but I think there was some confusion about who's going to take strike.
mind. Yeah,
Again, the new rule is very confusing, bro. They should have
it's
kept
not
the
yet
way it is.
implemented in international cricket. It is going to be implemented from October 1st. So from October
Yeah,
1st
but
onwards, we
what
won't
is
have
your
this.
take on that? What is your take? मतलब
I mean, it's very good. You saw it in IPL as well. For example, if a batsman is crossing, it shouldn't be actually allowed. I mean, I think if it's a wicket, it's a wicket, right? Why do you need another
You think
batter to be
so?
batting?
I think otherwise. I think otherwise. You know what? It adds an extra element on the presence of mind, which I think is required.
It is good, but there will see this. These are the confusions you wanted to stop as well. It's a lot of waste of time. And
For
right now,
like we were talking, why isn't cricket as popular in terms of quality and quantity in say Singapore, in Africa, and where it used to be, but it's not as much these years. So I think I agree with you there. Bayern versus PSG UCL final according to me. Okay, nice. Again, we'll come to the UCL predictions
wow,
for match day 2 tomorrow. So do not miss that on Almighty Blues FC.
interesting week for
Again, भाई
UCL,
काफी
no?
लोग देख रहे हैं, काफी लोग देख रहे हैं भाई, likes कम हो रहे
Interesting
हैं,
week
तो
ahead.
please like कर दीजिए stream. And again, people, just to let you know, people who might have joined late, by abhi bhi the match is there. Yeah, I know Ali Gaming is not happy,
I
but
think
it's a great
six.
six. Rizwan changed gears already.
He has to win it
60.
for Team Pakistan from here on. If not, it's going to be
It's
massive.
high time now, but he has
High
played a
time.
good innings. I would not criticize him, to be very honest. Matlab, that was knowing
Yeah,
how
if
Pakistan
you look
plays,
at
it was
Pakistan's
needed.
batting order, it is a decent innings, but still, if the team doesn't win, I would still say it's a bad innings. To be very honest, in my opinion.
Mhm. Okay, so people, bhai, abhi the equation I might have changed. 25 balls, if I'm not wrong. 62.
25 balls, 62 runs, and Pakistan still in the
Okay.
game. Still very much in the
Man,
game.
15 run per over is not easy. But again, who's bowling? That's what matters. They have spinner ka over, na?
I'm
Let
not
me
sure if
show
they're
share
going to
the.
use that spinners over because De Silva balled. That's the only reason why I feel they took that spinners over off because they know with Rizwan there, he can really take
Okay,
the spinner out.
Hasranga, you think they may not? नहीं यार लेना है यार
They
हसरंगा.
might, if they want a wicket, it's a gamble to be very honest. They
Okay.
might get a wicket, they might also go for 20.
People in the chat, आप लोग बोलिए, which are the four bowlers that Sri Lanka should use now?
So who all
You
have
tell
the
me,
over left?
Abel.
I think Madhushanka has got one, Tikshana has got one, this guy Pramod Madhushan has got one, and this guy has got one, Hasranga has got one. So this looks like the ideal finish of the last four overs, but that means
हसरंगा bowling.
two spinners will
हसरंगा
bowl.
bowling. This is the over, man. अगर मारना है ना, अगर पाकिस्तान को जीतना है ना,
This
Abel,
is
this
over.
has to be the over, right?
2 overs by spinners. I mean, that's massive. And Tikshana, I don't really count him as a bad spinner, but he's very good at death bowling.
Yeah, he,
But
he
this is
can
over.
bowl it flat,
This
ना?
is the over. Either there's
हसरंगा
a
is the
wicket
one, कोई
coming.
flight थोड़ा कराता है. Oh man, मारा, but is it enough? No, it's out. First ball, wicket, man.
Yeah, I told you,
This
either
one
it's
is
a
gone.
wicket is coming, or it's going all the way. So it's
This
massive.
one, the big wicket is gone, and yeah, you can say that it's Sri Lanka's game, but I still feel that Khushdil had come. Remember,
Not because
so
Asif Ali has to come. I think Asif Ali
Asif and
plays a big
Shadab
role here. Asif
are
Ali,
still
Asif Ali,
there.
100% Asif Ali. I don't know, he's a batting. He's playing as a batter, and if he doesn't come right now, I don't know when will he ever come. And he should come right now. And I think it's totally now Sri Lanka's game, but not yet. I think this over still got something to left. I think if they can do three blows, I mean 2 sixes and 1 4 from here on, Pakistan will still consider this to be a very good over. See, Rizwan, except hitting that six, he was playing a very slow knock. So this could be a blessing
Right.
in disguise for them.
Again, Ali Gaming, I understand the disappointment. Of course, मैं अगर होता मतलब Pakistan fan, I would have felt the same at this point in time, because I think your Minu Sanjay has a brilliant point that Fakhar has literally failed in the Asia Cup. Okay,
Hmm.
plus Fakhar has been found out against the short ball. Would you say
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Yeah, he's been
So
found in the short ball in
in
World
Australian
Cup in
conditions,
Australia. Yeah.
yeah, again, you
Haider
have
Ali
to
has
be.
been brilliant. I've been watching him in the PSL and I love the way he's batting. He's very young. I think he's got that. He kind of reminds me of Rohit Sharma also, the elegance, whatever he's got. I think he should play in the T20 World Cup. He's 21 years of age. And if you're not going to invest him right now, I don't know when they're going to invest him. And it's the best time. They've got 7 T20Is against England coming up next month. This month, actually, end of the month. And there's a right time to invest him and see how he goes about. And most likely, he should be the one starting. But I still think
Asif, bro, Asif has come.
let me tell you, with Matthew Hayden being appointed as the mentor of the Pakistan team for the World Cup, Matthew Hayden is a huge fan of Fakhar Zaman. I have a feeling that they will still stick on with Fakhar Zaman because Matthew
Oh
Hayden
yeah,
is the one who came and changed the ploy. He was
oh
like, you
yeah. I
should bat in the
remember. Even as a commentator, he was like all the time Fakhar Zaman. I remember that.
yeah. So huge
By the
fan of
way,
Fakhar Zaman.
um, I don't
Very
know,
interesting actually. If Kujal Shah can use the angle and hit him for like a couple of sixes, that's gonna be
mhm.
interesting. Or else he's gonna get another wicket.
Yeah, I have to agree with this comment as well. मतलब you have to give him the credit यार शानका को.
Absolutely,
मतलब काफी
absolutely.
यार डिसिल्वा को दिया ओवर यार. मतलब we all probably everyone did not agree with that. वही है
I
अरे
didn't agree.
बोल्ड मैन गया भाई. हसरंगा का ओवर हो गया. हसरंगा with this would you say player of the series हसरंगा all of a sudden.
Too early to say, but then I would say who
Man, he's taken 2 wickets in the most crucial over, man.
I
If this was
mean,
the
see,
over,
Asif Ali
अगर
has a
जीतना था
weakness against leg spin. If you remember last match also, he got him out.
यार, लेकिन पहले ही
Brilliant,
बॉल में
brilliant.
आउट हो गया यार.
I'm
थोड़ा सा
I'm so
इंटरेस्टिंग
proud.
होना
I'm
था
an
मैच.
RCB fan. He's one of our own. I still call him that. What a
यार,
night! I think man of the match
until he
is
convinces
the
me as a
candidate for man of the
child,
match.
I would not.
I would say I know Rajapaksha's innings was one of the best, but then 2 wickets, 36 runs. Gotta give it to him.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Even
this is
man
a
of the
younger
match,
player. Game
I'm
over. Game
calling him
over.
even
Sure.
player of the series, man. Why not? He's had a consistent
Yeah,
tournament.
very, very, very good series. I mean, last match, I told you that he has an excellent record against Pakistan. He has a bowling average less than 10. It's crazy over. And
Hmm.
proud man. I wish his batting had come good for RCB, but then maybe next
You
season.
know what? नहीं नहीं. You know what? Again, मैं थोड़ा सा लेफ्ट फील्ड बोल रहा हूँ. I know that people say नहीं हो definitely मैच खत्म है. हर एक बॉल में 3 रन चाहिए ऑन एवरेज. ठीक है, बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. But if you can say Shadab Khan, he has had a terrible day. If
Is he
something
coming
can
to bat?
happen,
Is he coming to bat?
I'm hoping that he was okay towards the end. I think he was walking about and
Yeah,
talking.
he's coming to bat. He's coming
Ah,
to
he's
bat.
come, he's come. Rizwan, what was
Not
that knock?
easy, not easy, not easy. You know why I say that, Ankit Bhaiya? Final में pressure बहुत अलग होता है.
बहुत है.
If it was a group
नहीं
match, I would have
नहीं,
said
ये has to
Pakistan.
just hit out और get out वाला ही मामला है यार. लगेगा तो लगेगा तुक्का. लाइक हरभजन का
Yeah,
लगता था.
yeah, I knew that this over was either like a huge gamble, but again, credit to Dasun Shanaka. Excellent captaincy, wonderful captaincy. He knew this was a gamble. Either it was going to pay off big time or it's going to go off. So I love the way he has shown the jigra over here, and what an excellent captain. I mean,
Yeah,
what a
a
way to
lot
turn
of
around.
people already criticizing Rizwan. I don't know यार. मतलब I
I mean,
know
I
that
criticize this one openly. I really think that was a criminal knock. To be very honest, this game, if they go on to
out हो
lose,
गया यार.
run
Out.
out,
Man, Sri Lanka are winning the Asia Cup pretty sure now. What an
run
over,
out, dude.
man. What an over.
Run
Catch.
out. Catch,
Caught at
okay.
Khushdil Shah gone. Khushdil Shah is
What an
gone.
over! What an over!
Short
This
third
is
man पे edge लगकर
crazy over, crazy over,
stoppage.
crazy over.
I don't know, man.
Celebrations are
Well,
out. I
49
love the
balls,
way.
55.
I mean,
Rizwan, yeah, you
so here are
can.
the new Asian champions.
Mohammad Rizwan in a poor final, yeah. Out, yeah, बिल्कुल. Again, by people in the chat, आप लोग बोलिए. Who is your man of the match and who's your man of the series? Man of the match, I would still give it to Rajapaksa, to be very
He
honest.
has to, you have to give it to Rajapaksha, but then man of the series, Hasaranga. Makes
हाँ
sense.
हसरंग I think they'll probably distribute. Very unfortunate for Rizwan. लेकिन वही है, because of this innings, it's probably worked
Yeah.
negatively for him. This
Yeah,
particular
I mean,
innings.
absolutely. I mean, if you look at Rizwan's innings, there has always been a savior for him towards the end. Rizwan is an impactful. People talk about Rizwan and Barber, but my opinion in the modern day game, you will be found out at some stage. They're very good in chasing 160, 150, but when it comes to anything about in excess of 160, Rizwan and Barber's template, their strike rate in T20 is just 127, 125, which is actually very bad. We blame KL Rahul, we blame Rohit Sharma, we blame Virat Kohli for the same reasons, right? But I think that's somewhere or the other down the line, it was going to backfire, and that's why it's backfiring now because Babar is also not scoring runs, and Rizwan alone cannot play that kind of one-dimensional kind of a game where he's striking at 120, 130. He has to really up his hand to 140, especially in run chases at least. Right now, he's being found out big time. So, and if this game, definitely not, definitely Rizwan has had a very bad game in my opinion. And he scored a 50. It looks very good for stats, but he
Stats
should
के
have
लिए
been
वही
scoring more.
है. He's done a Rahul जो राहुल पंजाब की बात हो रही थी ना.
Same,
He's done a
same.
Rahul basically. या बिल्कुल यार, हमने सब बोला था यार हसरंगा विल बी इधर या तो पिटेगा या तो विकेट्स लेगा. मतलब हसरंगा इज दैट काइंड ऑफ अ बॉलर ना.
What an over! I mean, 3 wickets.
Shanaka, man. But you have to give it to Shanaka. He
What
took a risk.
an
De
over!
Silva, Hasaranga, the moment he bowled them, right? Shanaka is a brilliant captain, man, I must say.
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. I mean, I
Uh,
love the way how Sri Lanka have chosen Shanaka. He's not your captaincy candidate where he looks like one of your captain, but there is something about him which is working. He's brought the dressing room together. If you remember the India series, again, time and time again, I go back to that Indian series is where, because that is where the impetus was laid, and that's where this team was formed. Because all of a sudden, you saw the youngsters coming through, Chamika Karunaratne, Hasaranga, You saw the Mendes coming through, and that's where it all changed for them. They won the season with India, and they've been on a high. And this year, the Australian series where they played, where Shanaka played at one of the best knocks, taking the team home after needing 50 from a similar situation. It was 59
Boundary,
overs in
yeah.
3 overs. Yeah, it was 59 overs in 3 overs, and they took his team home. So if you want us, if you want to look for
If
inspiration,
मतलब impossible, it's not impossible yet. लेकिन
yeah,
again probability less. भाई तीक्षणा bowling outside off stump edge and boundary हो गया. शादाब खान batting. लेकिन very impressed absolutely. और यहाँ पर यार people are saying that Pakistan is on a choker. I have my point of view. I would not agree with that yet. I
no,
would
no,
rather
not yet,
say
not yet.
India definitely are. India
No,
तो
not yet,
definitely are.
not yet. Pakistan उतना finals खेला भी नहीं. I mean, how
हाँ
many
यार
finals have
मतलब
we played?
आप
Last two
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
seasons.
वाला मैच देखो तो वहां पर द गाई ओन्ड हिम यार क्या नाम है उसका विकेट कीपर बैट्समैन ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया मैन
Wade. It was
वेड
just one of those
वेड
dominant
ओन्ड हिम यार
matches.
दे ओन्ड
And
हिम
remember that match, Hassan Ali dropped an important catch just before
या
those 3 sixes. And that's where things went down for them. All that was Pakistan's game, to be very honest.
एंड ऑफ कोर्स
What an over. I mean, still can't get over it.
शानका एज अ प्लेयर एज वेल इज अ परफेक्ट चॉइस अगेन इस मैच में अच्छा नहीं किया शानका का वही है बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल है इन द टीम यार
Oh, in
बहुत ही
2014,
इंपॉर्टेंट
that's
रोल
when
है
Sri Lanka won, is it?
शानका डिड नॉट बॉल राइट टुडे शानका डिड नॉट बॉल
Shanka did not ball, and it was a good move. I mean, Pakistan would have actually feasted on him, to be very honest. That kind of pace. I know he gets wickets here and there, especially against India, but
मैन
but
बट वुड यू हैव टू से यार एबल आई नो दैट लास्ट ईयर जो हुआ था इंडिया का अंडर राहुल द्रविड़ फर्स्ट स्टिंट इट वाज इंडिया बी टीम रियली लेकिन मतलब यू हैव टू इन एशियन कंडीशंस स्पेशली श्रीलंका आर रियली देयर मैन मतलब
Sri Lanka are really there.
आई
There's
टुक देम
something
लाइटली
about
टू
the
बी ऑनेस्ट
competition also. We talk about Real Madrid and UCL. When we talk about Asia Cup, it's always Sri Lanka, to be honest. I don't know if it's the legacy, it's about them feeling good in this particular competition. It's not about the World Cup, but when it comes to Asia Cup, Sri Lanka are a force to reckon with. Regardless of where it is played, wherever it is played, whatever the squad they have, it always helps, with the teams. Whenever Real Madrid, we feel like they cannot pull off an UCL, they go there, they feel good about the occasion, they feel like we've done it before in the same competition, we can pull it off once again. So that's what I believe with Sri Lanka also. It's just the occasion, it's just the aura what they are able to bring. I mean, Sri Lanka well
See, this is
deserved,
the
to be very
comment, yeah.
honest.
This is a comment. Well, fighting spirit, especially when it comes to limited overs, international, and even in Test cricket for that matter. Like anywhere you need that fighting spirit. एक होता है ना
I did
will
an
will
episode on Boomer 11 just on underdogs. And
not
when I
out.
was doing underdogs, the
Did
three
you see
teams I
that
was
by the way?
was a run out one.
Yeah, he missed the ball, yeah.
Yeah.
It should have been out.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, at this point, it's Sri Lanka's game. Totally Sri Lanka's game.
अच्छा
Totally.
बाय द वे यहाँ पर लेट मी एड्रेस दिस कमेंट क्विकली सॉरी टू कट यू ब्रो लेकिन अगेन देखिए मतलब डेफिनेटली
Not
every
yet.
point of view is respected let me
Not yet.
just put my comment यहाँ पर I have to address this I have a point of view I agree with this 100% to be very honest but Abel has a different view everyone has a different view यहाँ पर out हो गया by the way शादाब देखिए we cannot force for others to comment the way that you want right that's what everyone is welcome every view is welcome on this
Absolutely.
channel as much as you don't cross the line simple as that लेकिन
I
मत
mean, in the
time
recent 3 4 years, sorry to say, India have been going that line of South Africa. South Africa, I believe, are one of
नहीं
the
नहीं इंडिया
favorites.
100% chokers man Abel I would like to highly
Yeah,
I
I
would say
mean, there's
100%
no
chokers
reason why we should not believe they're not choking. They're choking in big occasions and big moments. We talk about,
no 100% there's no two ways about it I sorry man I know I respect you I love
yeah,
you
I
bro
totally understand. I
लेकिन
totally agree with you
देखिए
on this.
it's not about just limited overs cricket you saw the ICC test championship okay
Yeah,
you saw that you saw basically what happened against New Zealand even in basically 2019 cup
yeah,
then you
yeah.
saw champions trophy Pakistan okay then you're seeing right now in Asia cup even
Many,
I
many
spoke of the B
occasions.
team
Many occasions. Look at the number of finals we have played. In 2014, we played the final, we lost there. 2016, we played the semi final. 2015, we played the semi final in the World Cup, we lost there. 2016, semi final. 2017, final. 2019, World Cup final. 2020, the 2021, the World Test Championship and the World T20. So that's how bad it has been for Team India. And
And the
major
number,
IPL
okay, पहले आप बोल सकते थे there was a lot of politics, resources ये, but after Dhoni changed the things about a person from Ranchi doing it and IPL helping, I don't think resources की कोई कमी है यार in terms of
To be
basically
very
again
honest, I know people might disagree on this, but this team under Rahul Dravid, we've overcomplicated it. I know I'm going away from the match which is in hand, but I have to make this point. If you look at Rahul Dravid's coaching tenure, if you follow Rajasthan Royals and Delhi Daredevils, he has made decisions which is so unnecessary. He has gone to make decisions. For example, whenever a team is doing well, he goes on to make unnecessary changes. For example, a team was doing pretty good. All what they had to do was to bring Akshar Patel instead of Jadeja. They had to change the entire combination, made the team look, made Deepak Hooda the finisher. And a number of, I know this theory will work in an India under 19 team because you will like to give more and more players opportunity. But in an international team like India, it really doesn't work. And that really spoils the balance and also the momentum of the team. And I think Rahul Dravid, that's where I'll criticize him a lot. I've seen that with Rajasthan Royals and also with Delhi Daredevils. People are so ecstatic about Rahul Dravid being appointed as Indian coach. I think he's a very good grassroots level coach. He's still not yet proved in the senior level. Let it be in IPL or even here. Even here, because in the two multinational tournaments, I mean one multinational tournament, whatever we have played right now, it not really impressed me. And in test matches as well, when the situation was really high intense, he really made some tactical blunders as a coach, I believe, and that's
Yeah.
where I
By
believe.
the way, Tikshana's celebration was high class, man. I have to say, celebration of Sri Lankans, man. Hasaranga doing a Neymar, Tikshana doing a Cavani.
Karunaratne. Yeah, I mean, these guys follow football quite a lot. To be very honest, Hasaranga is huge, and Chamika Karunaratne is also a huge football fan, and I mean, like it. I like it.
Hmm. It's
I
about
mean,
consistency as well, man. We have to do it consistently over a period of time. Yeah, you can argue that. And again, people do not forget to like the stream. Absolutely. And again, मुझे पता है भाई कोई लोग आ रहे जा रहे तो इसलिए बोल रहा हूँ भाई पाकिस्तान as much as you would criticize आज के लिए definitely I would still say that Pakistan have played very good cricket in the tournament, but Sri Lanka have really
yes,
outshone
they have.
everything.
But Ankit Bhai, if you remember, they escaped by the scuff of neck against Afghanistan. It could have either gone anyway, and they could have well
हाँ
been out of
हाँ
the tournament as well.
Afghanistan
Except
also
for the
unlucky I would say.
except
Afghanistan
for the
unlucky.
India match, they've never been in the tournament. I know Hong Kong match. I think it's just Hong Kong. I just put it over there.
Yeah, but in India both the matches it was close, no?
It was. I mean,
Out
that match. To be very honest, Pakistan have been
9 wicket
decent, but they
down.
would be very disappointed. This was the opportunity to get a cup, and they've really choked. To be very honest, they've choked big time today. 170, winning the toss. They got everything right. They picked up wickets in the power play. They did everything right, but they just couldn't cross the line. And Rizwan's knock will come in to haunt them. I think Rizwan should have been more proactive as a player in this match at least because he should have actually taken the game a little more deeper. I know he wanted to go against Hasaranga in that particular over, and that should have been the ideal way. But he should have at least been 60 or 45 rather than being 55, 55 or 48. That's a very bad knock if you look at it in the scenario of the game because
Okay,
just
let me just take a
150.
couple of comments, bro.
Yeah.
SS Rawat is saying अंकित भाई याद है एशिया कप से पहले का प्रीव्यू मैंने प्रेडिक्ट किया था श्रीलंका जीतेगी. ओके इंटरेस्टिंग. वाओ इंडिया श्रीलंका फाइनल होगा बिल्कुल यार मतलब इफ इट्स ट्रू एब्सोल्युटली बिग अप आपको. Someone please ask David what was Huda's role and why was Bishnoi and DK dropped again. DK I'm pretty sure considering जो हुआ है he'll be a fixed fixture at number 7 left hand right hand important है लेकिन again DK not being in number 7 in the crucial match, I didn't agree with that at all. Arey Darian bhai, thanks. Yeah, thanks for the super chat. Did you see Tuchel recently? If no, see my DM. Okay, let me just see. Again, it's हम match पर कर रहे थे. Is it Tuchel? Come on, Photoshop से किया हुआ है. Pretty sure यार. नहीं. Darian man, big up आपको भाई. Shout out आपको. Thanks for the super chat again, people. Super chat, whatever comes once I get it, by it'll go back to channel to upgrade it. Definitely it helps. तो यहाँ पर let me just share very interesting. Abel, you would like to see this? Pretty sure. I think it's Photoshop. Again, आप लोग बोलिए if it's Photoshop or
I mean,
not.
what all has happened since the last time we did a live stream? India got out of the Asia Cup. Tuchel got sacked. A lot has happened, huh? No way.
So basically हम दोनों पुनाती है नहीं है वैसे. Interesting man, interesting one. Then thanks for sharing, but I don't think it's real. Anyway, Hobie though I hope he's kind of chilling out for he deserves it, man. It's a historic win given the circumstances. Why Sri Lanka ka? Well, you can
Yeah.
also argue it's one of the best victories, man, after the World Cup.
Yeah, to be honest, yes. I mean, look at the problems the country is going through.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
them, this is gonna be as big as the World Cup because they deserve it because of what their country have been through in the last 6 months. And look at the way in which they've bounced back. Right, they were against all the odds. Nobody rated them. Many people told they'll be out after the first match. They got 105 all out in the first match, and they got walloped by Afghanistan to come back and to win the Asia Cup right now. And what a
Okay,
baller from
Madhusudan looks like he's nahi yaar bichara. You know what happened? The player went. I think you're lagging just by a few seconds. So player went for a catch for to give
uh,
Madhushan a fifth
oh.
fifth. लेकिन नहीं मिला यार. Good
It's okay.
sportsmanship
I
by
mean,
the player, I
what a
would say.
spell by him. Let's not forget it. I think it's been a complete team effort by Sri Lanka. Every player has stepped up. It's not like we've had Virat Kohli and Bhuvneshwar Kumar here and there. Every player has stepped up. Whoever have got an opportunity. So it's brilliant. Lovely to see
चलो
this team. I think it's going to give them a lot of opportunity from here on. I think this team will be a force in next year's One Day World Cup as well because it's played in India. And
हाँ T20 फॉर्मेट एनीवे मैं तो बोलता हूँ मतलब एक क्लियर आउटराइट फेवरेट नहीं होता है जनरली राइट मतलब दैट इज व्हाट आई लव अबाउट द स्पोर्ट लेकिन क्विकली यहाँ पे आयुष बिग अप यार दिस इज द राइट एटीट्यूड आई होप एवरी इंडियन फील्स दैट एंड होप ये रियल में हो एक मोमेंटम चाहिए हमें वी नीड दैट पॉजिटिव मोमेंटम बैडली डोंट टेल मी पीपल दे आर श्रीलंका ट्राइंग देयर बेस्ट टू मेक द लास्ट ओवर इंटरेस्टिंग 36 हो जाए लास्ट ओवर में 39 of 8 इट्स अ नो बॉल it's a wide
yeah, I know,
rather above the
I
head
saw.
ये
I mean,
जबरदस्ती का
पता नहीं. I mean, he had an opportunity to go for the 5-wicket haul as well then. But let's see. I mean, yeah, he has a point there. That was a good comment actually on Ravi Shastri and Rahul Dravid. To be honest, Ravi Shastri, with Ravi Shastri, you saw a lot of energy in the team, and there was also a lot of flack about Ravi Shastri not giving a longer rope as a coach. But with Rahul Dravid, there is no consistency in the team which has been playing in every series. I mean, one comment by Rohit Sharma really baffled me. Right after that loss against Sri Lanka, he was like, "Hum aur bhi players ko try karenge." I mean, that really baffled me. I mean, this is not the opportunity. You have 2 series to go. You should play your best 11. You've also seen it in, let it be any big sport or big occasion. You have to have a consistent 11 which you need to have in your mind. And if you're still unable to find it, then God bless India in the World Cup.
your top 4 for the World Cup, will you have Sri Lanka as top 4, Abel?
I would have India, South Africa, England and Australia.
Yeah, मेरे top 4 तो हाँ मेरे आपके choices में that is my top 4. So I think South Africa I still doubt. I know they
South
did
Africa,
well.
100% South Africa. I'll tell you
You
why.
think so?
I know you have a different
Oh
thought on this.
man, people, is the game still on? Madhushan in the as an attempt to try his 5th wicket has given it away in the last 3 deliveries, man. 32 required of 6 balls. Can they do
No.
a Rajesh Chauhan and what do you say, Javed Miadad?
But
I
I like
don't
the
know.
fighting spirit from Pakistan's tail end doesn't still going for it. क्या बता?
हाँ मतलब but it's too late. Again, Rauf, Hasnain and Naseem have actually stood out in terms of fighting spirit, I must say. Generally also on the field. I'm not sure about the coach not being ready. You think so?
Yeah, I was very sure of this. I told this when I put this opinion up last time. I had a lot of people who had come to me and say, "No, we'll get a better coach than Ravi Shastri." But Rahul Dravid is a very good grassroots level coach. There's a difference between coach and a man manager.
And manager.
In international cricket, you need a man manager. You don't need a coach.
Same thing.
By
He
caliber,
wasn't a great captain, was he? I didn't rate
he
him
was
as a
not a good
captain as
captain.
much.
I mean, I had this debate where Rahul Dravid's tenure as captain. In captains, you saw Saurav Ganguly incident. You saw us getting out of the World Cup in I think it was in West Indies in 2007.
Yeah,
We got out
2007.
there.
ग्रेट
Yeah.
चैपल ओके
Great Chapel
भाई
era.
पाकिस्तान जीत रही है सॉरी श्रीलंका जीत रही है ये पहला ओवर डॉट बॉल हो गया करुण रत्न ने बॉलिंग तो 5 balls में 32 एट बेस्ट देखेंगे 30 अनलेस श्रीलंका डिसाइड एनी अगेन टू मेक इट इंटरेस्टिंग लेकिन pretty sure it's Srilanka's game on 99.99%. We are realizing the value of Ravi Shastri now. He was massively overhated. He was more of a manager like Abel said.
Yeah. I mean, I think Ravi Shastri was a motivator. I'll tell you one of the incidents. I was listening to Parthiv Patel on Tanmay Bhatt show, and it was very funny. I mean, I've heard a lot of anecdotes about Ravi Shastri. There's this point where Parthiv Patel was opening the batting in Johannesburg in South Africa, and he goes to Parthiv Patel and is like, "Rabada ko khabara kar le, jaake maar lo." And he played a very crucial 20 runs over there, which actually gave India momentum. So with Ravi Shastri, you get a lot of hype when your team is down, when you're feeling like literally low. 60 overs in match jeetna, chalo,
Scapegoat
make them hell.
basically.
Yeah, he was a he's a big motivator for Team India. But Rahul Dravid is still good. T20 World Cup will judge a lot of things about Rahul Dravid, the coach.
Yeah, मतलब मैं तो वही बोलूंगा देखिए 2007 में आप लोग सब देखो I don't know if everyone watched a few live मतलब I remember I was on the streets when we won the World Cup. मतलब everything was totally new, yeah. Indian setup, everything we were like totally new, just go for it. But again T20 has evolved so much. Abhi it's a specialist, a game of a specialist. So you can argue that वो एक tactician he might be brilliant, but when it comes to basically putting that एक होता है ना extra confidence in the player, maybe he's not the right man. Maybe or Abel, should we just have people like Ravi Shastri in the dugout, like Mumbai Indians have like so many people in the dugout? all those
I mean,
big
yes, we had Ravi
shots.
Shastri. When Ravi Shastri walked into Team India in 2014, we had a coach in Duncan Fletcher, and Ravi Shastri was just
Correct.
was made to come into the
Huh.
dugout, and we were very bad in England at that time.
But वो
But
temporary
still,
था मैं बोल रहा हूँ permanently. Why don't we have that permanently?
I mean, we should, but ideally that also is not a good thing because a lot of voices coming from here and there also creates confusion. Last time you saw Dhoni being part of the Team Indian setup for the World Cup, and you saw it
Yeah.
not work well for Team India at all. So I think it should be limited voice, and either one guy should control the team. It's either the captain or either the coach. If both tries to run the team, it doesn't work. Or there should be synergy. We talk about coach and a captain. It's a combination. Gary Kirsten Dhoni, Stephen Fleming Dhoni, Virat Kohli Shastri. You always know it comes as a package. Jayawardene Rohit. So for me, I still think it's a
Shot,
package.
man.
Rohit
Nice
for
shot.
Rahul Dravid, he's worked with 10 captains so far. 10 captains in the last 1 year. That's definitely not a good thing. He's not got to work with one captain for the longest period of time. So that's also
Mm-hmm.
a very bad thing from thinking from Rahul Dravid's perspective. But I think T20 World Cup should definitely decide where he goes. I think the next person to replace him is VVS Lakshman. He's a terrific coach. Whatever I've seen of him in Sunrisers Hyderabad, whatever I've saw of him in Under 19 World Cup, he's handled the big situations. He's been part of this IPL setup, who has won 2016 as well. I think it's a very good coach. He's a good
And
man
he's
manager.
respected as well. So I think that certainly helps. Bold हो गया भाई. What a way to win the tournament, man. Karun Ratne gets
Excellent.
clean
I mean,
bold.
gotta give it to him.
Rauf 147, man. You have to give it to Sri Lanka. Team Sri Lanka. This is just for you guys.
At
You
this
have to
point.
definitely say. But yeah, as in again, commiserations to Pakistan fans. I know it's difficult to take, especially just Abel ne bola that before this match you were favorites, no two ways about it. Lekin after winning the toss, Sri Lanka batting first has actually won it. Yes,
Yeah,
big final. Like I said, बहुत लोग ने बोला था भाई जल्दी आ जाओ live, and I did start live then schedule because we were wondering कि Sri Lanka might become out for nothing. But again, that partnership that was there between Hasaranga and of course Rajapaksa changed it. And
wow.
of course, like I said, even towards the end, they had it. Uh,
Brilliant,
uh,
brilliant.
I have to give it to even like for was it not Karun Ratne? Yeah, it was Karun Ratne even at the bat, right?
Yeah, true. He
Even he
even
played a
had
role.
important blows towards the end. So excellent team effort. Excellent team effort. This is one of the best sporting victories in recent times for Sri Lanka because wonderful. Nobody rated them. India and Pakistan were the big boys coming into the tournament. Can you believe it? After losing the first match badly to come out and win the Asia Cup speaks character. This is true character of a team. And if I have to put it in words, I've seen some of the biggest sporting miracles. We speak about 1983. I think this is going to be as big a moment in Sri Lankan cricket to inspire the next generation and the confidence at which this team is going to build from here on. It's going to be
It's good for
unmatched.
cricket, man. As much as I hate the fact that India and of course Pakistan fans would feel about Pakistan having got so far yet, yet so as in far literally, right? So I would say cricket ke liye, like we were all discussing earlier, right? It's about Sri Lanka, it's about Kenya coming back. Those kind of countries where
Yeah,
you had wow, as in Kenya reached the semi-finals of a World Cup. Sri Lanka
yeah,
has won it and multiple times reached the finals, man. So Sri Lanka
true.
probably needs that, especially the political situation as well, so you have to give
Absolutely.
it to them. But coming to the match, bro, as in for you, again, the difference maker was clearly that innings of Rajapaksa. But
Yeah.
bowling, again, Pakistan were favorites at the time, one day, in terms of them
I
batting.
think people will say Hasaranga, but it should be that Pramod Madhushan's 2 wickets first up there. Let's set the tone for Sri Lanka. And what a move by Dasun Shanaka to stick with this player for this particular game. Whatever Dasun Shanaka has touched this tournament has turned into gold, and you have to give it to Dasun Shanaka because I know he's not had a great impact with the bat today, but what a season he's having as a captain and as a batter as well. Because with the batter, he's finished off some important games, but here in this tournament, as a captain, he's been absolutely astute with his decisions. To stick with Madhushan, Pramod Madhushan, wow, brilliant. Picked up 4 wickets today. Hasaranga's that over was brilliant. De Silva's over of just 3 runs, that really put pressure on Pakistan. That is what really put the 3 wickets over for Hasaranga. So brilliant. If you have to go in minute details of this game, I would say brilliant game by Sri Lanka all throughout. Because if you talk about Rajapaksa's knock, it has to now be the knock of the tournament. Undoubtedly. It has to be a knock of the tournament.
Look at this.
Yeah. We are blaming that we did not have Bumrah. Pakistan is saying they did not have Shaheen. Excellent. This is just brilliant victory.
Probably
Yeah,
Chamila is as important to them as basically us missing those players, man. That's a
yeah,
fair point, Ayush.
absolutely,
मैं तो बोलता हूँ. Uh,
absolutely.
लेकिन you have to say that Sri Lankan एक think tank है ना, मतलब these are a set of cricketers who are actually thinking and implementing at the same time, which is what Sri Lankan cricket was known for quite a while. So it's really heartening to see this. मैं as someone who saw Muttaya Muralidharan dominate Indians and Pakistanis, I was like at one point नहीं भाई श्रीलंका इतना dominate नहीं होनी चाहिए, but then we saw the Sri Lankan massive downfall. Last 2 years, man, they have won with India being in those tournaments. They have won major tournaments, man. Like you have to say, you have to definitely give to Sri Lanka and Afghan. But Pakistan fans don't get too disappointed, in my opinion. Yes, it's a T20 game after all. I think there are a lot of issues. What are the issues? Main issues Pakistan mein are. What do you say? एक leg spin bowling or
To be very honest,
short bowling is obvious.
intent is one of the biggest thing. I know in T20 cricket it might work on most of the days, but still, with the game being so fast, with the game has changed so much from the last year to this year as well. I think
Hmm.
Rizwan and Babar opening can cause Pakistan a lot of troubles because they both bat in a similar template. You can have one of them to bat in similar template. We talk about India because India, we always say that we can't have Rahul and Kohli batting in the same template. You can have one. It should be either Rizwan or either Babar. They can't have both
Hmm.
people batting in the same template. That also puts pressure on the batter who's coming next. For example, for Fakhar Zaman, it's not easy to get going because both are like 6 overs, 35 runs, 6 overs, 40 runs. That really doesn't help in T20 cricket anymore. And for Pakistan, they really need to think about bringing in Haider Ali as well in middle order. They still are not sure about the middle order. I know it's a very flexible middle order, but it's still not a stable one. You are having Nawaz, who's told to be batting at number 8, coming in at number 4. Then you have Shadab, who's batting at number 6. Asif Ali,
I
there's no
think it's
question.
more about them having those bits and piece cricketers and all rounders who are actually working as a team, right? So I think it's more about
Yeah,
that right now. So I can understand to some extent. Let down, yeah, you can say that let down. Again, back to back matches, mein yaar. Matlab, you cannot say it's a flash in the pan.
yeah,
Sri Lanka has beaten Pakistan in back to back matches. ठीक है, Sri Lanka is
yeah.
actually कितने consecutive victories कितने Sri Lanka has got what? All.
They've got, after
Oh
the
my
first match,
god.
they won every match. After the
Oh
first match, they've won
man.
every match.
Who would have said that before a tournament? Trust me, man. Who would have said that? Every
That's what
match,
I'm telling
literally.
you. This has to be one of the greatest ever sporting moments for Sri Lankan cricket. I know they speak about 2014 World Cup highly, 1996, but this has to be right up there because I know they won six. This is their sixth Asia Cup, but this should be the best one, to be very
Oh
honest.
yeah, by far, because no one expected them to, right? That's the first part, and not even the final. मैं तो बोलता हूँ final maybe काफी. I know a couple of them had kind of had that predictions, but by any update on Chelsea was Liverpool, not yet. Again, Syed and everyone in the house, do not forget we are live tomorrow. That is the Almighty Blues FC in the evening, hopefully around 7:30. So do join us. Hit that bell notification icon. हम करने वाले हैं not just the UCL preview, but we'll probably have some news hopefully by then. Again, don't worry, we will get a lot of football. It's just about matches in England. हाँ बिल्कुल आपने बोला था यार, why not and yes 5 कोई नहीं. तो भाई last before ending, Abel, finally, who was your man of the series?
Hasaranga. I mean, it should be one of
Hasaranga.
them. Hasaranga man of the series and Rajapaksa man of the
Rajapaksa.
match.
I have to go with that
I
as well.
have a feeling, knowing the commentators being majority of them being bowlers and bowler inclined, Hasaranga will be man of the match and man of the series.
Wow, interesting. No, yeah, Rajapaksa was such a great innings, man. It's arguably one of the best innings by Sri Lankan cricketer in T20 cricket after 2014, I would say. नहीं, that's
Be
how
honest,
far I
yes.
see.
This was one of the best knocks. Look, in the last over they had 155, right? And they took the game to 170. And if you look, ultimately, if that over would not have come, Pakistan were still in the game.
Hmm. Anyway, let's see लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं. And again, मतलब इंडिया के लिए quick word before ending, because again we as Indian fans as well. मतलब
Yeah.
what is the main change you would like to see? And do you know when the T20 World Cup squad is being announced? India का
Today is 11th, right? On 15th or 16th is when the
15th, right?
T20 World
So
Cup
that's
squad
what.
is coming out.
Yeah, so I think
I
it
think we'll
might
do a
be.
video. Once T20 World Cup squad is out, I think we'll do a review on that. I think it's going to be interesting.
Definitely. लेकिन what is your call? Like, what are the changes that you would like to see for sure? Like, एक surety मिल गया after seeing this tournament
I
for
mean,
India.
you will
खतरनाक
definitely have
offense.
Bumrah walking into the team if he's fit. And also, I like to see Dinesh Karthik in the playing 11. At least in the next two series, a permanent place for him. So there's no confusion in that first match against Pakistan in the World Cup. we are pretty much clear that this
One
guy
second.
should be there.
यार शायद मुझे पता है भाई हम विराट फैंस है आरसीबी फैंस है. Let's get real. Awesome match. I think he got the man of the match, but nowhere clear. Not even in the conversation, to be honest, in terms of the man of the tournament. To be very honest, again, much love to
If
you.
Virat would have played the finals, I would have thought about it.
Yeah, then yeah, of course. Well, we didn't even get to finals. But you were saying something about basically India, right? So what are
Yeah,
the
I
other
would just say
changes you
that
want?
Dinesh Karthik should be there in the team. I mean, regardless of what happens, because we lost the two games by, I would say, we did not score extra 10 runs and extra 7 runs odd. And
Exactly.
that's what Dinesh Karthik brings to the team. We, in the same live over here, we predicted it. We are missing Dinesh Karthik. And this is exactly what happened. If you look back in the tournament, we missed the finisher for our team. And that's backfired for us big time. And also, I like to see India going into Australia with one less spinner, of course. I think Indian selectors will not do the brain fade kind of stuff by picking three spinners. It definitely won't work in Australia. India should have an extra pacer. People are talking about Mohammad Shami, but I won't have Mohammad Shami. Mohammad Shami's record is very good, but if you have Bhuvneshwar Kumar, you can't have Mohammad Shami in the team. And with Bhuvneshwar Kumar, I hope India uses him like
No,
how we
no,
used
the thing about Shami was that India made a gamble or rather a huge blunder by not having him in the squad. That was the whole point
Yes,
about
at least for this
Shastri.
tournament, they should have had him in the squad because there is no Bumrah, you need an experience. But for World Cup, I won't have him in the squad. My three pieces in the starting 11 is going Bumrah, Bhuvaneshwar, and Arshdeep. Bumrah and Arshdeep will handle the death. Bhuvaneshwar should be used up front at least 3 overs. And Chehal and Akshar Patel
Okay, I think यहाँ
got
पर
injured in the
कल
worst possible manner. And if you read the article, he got injured by doing an adventure activity, not even by
okay,
playing.
I
So
think
that's the
your
worst part.
screen is stuck, bro. I don't know it's me or you, but your screen
Okay,
is
Ankit Bhai got
stuck.
stuck
I
there.
think it's the internet. But no
But
problem,
yeah,
no problem.
my pretty much my squad is that.
Okay,
Yeah, you're back.
yeah, you're back, you're back. I think your internet was stuck. No problem. But yes,
Also, mine
people,
didn't
everyone
very
in
good.
the okay, everyone in the chat, do let me know what your takeaways are from this tournament as well. Everyone in the chat, it'll be interesting to know what do you feel as a Pakistani fan, Indian fan, Sri Lankan fan, be it Bangladeshi fan. I know a couple of Bangladeshi fans we pushed the questions.
Yeah,
Ankit, I feel Mohammad Shami should continue as chess player as his core. Yeah, definitely you can say that. Again, Siraj Mohammad Shami is kind of different, as in ilk of cricketer. Yes, I would have loved to have. Come on, man, Ajay. Let's not get that. To be very honest, we have to respect the fact that first of all, Ajay, I am an Indian. Let me just share it as an Indian. Okay, my point of view. And यहाँ पर बहुत important बोलना है. ये जो चीज होती है ना, ये नहीं होनी चाहिए. As much as definitely there is a rivalry, no two ways about it. But the fact is, Pakistan played better cricket than India. Let's
yeah,
accept that. Not today, not entire series. They have played better cricket than India in tournaments when it matters in the last 3 years.
yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
So I think we should rather look into the mirror. And yes, you can be happy for that
I
reason
mean,
because
there's
rivalry
certain
hai,
amount of
but it's not
fighting
right to
spirit what I'm
go
seeing
that
from
way.
the youngsters of Pakistan, to be honest. I mean, the firepower what they've got in the pace bowling armory with these youngsters coming in, like the likes of Naseem Shah, Hasnain, and Harris Rauf, that's really pushed the Pakistan team. And also with Shaheen Afridi as well. And that's been one of the key factors. And also Babar and Rizwan, they've been really, really good for them. But yeah, that's also kind of the downfall if you look back at it today. But I'm sure Pakistan will be a tough team to beat on that game on 23rd October. And I'm already excited for that game because I know it's 40 days away, but that game is going to be a big game. If India starts winning from there, then I think we can make it to the semi-final.
Yeah. And again, Anup, thanks for coming on. भाई हमने काफी discuss किया है. We have actually discussed a lot of points. This was already discussed, so I don't want to keep repeating because, like I said, it's the third stream in the last 24 hours I'm doing. I'm streaming for the last 3 hours. We are streaming tomorrow as well, so hopefully you get a chance. But again, Anup will be discussing a lot of cricket as well as on football or both the channels. So that's Almighty Sports Plus, Almighty Blues FC. You know it. Again, I'm hoping that you guys get the likes up before leaving the stream. And definitely I'll add Abel's Insta link so you can give him a follow as well in the description. But thanks a lot, Abel.
Yeah,
Final
lovely,
thoughts?
lovely talking. I mean, great to be witnessing with you one of the moments of this Asia Cup. Sri Lanka winning, and I know as an Indian fan it hurts, but it's lovely to
Yeah,
see
just
this.
the cricket, it is definitely one of those rare cricket things
Yeah,
which happened.
lovely. I mean, no, I don't think there'll be any hater for this team today because this has been such a wonderful story, except Bangladeshis, of course. Just putting it there. But lovely,
Anyway,
lovely team.
देखते हैं मतलब for the future of cricket, I still feel that cricket has won in this tournament as much as as Indian fans, as Pakistani fans, also to then Afghanistani fans and Bangladeshi fans, you're not happy. But again, congratulations to Sri Lanka. You have to definitely give them. Sri Lanka deserved it outright. I don't think any one
Yeah.
person can
I mean,
debate
I'll also
that.
mention before we end the live, redemption for Chris Silverwood as well. He got sacked from England, and for him to
Mhm.
come and win Asia Cup over here, brilliant. I mean, people were saying that he should be thrown out of the England team, baseball, this, but what a man to come out to pick up Sri Lanka to make them win Asia Cup against the big boys. Redemption for Sri Lanka, redemption for Chris Silverwood. Justice is ultimately done. Brilliant.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल चलो on that note let's end the stream and yes people I'll see you live tomorrow that is basically Monday evening लेकिन before that also we might do some content depending on some breaking news which always happens of course with the news of EPL and whatnot on both the channels again it's a fan channel for all to see thanks Abel thanks everyone in the chat we'll see you
Thank
soon
you. Yeah,
congratulations to the winners
wonderful.
commiserations to all the losers but a lot of cricket and football coming up so don't miss out bye
True. Bye bye.